Hello.
There?
Yeah, we are there.
Yay!
Papa,
Yay!
whose hands are those?
Yeah. Really anybody's. They're kind of like a YCH hands for just grabbing me and holding me still. Yeah. Yeah, they just, it could be you, it could be Candy, it could be really anybody, just keep me in place while I yap and giggle and have a little gaily.
I do like the idea of just shaking you.
Deadlock with you.
Candy holding me while I'm trying to convince them to play Deadlock. Wait, Candy, wait. I'm just saying, now, I have not looked at the character. Also, sorry, I think Roy has to do an intro first before.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, and Buff is here. Hi.
Yeah, Buff is here. Hello, Buff.
Hi. Hi. I was just about to do an intro because Shia and Nick both rated, so I was like,
your intro.
Okay.
We're ready.
Hello, everybody. My name's Roy Chiato, like a macchiato. I'm a coffee-fueled bunny host with a serious passion for voice acting, and I love working out, in case you couldn't tell. Guys, tonight I'm joined by the wonderful Candy,
Hi.
Buff Pup,
Roy.
and Papa Mutt.
When are you going to do your intro?
I wonder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know when you do your intro.
I got you.
Yeah, let us know when you do your intro so we can stop talking during your intro.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be good.
Okay.
Yeah. When you do your intro.
I'll let you know. Don't worry. We're good now.
Yeah. Okay.
We're good for now. I'll let you know.
Okay. All right.
Are you gonna do it?
I'll let you know when. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, guys. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the Power Rangers indoctrination.
What is that?
Thanks.
What? That's a weird way to say it. Thanks.
Welcome.
Yeah. Cool.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Oh. Okay, Buff.
Yes.
Candy and Roy are full of hatred. Can you look in the
What?
group?
I know.
DM?
Yeah.
I sent a JPEG of a lizard lady who is walking on her tippy toes, and I want you to play Deadlock with me. Candy's full of hatred.
I've played a lot of Deadlock already.
Oh!
That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
Let's go!
I like to play Ivy.
I don't know who that is yet. All I know is the lizard who's from Midwest, and I love her. I love my girl Failure. I love her.
I'll play Deadlock. You just didn't ask.
Oh. Hey,
You quite literally did not ask.
I was so ready to get denied on the spot that I just I automatically assumed you were gonna
I feel like denied him so hard.
That's true.
Candy did that so hard. Yeah.
This video,
Yeah.
I think that if I played this video, it would be the same as
Oh
you.
my god.
What? This is now.
It's a smash cut of like a bunch of stems EAs.
I just wanted to share this with the audience.
Yeah.
Non-age restricted, most common autistic vocal stems, and I feel like Candy grabbed me and kind of just shouted that to the rooftops, saying, "Look at this autistic young lad."
I just was saying that a lot of the things you've been saying are in this video.
Wait, which ones? What was I saying?
just everything you say, Papa. But
Listen,
how
it
do you
happens.
stream?
It just happens to the best of us.
We as people are an amalgamation of our experiences. So if my experiences are all autism-based things, then I guess that I am autistic incarnate.
Okay.
Also, hi,
Shia!
I think you
Hey.
kick out of it. Hi, Shia.
Oh my gosh,
Shia. All right, I
hi.
want to watch the autism.
Thanks for bringing everybody over, Shia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Whoa. Thanks.
No, Candy's,
Whoa.
Candy's right. This rules. Sorry, I just. Nah.
Hey, and there's Nick.
Hello, Nick. Hello, Nick.
Hi,
Hello,
Nick.
Nick. Hello, Nick.
Oh,
Wait, is everybody furries in this call?
No.
Hold on.
yeah.
Okay, that was
Papa.
a bit judgmental.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sounds
Nope.
that was a
Oh,
bit
there we
like.
Nope.
What's wrong with
three
that?
of the Roy, you're furry.
You don't know the ancient texts.
That's not bad. You're right.
I'm a furry too. I thought we're all furries. All of us.
Yeah.
Why is I'm just because I have skin?
Where are your cat ears, Candy?
Yeah, where are your cat
Put
ears,
on the
Candy?
ears. Put on the ears,
They're my
Candy.
cat pussy, dude.
What the fuck?
What?
Ew.
Or as
Well,
they say,
this-
I don't
pussy.
think that
This YouTube stream is demonetized now.
Ew.
Nah, it's
Shut
7
up.
minutes or 7 seconds of pants. So I can say
You gotta
pussy.
pull
Oh, you
them
know
out
what's
like-
true. It's been 11
Oh,
minutes.
sorry.
You're right.
Editor, just like mute it.
There's no editor worth live streaming on YouTube.
Editor, mute that
Editor,
part, please.
mute the stream.
Editor, mute Candy.
Thanks.
Don't Candy.
Thanks, editor. I appreciate it.
Thanks, editor. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Um,
chat. Whenever we say, just forget the last 5 seconds of anything, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, black out right now.
Everyone,
100%.
everyone black. Oh, I'm way ahead of you. I got some Bruce.
I
Lee here.
love collabs with Nick. He sounds so lovely.
Wait, yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Oh my god! Sorry, I heard Nick talk.
Nick, is this your first time with anybody here, or have you been with everybody already?
Let's see. Once
Well, we
upon
kissed
a
last
Lethal
night.
Company collab.
Oh.
I
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Nick's had me blocked for like 3 years. Which
That's
is
crazy.
I don't want to bring up.
That's so
I
crazy.
don't-
3 years. 3.
Did we? I feel like we did repo one time at least, Nick.
I don't want
It's gonna make next week awkward, huh, Papa Mutt?
Yeah.
I know
Again,
some people.
That's. I think we should address that later. But Nick, you know, whenever you want to, just hit my DMs up. I do apologize for that thing I said to you that one time. That is on me. That is on me, big dog. I did point to you and say furry out loud in public, and that's on me.
Oh
Yeah.
I
Can't do
mean,
that.
it's kind of hard to disguise it when I'm literally standing there as a big monster cat.
You
demon.
were, and you were very
So,
cute about it. You were very cute about it.
That's true.
Thank you.
That's true.
But hello, everybody. Hi.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Shy. I've heard so much about you. Oh my
I'm
god.
screaming geometrically.
Stop.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna make you guys-
Andy, what is
Those
this?
are the common riders that Mouse likes.
Oh, let
Revice
me-
and Decade.
Oh,
It was pre-stream combo, guys.
Revice and Decade.
I did see a little of Kamen Rider when Roy showed me, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
like and I think this would be the Power Ranger experience. It was like
Yeah.
50% of the time it was the cheesiest thing I've ever seen in my life, and then 50% of the time it was the most badass thing I've ever seen in my life. There's
Yeah.
no in between.
Yeah.
It's either
That's
gonna be
you, Papa.
hello.
What?
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, I'll just die.
I'm gonna stay
Oh,
behind Buff and Shine.
Oh. Papa, come back here!
You guys are welcome, by the way.
Thank you.
Papa's kill.
I can't believe it. Bad boy. There he is. Perfect. He's back.
Say that.
Candy's full of beans, I can
That's
tell.
crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
I am full of beans. It's because my eye hurts, so one eye's closed, so I'm half asleep.
Mm.
I knew
that-
it. I could tell.
What is full of beans? Like you ate beans?
Candy's
You got
full of
sleepy?
beans.
Just beans. Just
Full of
beans in general.
beans.
No, when Candy's giggly
Oh,
and like
that's-
kicks her feet, that they're full of beans.
Oh, is that what it is?
Like that Xenoblade
I
thing?
never.
I'm full
Happens
of
like
beans.
once a month.
Full of beans.
What a
Yeah.
beans.
Wait,
Happens like once a month.
I don't know if I'm taking this literally. Are you actually genuinely full of beans and you're getting sleepy because of that, or is it like a meme?
We should play that
Yeah.
video again for Papa,
Huh?
for no reason in particular.
The
Okay,
autism
which-
video.
I was
like-
already watching it. I was already
I like
watching
the sound of
it. I'm already locked into the autism video. Don't worry about that. I'm really locked
It's
in.
in the title.
This is gonna be
Um,
amazing.
Full of beans. I don't want to explain it because I think it might be maybe.
I don't want to explain it.
Uh,
I don't want to explain
Candy
the
just
beans.
is full of beans, and when you shake them, it makes a lot of rattling sounds.
I'm full of beans. And,
Okay, okay. All right.
Is this
energy
like
and
the nut
enthusiasm.
bush thing?
I've got a nut bush.
Nut bush. Is
Is this an Australian thing? Is that what's happening?
It very well could be.
Nut bush.
This-
Yeah,
this
they
is
make
why-
us. They make us do nut bush
This is why
in
I hate
Australia.
This is why I hate it.
They
It's
make
old
us
nut
nut
bush.
bush?
It's
Like you
old
nut in a bush?
Yeah, I mean, what
Damn,
else
not
would I do in
again.
Australia?
I think it's a Tina Turner
I mean-
song. They make you do they make us line
What?
dance.
Oh,
As
They make
kids.
you line?
They make you
In the
line.
bush?
They make you line. Yeah, actually, I think that's why, because we're in the bush.
I hate Australia. I'll be brave.
Papa Mutt does
bullshit
not
in the
speak for me. I'm just saying. Okay,
I
listen.
speak for Roy and the trees. We
Oh
hate
my
Australia.
No bush.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but-
Guys,
yeah.
let me go ahead and start a little bit of an introduction here. That way we can get started and I don't have to keep you guys for more than a couple hours. So
Only 5, not 6.
only 5 hours, not 6 hours. So, guys, welcome to Power Rangers Indoctrination 101. Today I'm going to be taking you through the history of Power Rangers, and we're going to be going through, at minimum, the first season. I'm hoping all 3. Papa, I hate you. So we're going to be going through, hopefully, the first 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came out in 1993. How familiar are any of you with Power Rangers?
Like how? What do you mean how from like?
What do you
on a
know
scale?
about? Yeah.
I had the toys, and then I watched my favorite movie of the Power Rangers, which is the slime goop one. I don't remember.
Yes!
I was a kid.
It's a good one.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
And then I know that they changed Power Rangers around because it was a little controversial, but that's okay. And
Because of the pink ring for
Oh,
red
one of
ring
them
for red.
died.
Well,
Yeah, one
wait,
of them
one
died.
of them
A couple of them have died,
What?
yes.
Oh,
Whoa, the lore.
yeah, and that's all I know though. That's like the most I know.
Okay. And anyone else have anything that they want to
All I
add?
know of Power Rangers is through cultural osmosis, which is the meme of like that one chick who's like, "My precious power ring, gone forever." Ah! That's all
Oh,
I
the
know.
one with like the spiky horns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda goes,
it's like Rita something.
there's
I
always
like,
a pink one.
Yeah, the
Not
pink
always, but most seasons.
There's a
the pink one is always a lady. We know that for a fact.
In America,
Um,
yes.
Okay, and then good for
Oh.
for overseas, good for them.
They sometimes we talked about this before the stream, it's kind of a spoiler, but
Hit me.
they sometimes they have a mech and then they form together into a body.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I
they
like the
want
T-Rex.
to-
I like the T-Rex mech
sometimes.
that they do.
Oh yeah,
That one. I like that one.
Yeah, that's in
And
this
then-
season.
I believe
There's a big
90% of the enemies are practical effect puppets, which I actually think is
Um,
pretty neat.
Yes. Yeah.
I do like that. That
Is
aside,
kaiju?
Kaiju is an
Kaiju?
accurate term.
okay, and then
Huh.
also the early seasons, the color assignments were very odd, if memory serves.
Yes, the racist.
Okay, I don't want to say
Yeah.
it, but I want to make sure.
Yes.
Yes.
I
I
think
wasn't,
there's
I
a-
wasn't 100% sure if
Accidentally.
it was. Just,
It was
Was there-
accidental. So,
Was there a red dude that had like spiky hair and he's like the bad boy?
in later seasons, yes.
that's just.
Okay.
And he just has a picture of me. I was like, "Oh, great."
In a red tank top. How'd you
Oh,
get this
so
picture of me?
fucking hot. Whoa.
So,
Papa, you're like a bad boy, not a bad boy.
I am a bad boy.
No,
Yeah, he
Flips,
is.
okay.
flips,
Oh, whoa.
flips second collar.
Chaya,
look-
you're a bad boy.
twirls hair, but not mine.
Stop, stop.
Did I ever tell
Well,
you
you
all
can be a
that?
bad boy too. Nick, so you could be a bad boy
Okay.
as well. We can all be bad boys.
I'm gonna share with you my bad
Yeah.
boy. One time when I was a younger man, I had
Hit me.
3 pop collars on at once.
That's insane.
That's not a joke. I was so fucking cool. Everyone saw the 3 collars. They thought to themselves, "Man, that guy's really cool." I only did it once because I went to a public place and got laughed at. But know that, know that I thought I was really cool.
I would never laugh at you. Okay, I
That's
would
okay,
laugh
I
with
got
you.
laughed at constantly. Oh.
I would never laugh at you. I'd
again.
laugh with you. There we go.
I'll laugh again. dude.
Once again.
I'm gonna fuck.
Damn, that's crazy.
No, please.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys just a little bit of background knowledge.
Okay.
Yes.
Before we go into it, because I haven't seen these videos specifically, so I'm gonna be reacting to them for the first time too. And periodically, as we
Oh.
go throughout them, I will probably pause to offer behind the scenes information and just my way too much knowledge that I have of this franchise that I could probably have a PhD in if that existed.
Right.
Yeah. So
Where did we see the video?
I have a.
I will
question.
share it in Discord momentarily.
At the
But
prompt, you will pause the tape in order to facilitate class discussion.
Now,
Oh my
Please
God.
refer to your teacher's guide for more.
I do have a question, Your Honor. Before we go to the guide.
Hit me.
I am a audible person. This might be a shock to you. I talk a lot.
Yeah.
I will likely be yapping during the scenes that make no fucking sense. Is that okay, or should I be completely quiet?
Yeah, no. So like the whole point of this is for me to share something that I'm incredibly passionate about with you guys, because I love you guys.
Okay.
And
Take
yeah,
my turn.
it's one of my favorite franchises, but I know this shit like in and out, backwards, sideways, front ways, every which ways. And if I can introduce it to you guys and you guys have fun with it, and then we can continue to go through it and explore it and experience it together, I would love that. So if you talking and asking questions and just telling jokes during it makes you have a better time, I'm all here for it.
Okay.
Yo, is this gonna be a Linkara video?
It is. So
I know Linkara.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't know
So
what that is.
we are diving in with Linkara's Atop the Fourth Wall, specifically his History of Power Rangers. This is easily my most requested stream anything ever in the history of my entire streaming career.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so I've been reacting to a lot of Power Ranger stuff for the past year and a half, 2 years,
Right.
from friends that I've made and then through other people throughout the internet. But it's always people that I've reached out to make sure that I had permission. And Linkara was just somebody that I never knew how to reach out to, so I just kept not doing it. And then one day, one of my mods was like, "Hey, I emailed Linkara on your behalf, and Linkara was cool with you reacting to his stuff." And I'm like, "Huh?"
Oh,
And then I got the email and everything. So we got permission, and yeah, so very excited because people were asking about it. Yes, that was Belmore right there in chat. Thank you, Belmore.
Before I also forget, sorry to keep prolonging this. Who
You're
is
good.
the coolest ranger? I'm doing a thing right now, and I got to make sure I have the coolest ranger unlocked. 'Cause I'm seeing a lot of helmets,
Sure.
and I don't know who the coolest ranger is.
So you're probably gonna want to look for the green and the white one.
Okay, I'll be the white ranger. That seems on par with me.
Okay.
Well, I'm based this off what I know about Power Rangers. I'm a white guy. It's gonna make sense. Power
There you go.
Rangers white helmet.
That's perfect.
All right. Oh, that looks like a tiger. That's kind of badass.
It
All
is.
right, I can buy that.
It is a tiger.
Oh yeah, they have like animals or whatever.
Yeah, first season is dinosaur themed.
Oh wait, do they change? Do we
Uh,
get bugs? Sorry, I'm asking too many
Never,
questions.
we
Carry on.
don't ever get bugs, but that's Common Rider's thing.
Oh, that was my question.
So,
okay, I'm gonna
I'm
have those two IPs confused.
I'm gonna
No.
give one more quick lead in, and then we'll actually start the video.
I'm totally
And this is
gonna
something
do
that you
that.
guys may not know because of what you guys told me that you do know. So, Power Rangers is an adapted series. In the same way that anime gets dubbed and sometimes the script gets changed, Power Rangers is very much the same. It is based on a series in Japan called Super Sentai, which started back in 1975. Yeah, so it just celebrated its 50th year this year, and it's still going strong to this day. It is one of the longest running franchises in the world still, and it is a sister series to Kamen Rider, which I'm sure all of you guys know now because
I
yeah,
said
no.
that earlier.
Yeah. So
Are they related anyway, or just?
they are technically sometimes they're in the same world, but not really. They do have crossover episodes sometimes.
fun.
So, but the bigger deal is that they are under an umbrella called tokusatsu, which just means like special effects. But tokusatsu is a massive umbrella in Japan that even encompasses things like Godzilla. Yeah. So when Candy was saying kaiju, I was like, yep, you're actually right. So if you put all of them under the same umbrella, you're right.
I'm pretty smart like that.
You
I do have
wittily.
one more- I have one more question.
Hit me.
I'm so sorry. One more question. Who's stronger, Kamen Riders or Power Rangers?
Individually, Kamen Riders 9 times out of 10 because usually Kamen Riders are solo, where
Okay.
Power Rangers / Super Sentai are teams.
All right,
So.
no more further questions, John.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you say that being a team with your friends is ultimately the strongest thing of all as we sit here? A kind of Power Ranger, if you will.
No,
I agree.
disagree.
I concur.
Unless Roy is the Common Rider and then we're all the Power Rangers and he's gonna beat the shit out of us.
Roy would be.
Right,
I mean-
you didn't get shit out of us.
Henshin! There we go. And then the last thing that I was going to explain is we talked about the adaptation part of it, where with like anime and dubbing, Power Rangers takes footage from Super Sentai and dubs over it in English, even though it's live action. So there are going to be a lot of scenes where it's very obviously they're in Japan, or very obviously this is not the scene they were just in. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yes, I'm very
Yes.
yes. Sorry, I found something that is I did not. No one ever told me that the White Ranger was hauntingly handsome.
Jason
and
David Frank.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm having a bit of a giggle about it, so I'm currently.
Didn't you say you were the White Ranger?
You
Right,
are
but
hauntingly
now
handsome.
I didn't realize I was this good looking. My goodness. So don't mind me. I'm just doing a little bit of work in the background while we get this moving because the White Ranger is very pretty.
It's also kind of ironic that he said hauntingly since Jason David Frank passed away a couple of years ago.
Okay, so I'm not going to use this guy as my JPEG. Let me go ahead and.
Oh,
All right.
No,
let's go ahead and.
You definitely can. You definitely can.
Delete that. Let's go ahead and delete that file.
No, everybody, literally everybody in chat, rest in peace, rest in peace.
No, let me go ahead and find a different fucking Power Ranger who didn't die.
I will tell. Well, good luck. I will tell you, the one that you did pick, Jason David Frank or Tommy, is the most iconic Power Ranger of all time.
Okay, what about the Pink Ranger? Is she dead?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, it depends on which one. But the
God
one.
damn it! I'm done asking questions.
All right then. That was my transition sound.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, that was me transitioning scenes. Sorry.
I didn't realize. Oh,
my
I'm so
bad.
scared. I'm gonna,
My bad.
Are you good over there? What's going on?
We're in the theater now.
Yeah, we're in the theater now.
Whoa!
Yeah, baby. So I'm
We're
gonna make you
here.
guys a little bit bigger because I like seeing all
Moving
your.
around. Inflate me, Roy. Inflate me.
I just did. VTuber inflation's real, guys.
It is. Look it up.
All right. So let us, without further ado, jump into a history of Power Rangers, which is widely considered one of the most iconic video series about Power Rangers ever. So
Hey, before we hop into this, I'm so sorry. To
Hit me.
again. I did do one last go at the Pink Ranger, and I realized she's dead, and I'm giving up.
whoa,
yeah, every-
which one?
I think, motherfucker, I don't know. There's 100 of these motherfuckers. There's like a Pink Ranger back right and center.
Yeah, but you have to show me which one, and then I can tell you whether they're dead or not.
I already closed the tab saying.
I looked up
she
VTuber
passed-
inflation.
Oh no.
Go on.
Oh no.
Oh,
And anything cool?
You can see in the chat.
All right, 1 second.
it's pretty
Hold on.
funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it what I think it is? Oh, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, Buff. Hey, Buff. Thanks. That rules.
You're welcome.
Hey, really cool, Buff. That's awesome.
That's just when we
Hope
need
you
it.
like it.
All right, now I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm not gonna change my JPEG. I'm ready now.
Okay. Here we go.
It's Rita. She's escaped and she's attacking the planet. Teleport to us 5 overbearing and over-emotional humans.
This rules.
It's so good.
That's correct, Alpha.
Yeah, teenagers, overbearing and emotional.
Hey, thanks, Zordon. It's only the fate of the frickin' planet at stake. Has
Which
someone
one of these
changed
folks are
the
dead?
water filter in your
So none of them. We
I'm
will.
just trying to figure out.
Well, okay.
I'm just trying to
Actually,
figure out, man.
wait. I lied. In this shot specifically, none. But if I rewind it a little bit,
I'm just trying to figure out what I can and can't crop.
she did pass away in 2001.
All right.
Tweet train.
See, Shia, that's why I'm
So.
asking. Okay.
Yeah. Welcome to Power
Missed
Rangers.
the Power Rangers, I
Someone
remember.
changed the
Yeah.
water filter in your tube lately? Ladies and gentlemen and others,
Whoa.
welcome to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
When did this come out?
Season 1.
1993?
1993. Yep.
Oh, you don't got to pause on my behalf. I'm here for the journey.
Oh, listen, I'm here with you.
5
The
years
guitar
ago,
kicked
I
ass.
started
Yeah.
a little
Oh.
project called History of Power Rangers.
Yeah, this
Wait,
is a
I had done
long
Power
how many
Ranger
motherfucking
comment
Power
on the
Rangers?
top
What
of
the
the
fuck?
wall.
Okay.
How
so,
many motherfuckers? Whoa, there's a Black Knight motherfucker.
Okay. Power Rangers has been going on for. We just celebrated our
Badass.
32-year anniversary last week.
Who's the Black Knight up there, dude? That they rule.
That is the Magna Defender.
Okay, that doesn't seem like a real name, but all right.
That is his name.
All right, carry on. Ignore me.
Yep.
That's
And in my rewatch, I had
There he
crazy
is. There's
theories
Tommy.
and ideas that popped into my
Oh,
head.
that
So I
facial hair
wanted
needs to
share
go.
those thoughts with people.
That's got to get out of
To
here.
make matters worse,
Oh,
It was 2013,
every
okay?
season, giving
Yeah, that
content
is not an
analysis
excuse. That's a
and
2002
recaps of the entire
hairdo.
show,
All right.
even for seasons
Okay.
that I hadn't watched before.
Wait.
Those videos were.
I have a
hosted on
question.
certain-
Hit
Okay,
me.
keep playing. But do they recast for the different audiences across the world?
No,
Like,
Power Rangers is specifically for North American audiences.
Oh my God, carry on.
service
It was the
called
biggest thing in the
Flip.tv
90s.
That sadly no longer exists.
I don't know
While the
about that one,
original
Chief. I watched
videos
G.I.
still
Joe.
exist, a lot
Yeah.
has happened over the last
That was
5
American
years.
Propaganda Simulator, that shit was
This
ruled.
recording anyway.
do be.
Whoa, it's a
What's
lobster?
prominently
There's a
for me is
lobster.
that I am on
And
YouTube now.
the Green
When I
Ranger got
began
summoned by the-
building my
Yeah.
presence on YouTube,
Listen, don't worry about
I
it.
re-uploaded all those
We'll get
videos
there. We'll get there.
sometime later.
Linkara is basically just giving an introduction of, hey, I've made this series before, and YouTube recently started cracking down more and more on footage that got used, so I had to re-upload a lot of these videos because they got chopped to hell. So
Got it. I'm just watching two Rangers fight, and there's no context. I'm like, Power Rangers
Yeah,
rules.
it's just background footage now. We'll get there. Don't worry.
I'm being good. I'm being good.
I
I'm
was
being
hit
quiet.
with 2 copyright strikes from Toei, the company
Look,
that
dead
owns
guy.
and produces Super Sentai.
So is the green one.
And the videos
Same
were
guy.
all
Oh my
taken
God.
down.
Same guy.
However, these
Oh.
Is it like-
videos have
this
been
has
one
gotta
of
be
the
like
most
the,
popular things I've ever produced, and
What's it
I
called?
like being able to
the
pay rent.
Exorcist
As such,
movie
I
where everyone
decided
died on
to
set. It's like,
re-edit
but
all
if
of
you
my
play Power
Power
Rangers, you're gonna die.
videos and put them
See,
up
sorry, I
again,
wanted to
making
do
them
that,
more
motherfucker, and I can't. I'm
This
scared.
video's creation,
No, his is still
Samurai
alive.
and Megaforce have
His is
had
awesome.
that
God damn
done
it,
and
I'm
are
going back on
viewable
Google.
through links on my website.
Power
Since the videos
Rangers
are
that aren't
unlisted and
dead.
I prefer to keep my channel's video
More
uploaded
of them are
as
alive than
orderly
dead.
as possible. The audio of all these
I don't
videos
believe it anymore,
will
'cause I'm like,
remain
0 and 3,
mostly
dude.
the same, with occasional
Whoa,
exception, like
that was a
cutting out my
Vaporeon Power Ranger. That was
breathing,
cool.
making
Shark,
corrections
yeah.
to things I got
Ooh.
wrong,
Is that
or
fucking
reducing the
Matrix?
amount of
Yeah, I was
videos.
gonna say that.
Yeah,
Neo?
yeah, because that dude's blind, so he's a bat master. So
Awesome.
Batmaster?
bat, he's
Like the animal or like the weapon?
like the
That's
animal.
true.
This season is all animal themed, and everybody has like animal inspired fighting
Fuck, that
styles.
rules.
Wait, what
So-
year did this come out? This one specifically.
This
the
one was
animal
2008 or 7 or 8.
God, that rules. That rules.
Yeah.
That fucking Matrix crossover is so sick.
Super cool looking.
Footage that I show. This video, however, is most likely to get the most amount of attention because most
I
people
don't like
even
the
seem to
outfits. I'll
realize
say
that
it.
Power
I don't know what
Rangers-
it is.
How dare you?
Okay, that was a good shot.
How dare you?
That's some serious hero shot.
Yes,
right
it
there.
is. That's my boy,
I don't-
Johnny Young Bosch.
kept
I don't know.
going
I don't
after
like the
my
lips on the
and
helmet.
As such, I
That's what I'm
felt it
trying to say.
necessary to
They are a
fully
little weird.
I think
re-record
that's.
the
I think that's what
video
I'm trying to say.
so it
It's like
actually
when you
sounded
gave
somewhat
Batman
professional.
nipples. I don't
Then
care for it.
again,
I
I've
understand.
probably lost
Not every
the
season
by
has
now
lips, don't worry.
anyway, since it's
Let me
taken this
rephrase. The
long to
outfits
get
are
to the video
cool.
point,
The
and my
mouth,
only
I'm not a
real
huge
joke
fan
so
of.
far has
I
been
get you.
about
Where else you gonna
Zordon
kill?
2.
Oh my
Speaking of,
God!
has anyone fed him
It's like,
lately?
whoa, that was sick. That was badass.
Now we are done with the explanation of why the videos had to get re-uploaded. Now we're back in actual story. So
Okay, got it.
Okay.
I'm locked in.
Introduction over. Now we go.
Got the fish flakes
Nah.
around here somewhere. Anyway, the point is, if this is your first time here, welcome
my
to the
first time here.
history of Power Rangers.
There we go.
An opinionated
All right,
and
I'm gonna learn.
serious analysis of a children's
I'm-
show
I-
utilizing Japanese footage mixed with American footage
Yup.
about rubber-suited
Oh.
monsters getting punched by people in spandex.
It's
This is
it's
actually
great.
kind of
Like
gas
that,
to
you
watch.
can
It
see
is.
why it deserves serious analysis.
I can see where, like,
Because
these
is
little
a
fights so
biased
hard.
perspective,
Yeah.
I fully expect people to
Whoa.
hate at me for
Wait, they're all
disagreeing
Black
with their
Rangers?
opinions, and
Yeah, that's a
all
later
right.
season.
This series is
Got it.
not a
Where they can
comparison
transform
to
into
the source
others.
shows that Power Rangers uses
Do the-
footage from,
okay, I'm
collectively
not-
referred to as
What the-
Super
is that just a
Sentai.
drag queen?
I
What was
have
that?
no
Don't worry about
interest
it.
in Sentai,
Did you say
but
smash?
I question its quality.
Smash.
It's
You'll
just
have
a
plenty of
matter
those, don't
me
worry.
Not caring
Plenty.
about it. All of us
Holy
have heard
shit, there's
from
a lot of
friends
Rangers.
and
Oh.
loved ones
As a
about
crossover, yeah.
something
Sassy
they
with it
must
on the
see,
White
something
Ranger
they
there.
They just they fucking
never,
faked him out.
and that we
Ew.
do ourselves
Well, he's gonna
a
punch him. He thought he was a
disservice
fighting,
to not
you know?
see it. But in
Oh,
the
he's
end,
wearing a
there's
pride
still
rainbow on his
stuff we don't
chest.
see
Good for him.
simply because we're not interested.
Yeah, that's pretty
And in
sick.
this case, I
That's
grew
my
up watching
boy!
Power Rangers, and it
Who's
is
this?
Power Rangers
That's
that I have come
Johnny
to
Young Bosch.
praise, or
Oh, yeah.
buried.
Is that who that- wait,
Ichigo in Bleach, Nero in Devil May Cry 4 and 5, and then Dante Lelouch in Code Geass. He is
Oh,
in
wow.
so
Damn.
many
God
things.
damn, what a career.
Dark
Wow.
in Date Everything, if you've played that.
Oh, wow, good
Yeah.
for them. Okay.
Yeah, Johnny,
Holy shit.
he got his
Wait,
career start.
what color ranger was he?
He is the Black Ranger. He's the second Black Ranger, then the Green Ranger, and then the Green Ranger, and then the Black Ranger again.
I think I just had a stroke. What?
Was he the same character the whole time, or
Yes.
did he play?
Oh,
Oh,
There are,
Dang.
so he-
we will get to it more
Uh,
later, but there are points at which suits will change and powers will change, and there's usually story reasons for it, or they're just like, okay, the story's over, we're gonna go to a new team now.
okay.
okay.
What do the
Um,
Black Rangers do?
what'd you say?
What are the Black Rangers' power?
I mean, he's the Black Ranger. He doesn't have a specific power. He's just part of the
Oh.
team, you know?
I think it
Oh,
varies season to season.
I
Yeah.
thought that they switched suits to get different power. I didn't realize
Suits,
that was just
like,
kind of-
yeah, like each season has like a theme to it, but it's never like
So-
oh, this color has this power.
So a
Which
Red
is the
Ranger
one
could.
that
Yeah, go ahead.
puts their fist in the air and says heart.
That's Captain Planet.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Close. I can see the resemblance though. Don't worry.
They're
Yeah.
more or less.
I
the
can
same
see how
thing.
that got
There's-
confused.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
teens. There's a man of spandex. I get it.
Yeah.
Depending
Also-
on the season.
I love their outfits, like the design and everything. And I look at them. I'm like, I almost like, I'm no seamstress, but I look at it and like what they're made of, and I'm like, I could make that. Like, I almost want them to have like like more like a modern like superhero one where it's like it looks high quality and everything, but it looks
Yeah.
good. It's funny to me because it just looks like it's just I could get that on Amazon.
Yeah,
Kind of like
it's a
deal.
Yeah.
cosplayer's first
They look
time
good, but
showing.
Early
Probably why
early
a
seasons of
lot
Power
the
Rangers look like
endurance
that.
over time
Yeah.
has kept up is just the accessible, because I was thinking the same thing looking at it. It's like this is so easy for a lot of people to do as entry level cosplay
Oh yeah.
and really look like it. So
Ah.
it must have really lowered the barrier for people to have an amazing costume. And then so many people doing Power Rangers at conventions over time, it must have helped the popularity sustain.
Absolutely, it
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Especially because Hasbro sucks and has basically killed Power Rangers as a franchise. But we'll complain about
Agreed.
Hasbro later.
Ooh. I hate Hasbro. But continue.
I'll also say I'm putting for chat. I'm putting a GIF of King Oger in chat for them to see. Super Sentai is obviously still going as well and has continued to evolve their suits. So this is a recent season that came out 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And
see,
this
that's what
one's
I'm talking
bug
about. I
themed.
see.
Yeah.
I see more like hard plastic instead of all just like.
Yep. Usually,
that's cool.
Usually this kind of stuff is reserved for Kamen Rider though. So that's usually the distinction. Is Kamen Rider is a little bit more like heavy and armored, has motorcycles. Usually is about one to 2 to 3 characters. Power Rangers and Super Sentai are a little bit lightly armored, and then big colorful
Like
groups.
being an only child versus having 5 siblings. You know,
Yes.
like the budget gets
Oh.
spread.
Exactly.
Do
Also-
the Power Rangers kill anybody?
Yes.
Oh,
I
sick.
hope so.
Yes.
I don't know. I just figured sometimes these shows never actually murk anybody.
So in
So, like death off screen and shit.
in the first season, I forget which episode it is, but eventually they banned the word kill. So they can't say kill.
TikTok for real.
Yeah. So they say destroyed usually.
They're on that
okay.
destroy life,
Yeah.
vanquish.
It's
But
really more hardcore if you ask me, but okay.
but people do die, characters do die, monsters do die. There is death in the show. It's just how they handle it. So Yeah.
Okay.
yippee.
Now
I
I'm
will
good. Now I'm
refer
good.
to the Sentai occasionally from what little I
Yeah.
do know, thanks to the efforts
The
of others
mouse,
who
man.
have
I don't.
for
Ugh.
some of the more
I like this
bizarre
sassy gay
things
robot.
that Power Rangers occasionally
That's my
does.
voice acting
But my
coach.
information is usually
Oh,
secondhand.
that makes
So
sense. That
that's
tracks.
this character's name is Alpha 5. They are voiced by Richard Horvitz, who I took.
No way.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No
Yeah.
I did not remember that was I can't even
Oh.
picture their voice in my mind, but
Yeah.
from like when they did it. That's so funny now knowing that was him.
30
That's
years
cool.
ago. Yeah.
Mm.
So for those of
Nice.
you that don't know Richard Horvitz, it's Moxie in Hell of a Boss. It's Raz in Psychonauts. It's Zim in Invader
Ah.
Zim. Billy in Billy and Mandy.
Cool.
So
Very cool.
yeah, he's got a
God
very
tier
colorful
voice
career.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
That is cool.
So something Linkara
He's
mentioned
here,
as
he's a gay
well is
robot.
what is happening?
Oh, wait, just to make sure he's a gay robot in this
Oh.
one, right?
I wouldn't say gay, just is a robot and maybe a little fruity.
Just let me for real.
Just a
Alright.
little fruity, you know. But something that Linkara did mention, and I kind of briefly started talking about it, is almost every year in Japan for Super Sentai, there's a new season, and we were talking about how like there's different powers and different suits and different abilities and things like that. Every year they have a changing of these powers and usually of characters as well in Japan. Now, Power Rangers is adapting one specific season from Japan called Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, which was the 16th season. It's all dinosaur themed.
Sick.
Ooh.
But the thing that Super Sentai does is one season a year, and then it's over. They don't do season 2s. They don't do continuations. They might do specials or like crossovers or like a movie occasionally, but that's it. There's never a season 2. There's never anything like that. It's always a separate story. It's always self-contained,
Kinda cool.
and continues on from there.
Is there
Power
any
Rangers.
continuity between them?
Not really, no.
Oh.
There are
Huh.
crossover episodes, and it is usually accepted that most of the Sentai teams live in the same universe unless explicitly stated otherwise, or in the case of other seasons that kind of just mess with time for some reason. So, yeah.
That's interesting. You just kind of accept it as it is. It's just like, hey, we're doing a crossover. That's what's happening.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
in one of the later seasons, in actually like 2 seasons after this is source material in Japan, they have like a 5-year time skip to the finale, but don't explain how that works for the next season, and they have a crossover, and it's like, So you're kind of just like, oh, whatever. You know, I get to see 10 Rangers jumping around and having a good time. Whatever.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
but yeah,
Cool.
so just keep that in mind. 100% of the time, Japan, once the season is finished, it's over.
Huh.
And that's it.
Weird.
Okay.
So-
Weird way to do that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so remember, it's possible the information I
Sherlock
have is
Holmes?
wrong. By that
Yeah, it was a
same
Halloween
token,
episode.
I am not at the same
Oh, okay.
interested in Super Sentai's sister series,
What?
Kamen Rider.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about Kamen Rider.
Will have
Okay.
some influence in a few seasons, but for now,
Whoa.
it's
Is
just
that a Kamen Rider?
That is.
That
We'll
being
talk about
said,
that later.
The current highest milestone goal
Are
of my
they-
Patreon.
damn, they look
assuming you want to
objectively
watch them
cooler.
decisions later,
I agree.
Patreon has become
What
a
the
sentient
fuck? That looks
being was
sick.
forced to be destroyed through chemical
What?
warfare, combined
Oh.
with appealing to the best traits of humanity, is to review other American shows that are like Power Rangers.
Oh my God, my eyes, help.
Troopers,
Yeah.
Beetleborgs,
We-
NES,
We're
Kamen
still in
Rider,
kind of an
Dragon
intro.
Ball.
I didn't realize how
So
much
see
more
that
he was going to
happen,
go
please
over.
send some support my
No,
way.
you're fine. I'm
I
just
am
learning
not
about
reviewing the first Power
Beetleborgs
Rangers movie for a
mentioned.
simple reason. It has
He's not covering the Power Rangers movie.
Wait, is the movie
What?
him going to heaven? What is the scene?
This is not in the
Are
movie.
they
This is the
sending someone
show.
to heaven? What am I looking at?
No, they
Okay,
found the
doesn't take
secret
my
ninja.
question.
They found the secret ninja cave.
Looks an awful lot like
Right.
it's heaven, but okay.
Well, anyway, I'm sorry, Buff. We're not going to be covering the movie this time, apparently.
It's okay. I was eating cake.
Wait, did you save me some?
Without me? What the hell?
Yeah.
But the reason that he's not covering the movie is because the movie's not canon, and then the show has its own telling of events that happens. To,
It's like a Naruto situation where all the movies just don't fucking
yeah,
matter.
kind of,
Got it.
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Except then the second movie is canon and integral to the plot.
Never mind, I'm gonna jump off the bridge.
Yeah, Power Rangers is weird like that.
They're quirky.
Anyway,
nothing to do with the show story-wise. For 20 plus years, Power
What?
Rangers has enjoyed
Space
a
Marines?
mostly continuous continuity. Some seasons
it's so funny that you say that because I'm pretty sure
Fucking-
Ruse said the same thing, or Joel
That's-
said the same thing. I
So
can't-
beefy.
God-
yeah.
That's a goddamn space marine,
Can-
bro.
Can you guess what he sounds like?
Space marine?
Okay.
I
I'm
feel
just
like
like
a
shockingly high pitched.
It's
I
gonna be like,
was gonna say he's either it's either
Well-
like we gotta get this done, or like, hey, what's up, guys? You're the Power Rangers.
You're
Like-
you're close,
Hello, I'm a-
but it's more like
Yeah.
welcome. Today we are going to be watching Power Rangers, and he
Oh.
just sounds like that the
Oh.
entire time.
Oh wait, that kind of fucking actually. I
That's like an
that.
All Might kind of vibe.
Yes,
I like,
but,
I like
but
it.
way more comical.
I like this motherfucker. I like this guy.
We will not see him for another 2 seasons.
Oh, I'll just die.
This is an out of context shot, so
leading directly
Oh, okay.
into the next with recurring characters, but the
We'll get
movie
there,
takes
don't worry.
place
This
in
guy's
its own
fucking
separate
cool.
universe, and
Yeah.
I feel no need to cover it. For a more comprehensive look at it,
Oh,
though,
he's got a
I
video
do
on the
have
movie.
a
I was
comic
gonna
adaptation of it on the top
ask
of
who
the
this
wall.
is, and then I
With
thought
all
about
that
it.
out of the way,
I'm good.
let's
I got
talk
it. I
about
figured
the
it out.
You got it, you
first
got it, you got
season.
it.
Mighty Morphin
Can I
There we
ask
go.
a
Now
stupid
we're
question?
in.
that Heinz
Hit me,
Saban-
please.
Oh my
How
God,
do
that
they
is-
become the Power Rangers? Like, where does the power come from? How is it bestowed upon them? I
Heart.
have no idea of
Heart.
that.
My
So-
heart.
Good question.
Can someone else take it from them? Can I have it? Why are they not stealing the Space Marine sword? That's what I was thinking about.
Technically, yes. Ironically, so in the earlier seasons, it's usually tied to some sort of device called a morpher, and they use it to morph into Power Rangers.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And very much so, the morphers are just as simple as it straps to someone's wrist, and they press some buttons and they morph. And
But that's it. They're not special. Like, it only works for them.
in the early seasons, it's very much like, oh, I dropped my morpher, now I can't morph, kind of thing. So it's
Ooh.
yeah. But
Yeah,
in
okay.
some of the later seasons, it's more tied to like sometimes it's magic, sometimes it's like a DNA lock on the morpher.
Shit.
Sometimes it's like, oh, I pulled a sword from the stone, like King Arthur style, and it
What
granted me the
fuck?
power.
That's badass.
Yeah, there's a lot of different reasons, but my model work, thank you. We will get to more of those powers, but in the early seasons, it's as simple as they have these morphers that they will channel power into, and then use it to morph into Power Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right, I'll allow it.
Okay.
I will-
That's nice, though.
I will also preface that Power Rangers takes place in the 90s. Like I said, the first season came out in 93. It feels like it, and there are things that are said and done that are very much indicative of the time.
Oh,
Radical.
I'm getting my second bottle.
Good decision. Good decision.
I'm trying to think of what that would be, but as far as like a kids show, like
I don't know.
I'm just waiting for someone to like do something. They're like, well, that was queer, and it's just like, well,
Don't worry, we'll talk about homosexuality in Power Rangers later.
oh, yippee!
It's not good.
Oh.
It's really bad.
Oh.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey!
Okay, anyway.
Toxic Yowie.
No.
This show might have made me
I
gay.
wish. They didn't let the toxic Yowie happen.
The
is
man on the
problem.
right is very, very queer coded. Are we gonna beat him up? Is that what we're doing? Is that what this show's about now?
No. These are
I
two of the
figured- I
best
figured you were-
characters.
I figured you were leading us on to we're gonna try to beat up this gay man because he came in that fucking 90s.
No! I was just
I didn't know. I'm asking.
I was just leading you in because we're right at the beginning now. We're ready to actually start.
All right, I'm totally ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, I'll talk about the gay thing when it comes up on screen again.
the gay agenda.
The gay agenda. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
It had for several years in the 80s, in particular in 1986, producing a pilot for adapting the Sentai
What?
Bioman.
Yeah.
Saban and
Whoa.
Power Rangers was supposed to start in the 80s, but no one wanted to pick it up. So it took until 1993 for them to actually get it going. And even then, they got the
Oh.
budget of a shoestring. So,
I mean, not bad for a shoestring.
yeah.
Juki Levy were mostly known at the time for composing music for kids shows.
Oh, dude,
including,
this guy
but not
rocks in the
limited
background.
To Inspector
Yeah.
Gadget, He-Man,
This
and
fucking
the real
dorky ass
Ghostbusters.
motherfucker.
Saban loved the idea of mixing the Japanese and American footage. saying
Yeah.
Oh,
Western
see, that's
Fox
what's
for some
Fox. I like
Yeah.
that.
Unfortunately, no one was interested in it. According to Levy, Saban carried a video cassette of it around and kept pitching it to networks. And they all
Respects,
thought it
respects.
was the worst thing they'd ever seen. In
Fair.
1988, Saban formed his own
Yeah!
production company and made several
Whoa.
shows.
Yeah, so
Na-na-na-na-na.
Saban was very popular in the 90s because they put out X-Men, they put out Digimon in America.
Damn.
And the same composer that did the intro to X-Men, the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, did a lot of the music for Power Rangers. That's Ron
my
Wasserman. So
Dude, Fox Kids, that was my shit.
that was
I
the
watched
shit.
a lot of that.
Absolutely.
I love Fox Kids.
Yeah.
We,
That was
hey,
the
we love
X-Men
Fox in
animated series.
this chat
However,
right now.
in the early
We love
90s,
Fox.
Margaret Loesch, the head of Fox Kids, was looking for a new series that'd be adventurous, fun, and silly, and Saban showed her the Bioman pilot. Loving the idea, they refined the concepts and negotiated with Toei for a different, then more recent Sentai, Kyoryu Sentai Jew Rangers,
that's
and
the
thus
explanation
Mighty
I gave.
Morphin Power Rangers was born.
There we go.
The series begins
Okay.
somewhere in space. The implication
Nevada
has always
Desert,
been
got
this
it.
is
Yeah.
the moon, although in Sentai it was not. But as the show progresses, we'll learn
wait,
that the
Super Troopers?
Okay. So this is actually a funny thing. We'll get to this way later. Yes, this is Starship Troopers. Yes, this is the
Let's not
exact
go down.
suits from them. Yes, it is Power Rangers. They did it on the same set, so they borrowed the suits from Starship Troopers.
I
And that's
was
not a joke.
gonna fucking
Yeah.
say this is just Starship Troopers. Thank you.
It literally is because they fight giant bugs. So
wow.
we'll get to that
man.
season later. But yes,
Moon is
I need
weird in
respect
the
for
Power
using-
Rangers universe.
Oh my God,
There's
it's
a
like a
breathable
1-for-1. It's so
atmosphere,
funny.
Yeah.
for that matter, an atmosphere at all. The gravity is normal, and we're still landing on it. Now, in some circles, people debate about
Oh,
whether or not
badass.
this isn't
Oh,
actually
badass.
just
Oh,
Yeah.
badass.
90s martial arts, man.
But since future
Fuck yeah.
instances will refer to the villains being on
Whoa.
the moon, we're gonna call it as such. Anyway, two astronauts find what's called a dumpster, hence the title of the first episode, Day of the Dumpster.
Iconic.
That's something else I never got. It's not a dumpster, it's a bin or a barrel. Maybe you can get away with calling
Calm
it
down,
a trash
nerd. Calm
No,
down, nerd.
it's fine. It's fine.
Most
It's fine. Don't worry
trash
about it.
cans aren't made of stone or have jewels engraved in them. But anyway,
Okay.
the astronauts decide to not radio in.
'cause he
that
doesn't
they
buy 'em
found
from
an alien
Costco.
object,
See,
but instead
you get me.
decide to open the quote-unquote dumpster, releasing
Oh,
Rita
it's this
Repulsa.
chick.
Yeah.
Love her.
I love her.
I didn't know this was an iconic
Yes.
moment.
Yes.
God.
It is the shot from the first episode that really starts it, and then it's in the intro from here on point, you know?
Wait, was this the scene when she says my precious Power Stone, or is that later?
She never says that.
Am I being like
You
gaslit right now?
No,
Or
you
what is
you
that?
Mandela affected it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. She says,
Oh.
after 10,000 years I'm free.
Oh.
But even then, that's like
Serious?
not really in this shot either. That's just in the intro.
Turbo Granny? She's the voice of Turbo Granny?
Yes, I was gonna say another
Wait,
famous
really?
voice. Yeah, another famous voice
Oh,
actress
that's awesome.
got her start
Oh,
in
that's
this.
fun.
This is Barbara Goodson.
Dude, I gotta start my start.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her, bro.
And the ironic thing is, so obviously this is not Barbara Goodson in person, but it's Barbara Goodson dubbing over this person speaking. They eventually run out of footage
Right.
of this person as Rita. and get an American actress to play Rita who speaks fluent English. However, Rita's voice was so iconic that Barbara Goodson continued to dub over the new footage.
Awesome.
That's
how
great.
You know
you're-
you've done your job well.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how you know you're a VA at that point. Good
yeah,
for you. Good
absolutely.
For you.
And a freaks. Her gorilla knight Goldar, her
Ew.
monster maker and scientist Finster, and the comic relief duo of Squat and Babu. Rita Repulsa is a sorceress, often referred to
Just
as an
making
empress of
names.
evil.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
alliteration makes you sound cooler than a sorceress of mild
For the
irritation.
90s, it's kind of
Anyway,
fucked.
she
I'll say
spent
it.
It does.
10,000 years in
I
the
agree.
desert and now wishes to conquer the first planet she sees. Earth.
Easy
As you
peasy.
saw before, Zordon, the big giant head, detects Rita's escape and decides to assemble a team
Zordon,
of
I don't-
5 teenagers
looks-
to
I love
combat
it, I
her.
love it.
And let's meet those
Just a dude
teenagers
trapped in a
now.
head, you
In
know,
other
it's just a
installments,
giant head
we'll
and a
save
tube.
character stuff for the
guess.
end, but the problem with these early seasons is that while the characters have personalities, they don't have much in terms of an arc.
Yeah.
First is Jason, the Red
I mean, you're
Ranger
just
who
watching people
teaches
beat
a
the shit out of
karate
people.
class.
Yeah,
Straight up, right?
you're watching really early '90s kids TV
you're
shows.
Not, you're not here to like have a deep plot about the systemic issues of the world. You're here to watch Red Ranger beat up Squid Man.
They do
Unless
actually,
you're gay, in which case they hate you. Apparently.
Well, they
According
do.
to Roy's
They,
foreshadowing.
it's funny you say that. There is an episode where they tackle classism. So
What? Really?
yeah, it's in the.
Is the
second
verdict that it's
season.
good?
Yeah.
No,
what's the verdict?
is that it's bad.
Wait.
it's someone gets like kicked out of a club or can't join a club because their family's poor, and they're like, "That's bullshit." Like,
Well, the proletariat, look at the camera. The proletariat rise up. We the people are stronger than together. Like that'd be a sick twist.
yeah. But the whole concept behind this is that for the first couple of seasons, it's here are the Rangers. Don't expect them to have a huge arc in development.
Oh no!
In
but I mean,
later
season one.
seasons, we can get that though.
Yeah, this is a one development. That's whatever.
Yeah.
Nah.
He is
I'll give a
stoic and
pass on that.
confident. Zach, the Black Ranger, is Jason's best friend and
Nuh-uh.
teaches what he refers to as hip-hop-aikido, basically combining
Oh.
breakdancing and fighting.
Yo,
Admittedly, that's kind of stupid in hindsight, but actually it does make for some impressive fighting moves.
That's
And
ridiculous.
some
but
silly
okay,
ones,
sure.
but
Actually
hey, on
does.
my show I've got a ninja
I love
style
him.
dancer, so who am I to
Okay,
judge?
that's
Next, there's
crazy.
Trini, the Yellow Ranger. Okay, let's comment on this. Yes, the Black
ahead.
Ranger is black and
Yep,
the Yellow
thank you.
Ranger is Asian. Let's
Yep.
get this out of the way. They honestly did not realize what they had done in casting until about the 10th episode.
yeah. There's a whole
10
big.
episodes went by before they got
Yeah.
any flack. That's
So
wild.
the big reason for it is because there's actually a pilot for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that had a different actress for Trini, who was Audrey Dubois, who was not Asian. And so they just didn't realize because they ended up replacing her. But
Interesting.
Walter Emmanuel Jones, who played Zach the Black Ranger, later, as in like a couple of months ago, has come out like very vehemently against the whole idea of, oh, it was an accident. He's like, I don't consider it an accident because Zach as the Black Ranger was the first black televised superhero ever.
Yo.
So he's like, I wear that with a badge of honor, and the fact that it's that
Okay.
he was black and that he is the Black Ranger, he said, I was an inspiration to children, and no one can take that away. And I think that's
I
a
like
great
that a
message.
lot.
Okay.
But I like that a lot. I love that, Roy. When you were saying that little side note, I thought you were about to say actually last year he died. Because
No!
the fucking show died.
yeah,
And I was,
No,
I was
he's still
bracing, I
alive!
was bracing myself. I'm like, who the fuck is alive in this show? Help!
Yeah.
We're alive.
Not her, unfortunately. She did pass away. Tui Trang passed away in 2001 in a car accident.
That'll
So.
do it.
Mhm.
It was an honest, if horribly racist mistake, and they rectified it in future casting.
They did, and then they made a similar mistake in the next season.
Oh.
Most of the time.
Ooh.
There
Most of
were
the time.
actually a few pilots made of the first episode,
Yep.
even originally taking place in a bowling
Oh, wow,
alley
he does talk
instead of
about
the
this.
juice bar that is used
That's
as the
Audrey
social
Dubois.
gathering point in the show.
Oh
in
my
at least
God,
one
this
of those
camera.
pilots, Trini
Yeah.
was played by actress Audrey Dubois,
Whoa, who is this
not
fucking cyberpunk
Asian.
motherfucker?
It
Although
feels very
ironically,
like,
Tommy
hey, grab
would
the
later become
recorder,
the
grab the VHS. Like,
Yeah.
hey, film this. It'll be cool.
Film this. You'll like this.
So this is the other example. In a later season, this character is the Red Ranger and has ties to Native American heritage and goes on a vision quest.
Oi. Curva.
Yeah.
Curva.
was a character with Native American connections. Whoops. Anyway, Trini is also a martial artist, but it's harder to get a gauge on her character. She's probably the least developed of the original team.
Very unfortunately.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that the actress who played her, Thuy Trang, tragically passed away in a car crash in 2001.
Roy's one step ahead of this guy.
I know too much about Power Rangers. I also haven't seen these videos, so I don't know when he's gonna say things. So I'm just gonna like interject when I
no,
have
you're
the
fine.
thought.
I just think that Roy wrote the script for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Of the next character, Billy. Billy is the
he's probably gonna talk. He's probably gonna talk about Billy. If he doesn't talk about the thing, I'll jump in. But
stereotypical brainy nerd. Yet if you see him without bulkier clothes, his physique is actually on par with the others on the show. Billy will be a mainstay of the show for the longest time.
He looks like an adult man. What the fuck?
Being a Power Ranger. And finally,
he's kind of a baddie though. What the
he is.
He is.
Okay.
Is this him like as a quote unquote teenager? Because no,
I think he's 18 or 19, like show wise.
19 years over 20.
Actor-wise?
No fucking why.
Actor-wise, I think he's
35?
5 or 26. I think David Yost was one of the older people on the show, but ironically, Jason here, who is played by Austin St. John, was 17 when he first signed on for the show.
He actually looks like the appropriate. I think the only one out of sync here is the blue one.
He is the oldest. I think he was 22 or 23 when they first started filming.
And we're
Why the
supposed
blue
to be...
one kind of looks like G-Bot right now? Sorry.
Chat says Amy Jo Johnson, who is Kimberly here, is the oldest at 24. And Yost was 23.
And
so
we're supposed to be in high school right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're like sophomore.
Oh, so this is just okay. Got it.
Yeah, so they're just lying. Yeah.
We're not even trying. Got it.
So the thing that I will talk about David Yost now, just so I can kind of add context to the whole gay thing. David Yost, who plays Billy, is gay IRL.
Got it.
The 90s were a crazy time to be gay.
True.
And to not be closeted and to actually be out. And David Yost was out while on Power Rangers, and unfortunately, they did not make it easy for him. He was constantly ridiculed, bullied, made fun of, called the F slur tons and tons of times. And you'll even see it as we go through this season and the next season and the season after. He is constantly shipped with women. Like, he'll have a random girlfriend every like 3 episodes. Like, he dates more women than any other Ranger for some reason.
Yeah, that's the 90s and queer culture, y'all.
It got so bad that during this season that we see this shot from, he walked off set and quit the show because he was called the F slur too many times.
I mean, I don't blame him. How much is it worth? You know, how much is the pride versus the slander? You know. And
it got so bad that he revealed about a decade ago that he actually went to like a conversion camp to try and pray the gay away because he was so and it was bad.
I just want to hold him.
He's good now. But there's a whole big interview. You can go check it out. It's on YouTube, where he talks about
he's alive, right?
Yes, yeah, he is alive.
Okay,
it's a dark story with a good ending.
I gotta check, y'all. I don't know anymore. I haven't heard too much.
But after that, and this is kind of where you can start to hear, hey, Saban, who are the people that ran this, sucked. Saban, not good person.
Got it.
Also very greedy. It doesn't pay people well. To give you an idea, the Rangers, despite being in not even arguably the most popular children's show in the 90s, made about comparable wages to a McDonald's worker.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is time to remind you all to union up. Happy Labor Day. Eat the
because it was not a union show. So that's there you go.
Union up, y'all.
So, but I wanted to mention that because I want you guys to remember early that Saban is not our friend. Saban was not a friend to the actors. Saban was not a friend to any of the people on set. David Yost walking off set was one of the things, and we'll get to more things that aren't great later. So.
Oh, good. Everyone buckle up for trauma.
Yeah, it was the 90s, though.
I love the 90s. I love the 90s. They're really fun carpets.
Yeah.
A mainstay of the show for the longest time, even after he stops being a Power Ranger. And finally, Kimberly, the second to last of the original 5 to leave the series. She is the stereotypical Valley Girl.
I love her.
A gymnast who loves the mall, and etc., etc. Like Billy, because of how long she stayed on the show, her character will develop beyond the superficial qualities we see in the early days. However, it's also time to meet the real stars of the show.
Yes!
These are the gay icons I'm here for.
Ball and Skull.
Bulk and Skull last through 6 seasons of Power Rangers
Yep.
and are the
6
characters that have the
seasons?
most
That face that
development
he's
over
doing
the
on the
course
left
of
is
it.
such a
What's-
candy face.
I
Not
like
When
him.
Candy walks into the room.
it's perfect.
Hey, it's me.
Not even
That's
exaggerating.
me when I steal all the weed crackers at Ross's party. They
Not
couldn't keep them away from me.
not even exaggerating. So these two are in the most amount of episodes of Power Rangers out of everybody that's ever been on Power Rangers.
Oh, so it's not even ironic. They're just like actually the stars of the show.
So they are
That's awesome.
they are the bully characters in season 1,
Uh-huh.
and they have the most satisfying growth arc over the next like 4.5 seasons.
Are we talking like Casey Jones situation from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or are we talking like what kind of growth are we talking about like here?
I'm trying to think of like something I could compare it to.
We talking like I don't even have a good analogy really. Fucking.
Someone give me a good growth arc right now. It's Zuko. There we go.
Zuko.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Mickey from Shameless. He's got a pretty good.
Oh, I like that one too. But
Candy watches sad shows, dog. God damn.
Shameless is fun.
Holy.
But yeah, Zuko is the good comparison here.
Oh, what about the football thing we watched? Help.
Oh,
Ted
Jamie
Lasso.
Tart.
Jamie Tart. Jamie Tart. It's like
Yeah.
Jamie Tart's situation.
Yeah, that good.
Fuck yeah. These two rule.
Yeah.
These guys, I love them.
You're gonna hate them at first, but you gotta deal with it.
You always do.
Yeah.
You always do.
Yeah.
I hated Jamie. You heard me say it.
Also, my mod said Bulk and Skull redrawn as Candy and Buff win.
Oh my
Oh my
that's
god.
perfect.
Yes. Somebody please.
There you go, guys. Get on that. We got Buff here and Candy here with these exact expressions.
I'm about to pull the weed out. I'm about to pull the weed out of my jacket.
No, you're about to pull out a comically large sub that should not fit in your jacket.
Oh yeah.
There's no
Alright.
fucking shot that's actually in this man's jacket.
Absolutely not in the jacket, but in a lunchbox that does not fit that.
I was gonna say if this bitch was on a fucking sub, I'm done watching that shit with you.
Okay, we'll get to that
Started
later.
as comic relief
No!
bullies, evolved into 2 characters who nobly stood up to evil. I love these 2. They're like the 3 Stooges of my generation. Yes, their comedy was often quite predictable, but they added some
Okay.
much-needed levity during some of the darker turns of the first few seasons.
Sit down. The building's about to fall down. I'm not finished with my ice cream yet. I'm finished.
Often their
Alright,
comedy
I like
plots
them.
are
I like
actually
them. I
more
like them. I like them.
interesting than the plot of the
love
episodes,
them.
and they remain some of the most popular characters on the show.
Absolutely,
Even if they
hands
began
down.
as bullies, though not particularly good ones, since it was obvious any one of the Rangers was capable of kicking their asses. These are the 2 that went
Feels
through
like
the most
the
changes.
Drake and Josh template. Like I'm looking at him, I'm looking at the movie, and I realize, wait a minute,
Yeah, a little
is
bit.
this where Drake and Josh might have come from as an idea?
That's like a 90s template, I'm pretty sure. Like, that was just like larger man with skinny sidekick. Like, the.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it the like Tommy Boy or whatever? That's
Yeah.
like David.
Yeah,
Spade
I feel like
or
David
something.
Spade and the late great, whose name is beyond me. Yeah.
It's
yeah, I
so
think it's been a trope for forever.
It's so funny you say that too, because in a later season, they're
Chris Farley. Thank you, Chris Farley. Thank
there you go. They're only voice appearances for a couple episodes because they were away filming a pilot episode for their own series that unfortunately did not get picked up.
No.
Yeah. Which would have been awesome, but I'm also happy with the growth arc that they get. So
All right.
Since
Yeah.
they are the longest lasting cast members of the original and the only ones with an arc, I consider them to be the actual main characters of the show.
There you go.
That's
Incidentally, it
hilarious.
turns out their first names are Farkas and Eugene. Yeah, I'd have
Sick.
gone by Bulk and Skull too. While there can be very good character moments for the Rangers, they tend to be a bit on the bland side. They're always trying to be goody-goods, always talking about teamwork, friendship, the heart of the cards, blah,
Usual
blah, blah.
90s
In a
shit.
show
Yeah.
that really
Got
liked
it.
having clear-cut heroes and villains, Bulk and Skull stood in a gray area for quite a while, and their ultimate nobility served as a perfect capstone to their characters.
Wait,
While
does
in
this
the
man wear a
first
fucking
season they
holster?
served primarily as bullies,
No, we're good.
there were times when their better nature shined through.
I thought he had a
Two
gun at
specific
school. I'm like, that's
examples
about
come
right.
to mind.
It was the 90s.
The first is when they
Sure.
adopt a pig. Now, ultimately, the pig proved to just be a monster, and they were frightened of it when that happened.
he's still
But
talking
they
about
seemed to
Bulk and
actually
Skull.
be
We haven't
nice
even
to
gotten
it
into the
and
first
took care of it
episode
after
yet.
adopting it.
These are
The
my
other
goats.
is in the episode
Oh.
Crystal of Nightmares.
They
where
morph.
the two are put into a
He's got a burger morpher and Skull has a
This
hot dog
rules.
morpher.
This rule. These characters rule.
What the fuck?
I don't want to watch
Why
Power
did
Rangers.
the
I
show
wanna watch
not
this.
go? I
Yeah.
want the show of them.
Are they
I'm
for
saying.
real morphers? Where did they get them?
No, it's a
So
dream, I bet
it's a
you.
dream that they're having.
Oh,
so-
okay.
You can
okay.
tell by the size of this fucking screen. They're all
You can
blurry.
see the blur on the sides.
Gotcha.
But he morphs with the Burgersaurus, and he morphs with the
that's
Hot
sick.
Dogosaurus.
That's so fucking sick. I actually love these
sick.
two. I'm not even.
Yeah,
kidding.
they're
I
so
love them
good.
more
They're
than
so
you.
good, and it helps
so
that
us, Buff.
Yeah, so us.
it helps that both of them are amazing IRL. I got to meet them close to a decade
Oh,
ago.
sick.
They're great. So
Buff
I don't
with a
want.
lovely boob.
I don't want to
crack
ask, but
Okay, I don't know why it's a crack pipe.
I don't want to ask Roy, but
what?
when it comes to these two,
They're still alive.
okay. See, I didn't want to ask that. I just want to make sure. Thank you. Good. I love these two even more now. I want to meet them.
All right, there you go.
Into a dream state. And what do they dream about?
What the
Becoming
fuck?
superheroes and saving the world. Now, in the
Holy, that
dream, they
is a
can't
smash
drive
wing
Damn.
on that.
Yeah.
That was an angle, wasn't it? Goodness.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We saw some.
Hold up.
Back to the
Whoa.
plot. Rita launches an attack on Earth, causing an earthquake to develop.
Oh, there we go.
I like what
Now
Skull
we're
has
flying.
going on.
Lightly out of the juice bar.
I like what they
and
both have
the
going
five
on.
teens suddenly
Do you
decide
think
to
the
stay
people in the
exactly where
footage
they
driving
are,
knew that
planted
they
to
were
one
in an
spot
earthquake?
before
Yeah.
being teleported away by Zordon. Zordon explains the plot of the show, that they have to fight Rita using morphers that will harness the power of ancient beasts like dinosaurs, the
God,
saber
dude,
Wait, they have to
Or
use
the
morphers as
brain.
Holt?
We also
Sorry,
Yeah.
what's up, Nick?
Oh no! I just the image of that thing, that morpher for the belt. I just realized that is so ingrained in my brain.
Yup.
I
Like,
didn't
I
know
just
they were
realized
doing
the sets for something like Power Rangers ruined my perceptions of buildings for the rest of my childhood.
That's pretty crazy.
Wait, why did I think they didn't? Now I'm gonna share with you an
Anecdote.
Help. That's the one. I'm gonna
Here it
share with you this. And this is again through just cultural, but osmosis being at like various conventions through the years.
Mm.
I don't know what. Maybe I goofed myself, but I didn't know they had belts. I thought there was like one dude who had like a fucking sword flute. One dude had like a scepter.
Oh,
I thought they had weapons.
Those are their
challenge it from.
weapons,
Oh,
but
are
not
they
how they
related to the-
transform.
Oh, they need the belts.
The belts
okay.
transform them. The weapons are
Got it.
weapons.
Because I remember seeing the I think you showed me Dagger Flute Man. I'm like, this is the craziest, dumbest, coolest thing in my life.
Yeah, we'll get to that in this video.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Alpha 5. Alpha can get pretty annoying
That's
early
Richard
on with his
Horvitz.
constant proclamations of ay, ay, ay,
Yeah.
ay, ay, but he's ultimately harmless and serves the purpose of being able to help do all the things Zordon can't do since,
Zordon,
dude doesn't
the
have
CG
hands.
I
The
love the
teens
90s
don't
CG
buy
so much.
any of this,
So
which I
much.
guess isn't that
I
surprising.
love. They literally
but
just
one
walk
would think
out.
the
They're like, nah.
Wait, they walk out of the secret lair?
Yeah.
What?
Because Zordon's like, yeah, you're gonna have to fight this evil space witch, and they're like, no thanks, and they walk out.
At least that's fucking realistic. Goddamn.
And robot would be compelling evidence. Rita is somehow able to discern that Zordon is doing all of this,
Yeah,
and
she is.
while we learn later that no
Ew,
one
I
can
don't
enter the
like this
command
thing.
center without a power coin, the source of the morpher's power, she does send a
Play-Doh?
squad of her foot soldiers,
Putty.
the Putty Patrol, to attack and kill the Rangers.
not far off.
The Putties
Close.
are pretty cool. Sure, it's just a guy in gray spandex, but it's the face that
I'm
really
Putty.
makes it.
No,
They're
the face is actually
deformed
really cool.
Cyberman face.
Yeah.
What's
I like
amusing to
this.
me in hindsight is that if she hadn't attacked them, they very well may have never become Rangers, since during the fight they decide to use the morphers and, for the first time, become the Power Rangers.
What?
Oh
my
my
God, that little
Yeah.
staticky scene, I've seen that. I've seen that.
Footage. They also get their Zords, the giant robots that, well,
They're called
let's be honest,
Zords?
Yeah, Zords. They
The
so
dinosaur.
yeah. A big reason at least I always headcanoned it. I don't think we ever got confirmation where Zord came from, but since the season that they're inspired from is Zhu Ranger, with a Z, all of the Zords have Z's on them randomly. So
Okay.
they're
That
like,
makes sense.
oh, Z, Zord, easy.
Now, I have a
So-
quick question, Your Honor.
Yeah.
And this is something I've been led to believe since forever. Power Rangers markets their design, their Zords, and their various stuff mostly to market toys. Is that
Yes.
true?
Yeah. So
Okay.
a funny way of looking at Power Rangers is a toy commercial.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
Because I'd heard this before that the designs are simplistic but very toyable.
Yes.
Where we see that like a lot of these are just like we could hold that T-Rex thing right now. is what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah, and a lot of these shots,
Sick. Okay.
that we'll see at some point. I think these are actors in suits just shot from below. But a lot of the shots that we'll eventually see are just literally the toys, and I'll point those out because I think it's really cool how they.
I mean, that is
make
neat.
a toy move.
That is really neat. I
Yeah.
do like that a lot. That's
Most
cool.
of the time,
Yeah.
individual Zords are pretty useless. Sure, sometimes they'll use them individually, but hey, it's
Oh,
cooler to
sick.
have a big single robot instead of 5 smaller ones. The original
guess.
Megazord is classic.
Did
From
that
the horns
turbine
to
just
the
come out of his
big-ass
asshole?
chest to the power sword, it's just iconic. I love it because it's just so simple. A big blocky
my screen
robot
frozen
that looks
too?
like...
Oh, is it?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Carry on.
kind of has an
I got worried.
Sorry,
outrageous
Discord's
prime
silly.
face
Discord.
going. One of the recurring elements of a lot of seasons
Oh,
is
who
that
the
the
fuck
Red
is
Ranger
that?
Zord usually
for
gets
free?
the most
Yeah.
screen time
Whoa.
and also
Who's
an
that?
alternate mode.
That's
or just
Goldar, the second in command for Rita.
Oh my gosh.
I like
Read it.
alternate Zord
Yeah,
alternate.
read it.
While the rest
Oh my
basically
god.
just exist to be combined into the Megazord. As a first season, especially the earlier episodes, there were a
I
lot
have a
of goofy
controversial
ideas
take
that were
about the
put in
lips.
Hit me.
POV, you're at a party. Someone says some crazy shit to you. You just turn to your friend, straight faced. That's what the Power Ranger little mouths look like to me.
Yeah, like I can't
Well,
believe
you just
fucking
look at your
said that.
Yeah, you try to like straight face. Look at someone. That's what the Power Ranger boss looks
Wait,
like.
you're
Is
kind of
that,
right.
is that why I don't like that? Because they're keeping little secrets. They're keeping little spoiler secrets. about me?
Maybe I don't know.
I don't
That's
like-
the
I
face
don't-
that I pulled.
I think we've made that face at each other before at a party.
Yeah,
I just think I just hate human features on like helmets and shit. Don't put the fucking mouths on. Don't put nipples on Batman's suit. Don't. Well, you can show bulge, but it has to be. The point is, I don't like the mouth.
Oh, speaking of bulge,
Okay.
so
I'm in.
Oh,
the Yellow
Eyes are
Ranger in Zhu Ranger is a guy.
Okay.
So all of the Japanese footage that they have for the Yellow Ranger is of a guy.
Oh.
Taking notes. I'm taking.
And
notes.
they never really explain why Kimberly has a skirt and Trini doesn't.
Don't
But
want
that is the
taking notes.
reason because yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, and the funny other thing is his name is Boy. The character's name is Boy.
No, I always thought she was a tomboy, and I thought it was cool.
No.
That doesn't happen until a later season where the Ranger rips off their skirt because they're like, skirts are not my thing.
Well, that's-
Yay!
buff representation. Hooray!
I would just
Hooray.
turn my skirt
They're-
off to be a whore.
Okay.
Same, I'd
Right.
probably do that.
I'm writing down that note as well. Okay.
Okay.
Add it to
Okay.
the work.
because they were still
Candy
finding out their place and how
horror.
they
Alright.
played.
Always been one,
For
buddy.
example, in the second episode,
Yeah.
we see this super duper martial arts move.
Ready. Locked on. Let's do it.
Hey, gang.
The cock and lock. Here we go.
Hey,
Can we do
gang.
that next convention? Holy
Hey,
fuck.
gang. Hey, gang.
Amazing.
Anytime someone pisses Ichiban off, we have to do that move.
It's just the chain, yeah.
I will unfollow you guys if you don't. That rules. I need to see it. That's gas.
That's
Next IRL meet and greet. That's
That's
a martial arts, you know?
Yes. Roy walks up. Hey, gang. Everyone's like, come on. Transform. Can't even get the fuck out of Roy.
It's that scene in Matrix Reloaded with Neo sitting on a stick. in
That was
perspective,
insane,
doesn't it?
Roy. Why would you
Elements
show
seen
that?
in the
Why-
first
Oh,
few
they're talking
episodes
about crazy.
wouldn't really make any reappearances.
Oh my
later.
god, that looks fucking
For
awesome. What is
example,
that?
The Rad Bug. The Rad Bug is one of the silliest, most
Billy makes a
illogical things
flying
Power
car.
Rangers ever did. Billy invented a flying car that could enter
Awesome.
the command center somehow.
Yep.
We have to
I love
assume
it.
he
Oh,
used technology
awesome.
from the command
Awesome.
center to build this thing, because otherwise, Billy just invented a flying car out of crap in his garage.
90s.
And you know what? It's awesome. Why
That's
the hell
sick.
didn't they ever bring this back? By the
It's
That's
brought
sick.
back like 3 times, and it's always
That's-
like, we can't get to the command center. Better take the rad bug.
That's sick. I love that thing. I want more of that. I love the campiness so much.
It's so funny too. You can see it here.
Oh,
You can
look
see
at
that the
bad boy.
footage looks weird comparatively to like this. Like you can see almost like a difference in film quality. I know it's a little harder to see because it's really far away. This is Japanese
Sure.
footage. There is actually a flying
I
car
figured.
from Zhu Ranger. But
yeah, I gotta remember that they splice.
Yeah.
both in, which I think is a good idea. To like, if you have a zero budget, that makes sense. to
yeah,
me.
absolutely.
just invented a flying car out of crap
That's so
that he had
sick.
in his
That's-
garage.
I love that
Yeah.
it just
And
like
you know what?
slides in the frame.
It's awesome. Why the hell didn't they ever bring this back? By the 17th episode, we had what was probably one of the best things they ever did for the series, and has had a lasting impact to the point where even the advertising for
he
the
skipped
final
like all of
episode
the filler.
season 20 years later was
Thank
all
God.
about his return. Jason David Frank as Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger. Love him or hate him, this was the character that really cemented Power Rangers for the audience. In a 5-part story, since this was in the days when new episodes of the series were shown on weekdays, called Green with Evil, Rita unveiled her plan to create her own evil Power Ranger, the Green Ranger.
I didn't know that. That's badass.
No, especially given what we
There you
learned
go.
later concerning their creation.
He's evil?
Unfortunately, the Green Ranger
Yeah.
is also where we see some of the seams fall apart between Japanese and American footage.
That's badass.
Yeah, so we
That's
can
cool.
we can look between the frames. This is perfect. You see,
Yeah.
this is American footage.
Agreed.
This is Japanese footage.
Yeah, different material.
Oh my god.
Different
it's
material,
not,
different
it's not
body.
even the same helmet. Look at the helmet.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, what, the 90s again? I don't. Sure.
So this is more of a case of two things. One, budgeting, where they just didn't have money, and two, Saban being notoriously cheap.
Can we get some hashtag fuck the bonds?
No.
Just kidding. I'm getting wrong.
Thank God they don't have the license for it anymore. Thank goodness.
That sucks. But also, like, I did not know that the Green Ranger was like inherently evil. I thought he was just like another Ranger. Okay.
No, Rita kidnapped Tommy from high school, brainwashed him, and turned him into the turned him into the Green Ranger.
I gotta ask Rita. Is there a reason she's like stealing kids to do this? Can adults not be Power Rangers? Is there like an actual reason?
So, I think the reason she did it is because she's a witch. She knows the identity of the Rangers, so she was like, "Why don't I get somebody that's their age so he can like infiltrate them?" Yeah.
But did Zoltan, whatever the fuck that's his name? Sure. Did he not? did he have to take children? I don't really know why they teens.
No, he did not. In fact, we later found out in the comics that this is actually his second team because the first team got super fucked up and murdered.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So, but Zordon's iconic line from the opening is recruit a team of teenagers with attitude, but in the first episode, it's recruit a team of overbearing and emotional young adults. I think was the title.
Okay.
Yeah, which means teenagers.
Yeah. No, I just think it's. I'm glad they addressed it. It's interesting. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
but like Super Sentai doesn't do that. More often than not, Super Sentai is not teenagers.
Okay.
So
it just seemed odd that they chose teenagers. I don't know if it was like trying to do like the thing where it's like the Buffy situation where it's like, oh, we're relatable because we're teens.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. Most of the time Sentai will be adults though. So some of their plots are a little bit more I say air quotes adult, but it's really just like it's still a children's show in Japan for Super Sentai. But Japan definitely lets their kids have a little bit more like, hey, we're gonna show you guns and violence and death because we know you're we know you're not gonna be stupid.
Damn, Japan's so cool. Damn.
I was gonna say there's this season alone there's like 14 MP40s that just randomly show up throughout the show. It's crazy.
Damn, Japan's so cool. Damn.
In the Sentai, the Green Ranger had a rubber shield, whereas the American one was cloth, since sadly they had to make do with what they had, and sometimes suits and props are damaged in transit, assuming they get
that's
sent
whatever
at
to
all.
me.
It's pretty shabby and terrible looking, sadly.
That's whatever.
Also, trivia note. The crew would routinely lose the morpher props, so they would just go out to the toy store and buy a morpher in order to use it if they had to.
Awesome.
Toys are just that accurate.
Awesome.
In any case,
it is so funny because it happens a lot throughout the show where we broke something, go buy a toy.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's actually really cool. I mean, that's really neat.
Oh, Curious said this in chat too. Do you guys know the meme? Today is Friday in California.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
That's from Super Sentai.
Oh
my god.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's from not this season and not the season after this one, but the next season after that. So
today is Friday in California.
No.
I didn't know that. That's funny. I thought it was honestly from a weird Terminator spinoff, just kind of the energy I was getting from it.
Nope. You never know. It's always Super Sentai somewhere.
It's all the way down.
Elaborately like today's Friday in California. Where are you guys?
Where are you? That's a little. I like the trivia. That's fun.
Yeah.
The Green Ranger was where things suddenly got interesting. For one thing, the fact that it was 5 parts long showed us that this was an epic like no other. No other kid shows did 5-parters at the time, and the guy was just badass. He wasn't some weird-ass monster with a goofy gimmick. He was an actual human being who was able to outfight the group. He looked different, his weapon was different, and he had a Zord that rivaled the others, rising from the ocean like Godzilla. He wrecked the command center, cut the Rangers off from the guidance of
won an
Zordon,
argument in
and
the
even
writers'
got
room
into
for
the
this.
Megazord to disable
100%.
that as well.
I love this shot. When he comes into the Megazord here, this is Japanese footage, he just screams, "Go to hell, Jew Rangers," and then he beats the shit out of them.
That's bad.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm actually hashtag Team Green Ranger right now. I'll be real.
Honestly, real.
Each episode felt unique,
Bam.
telling a new chapter of the tale as we saw the Rangers having to really step up their game. Billy
This dude
becoming
fucks.
more acquainted with the technology of the command center, Jason being put in mortal peril as he's kidnapped and has to face Goldar and the Green Ranger without being able to morph. It's glorious. It also introduced another general for Rita,
Oh, yeah.
Scorpina.
How about her?
Oh, hello.
Smash.
Yeah, there you go.
Smash indeed.
She's who I was waiting for. I figured she would be, you know.
Oh my
In
God.
my original version of this video, I neglected to mention Scorpina because she has no impact on anything.
She shows up like
She's in the
4
first
times.
season
She
here
had
and
an
there.
Her
impact on
presence
Again
is an
at the beginning
impact.
of
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
the impact on my eyes, bro.
She
Get
shows
outta
up
here.
like 4 times. Once she shows up as a rock. Another time she shows up as like
Yes.
a monster. Another time she puts
Love that.
she traps the Rangers in a Tenga toy. And then another time she shows
See,
up as
she's
another
awesome.
monster.
She
Yeah.
sounds amazing. That's a lot of impact to me,
Sounds-
honestly.
Yeah.
That's a lot
so
of
much
impact.
impact.
Yeah. I'll find the shot of the Tenga. I'm not kidding. It is actually genuinely.
I mean, she's fine as fuck, so whatever.
Yeah.
Season 2 reappears for another episode in the season, and that's the end of her.
Yeah, she does not show
Ultimately,
up
the
very
Rangers broke the
No.
spell Rita had placed on Tommy, and he officially joined the team.
What happened to
It's
that?
just a
Whoa,
really
he disintegrated the
well-written
sword?
and
Yeah.
story, in my opinion.
And Tommy?
They also started the first official romance with Tommy and Kimberly, which, while not really going anywhere with the relationship beyond their dating, it's mostly notable for the fact that they're pretty much the only couple in Power Rangers allowed to kiss. Over time, the show
I think it happens 1 or 2 other times, but for the most part,
my
yes. Yeah.
was
Not my
settled into
fucking
its
show.
standard format of issue of the day, monster, Zord fight, and finally tawdry resolution of the issue at the end. While they usually are actually pretty good about their own continuity, there's the occasional
Ew.
bizarre hiccup. For example, there's an episode called Life's a Masquerade, a rather enjoyable standalone episode featuring some great bits by Vulcan Skull. Where Rita introduces super putties, nearly indestructible versions of her old putties. The problem is that the episode right before it, Gung Ho, already introduced the Super Putties, and the group reacts with shock at the premise of the Super Putty both times. Gung Ho is notable for another aspect, the introduction of a new Zord, Titanus. It's a big
Yippee.
Brachiosaurus-looking thing that could combine
big.
together with the Megazord and Dragon Zord to become the Ultra Zord.
Oh,
Badass, sick. Look at that talent looking.
And you can tell that it's the toy.
Whoa.
Like looking
It's
at
100% the toy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want my Zord to ride the dinosaur. You said the dinosaur from last week, Mom.
Yeah.
Mommy,
A dinosaur, Mom.
Dinosaur mom.
Dinosaur mommy. I want
Dinosaur mom right now.
Dinosaur mom.
That's a penis.
Ultra Zord. Because remember, kids,
Just remember that for later.
Cooler than one giant robot is a bunch of giant robots merging
That's
together
badass.
to become an even
Oh,
bigger
agreed.
robot.
Oh.
Anyway,
Agreed.
eventually the show ran into a bit of a problem.
Oh, no.
See, a lot of the fight
It was
scenes
too
were
cool.
dependent on the Sentai footage, and, well, there was only so much of it, particularly of the Green Ranger, since his Sentai equivalent actually died partway through Jew Ranger.
Yeah. So remember when I talked about that? The characters die.
He's
So no, like the character died in Jew Ranger.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the Green Ranger died in Jew
Sorry,
Ranger
Roy,
in story.
I'm full of sorrow in my heart. I just assumed another person died in this fucking show.
No, the actor is still
I
alive and actually tours America pretty often. He was actually at MomoCon when we were there recently. So
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just full of anarchy in my heart. I
Hey, you're good,
apologize,
you're
it's
good.
on me.
But that's why there's not much footage of the Green Ranger, and now they're starting to be like, ooh, what do we do? Like, how do we use the Green Ranger if he's dead from the footage that we're supposed to be using?
A handsome question.
Break
Yeah.
his legs.
Good
Kill him!
option. To this point so far, they had a plot ongoing in the Sentai where the Green Ranger is slowly dying, and that's contextually why he isn't in many of the episodes until the fights. However, because they didn't have that kind of storytelling for the American footage, because why would they kill this random teenager that just showed up out of nowhere? Instead, they make Tommy out to be very incompetent. So instead of it being, oh, he's dying, it's I forgot my morpher, or I forgot my communicator, or I was practicing martial arts in the woods and I didn't hear, what happened, and all this other stuff. And it really hurts when you go back and watch it, because Tommy just seems like the most forgettable person ever. Like, literally, he loses to putties. He gets tied up in a rope trap in a tree.
Oh boy, they nerfed him. They nerfed him.
Absolutely. He joined the Rangers and he got insta-nerfed.
Oh.
Yeah.
It would suck to be the writer in that case who was like leading the charge on having such a strong arc, and then realizing after the fact, after nailing in that win, you're getting screwed by a lack of footage of all things.
Yep, because most of the times they didn't have the full picture, which is really funny, because there's a later season where they're like, hey, this is your last season, what are you guys gonna do? And they're like, we're gonna tell a really gritty, Mad Max inspired dark story for Power Rangers. We've never done something like this before. And then they see the source material that they're given for it, and it's super comedic and really funny, and the Zords have big googly anime eyes that can talk to the Rangers, and they're like, oh, we fucked up. And then somehow it ended up being one of the best seasons of Power Rangers.
I mean, credit was
due.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know what the process was. I feel like it would behoove them to get the footage they have to use and then try to make a story around it, instead of writing a story and then they felt kind of backwards, which I guess is why they lost the license.
So ironically, that was Disney during the time. But they were kind of on the way out, because Disney was like, we don't feel like making this anymore. It's too expensive. But a lot of the time they were riding up so close to when the show ended, and because 90s communication wasn't as, I guess, easy as it is nowadays. I feel like email was still a thing in the 90s, but whatever. There weren't as many easy communications. So it's, oh, hey, like, this character dies, not communicated. Or, oh, hey, like, here's all the Zord footage. It's like they gave them all the footage, but they didn't give them, like, a breakdown of things that happened. Like, they left it up to them to, like, learn and go through everything on their own.
I imagine it was extremely likely that production flow had it that the American side of things had to be at work in the writer's room and whatever else they needed to cook up, while knowing that they just did not have the footage because it was going to come over to them. It's just that the expectation from the studio must have been, we need writing out of you now.
Yeah.
And we're going to use what we get later because of the hell of the communication, like you just said.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it's so funny in the fact, because something Power Rangers always does is they try and give Rangers motorcycles for some reason, so they can sell them as toys.
No, that's sick.
Yeah.
No, some reason that's sick.
So they can sell them as toys. There's literally motorcycles in Zyuranger that they use in the show. There's footage of it, but they never use it for Power Rangers ever. But they still sold the toys. So it's like stuff like that, you know?
I mean, it's not like a tax write-off. You don't have to show it in the show in order to, like, fucking sell the toys, right? You don't have to show it in the show.
No, yeah, they could make completely original toys that never show up in the show. They do it all the time.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Now, they solved that issue by writing him out of the show. In the two-parter, The Green Candle, Rita unveils a magic candle that, once fully melted, will return the Green Ranger powers to her. Why the hell she never unveiled this until now is a good question, but the point is that Tommy is going to lose his powers. Still, as evil plans go, this is certainly better than her usual rigmarole of trying to ruin the teenagers' days by sending putties to cause minor inconveniences. Plus, as the Spoony one once pointed out, using a candle to take over the world. Well, that's pretty hardcore. The Rangers fought valiantly, and Jason himself tried to stop the candle, but ultimately failed. In order to prevent Rita from getting her
surprise.
And the Green Ranger power transfers them to Jason, granting him his shield and the dragon flute. Jason's failure to stop the...
Oh, yeah, so...
The what? Sorry, we glossed that over.
It's the dragon dagger, but this is a mouthpiece that you can blow into like a flute.
Sick. That's what I call a weeder as well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Green Candle is something that would
I will say he is skipping over a ton in this season, and I'm sure it's because he was getting hit with tons of copyright strikes.
Oh, 100%.
Because like we're on episode like I think late 20s, early 30s, and we're 20 minutes into the video, which is insane.
No. I suspect there'd be. I mean, you can't upload this shit without Hasbro. Looks at Hasbro angrily as a Magic and also D&D player, without them trying to butt fuck you out of everything.
Yeah.
So, no, I get it.
Yeah.
him next season, but we'll get to that next time. Writing the Green Ranger out was also a brilliant move from a marketing perspective. Tommy was a popular character, and instead of overexposing
incredibly
him,
popular.
limiting his appearances for special occasions later meant that kids would be more inclined to tune in the hopes of seeing him during those episodes.
Yeah, so they literally used it as a marketing ploy of, oh, is the Green Ranger going to lose his powers this episode? Oh, is the Green Ranger going to save the day this episode? He literally was the face of Power Rangers from like the second episode that he was in.
God damn.
Yeah.
I mean, no shit. I always know folks fucking loved the Green Ranger. I just didn't understand how much that love went. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, if somebody has the Tommy emote, please use that in Twitch right now.
He was the cool one. It's crazy, by the way. That's a crazy thing to say about our boy Tommy.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Gmart. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gmart.
He was the one that got pussy.
Who was?
Tommy was the one that got pussy.
I mean, he
was a loser.
Well, a couple people did.
Papa, these are high schoolers. Let's begin.
These are adults. These are adults. Get the fuck out of here. Tommy looks like he's 46. He looks like the guy who played Loki. Are you kidding me?
That's correct.
He does look like Loki. He does look like a 90s Loki.
He does. He looks like a motherfucking 90s Loki. Tell me I'm wrong. Am I wrong, Roy?
Anyway,
bear in mind they didn't actually need to write him out of the show.
Hey, I can't
for
see
what
Loki,
they
by the
ended
way.
up doing later for the season.
That's my
But
bad.
this little bit of
He's Loki to me.
continuity
I'm sorry.
really helps ensure that there
He's
is an
handsome Loki.
ongoing story and makes kids want to see what the next episode is going to be like. Which brings us to Return of an Old Friend. Rita finally comes up with a plan that's not completely nonsensical and goofy, which is kidnap the teens' parents and ransom them for the power coins. They also take control of Billy's mind and force him to take the dragon dagger. This is the first time we actually see their parents.
Hit me.
Sorry, this is a two-parter.
Hit me.
Part one. The fuck? Do we ever get addressed what the dragon dagger is? Does that matter?
It's just so you know how like every ranger has like a power weapon. So like you talked about it before. Yeah. So like Red Ranger has a sword, Yellow Ranger has daggers, Pink
Green
Ranger has a
has
bow.
a skin flute, right?
It's not a skin flute, you fucking.
Well, what is it?
It's a dagger that is also a flute.
Yeah, the skin. Okay. Well, whatever you want to call it.
I can think of another dagger that's a.
That's okay.
I'm losing my goddamn mind.
You invited us.
Okay, I love you guys. Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out, is the dragon flute dagger the Green Rangers?
Yes.
And that's important because...
So Rita did the candle thing, which was stealing his powers.
Yeah, his mojo. Right.
They tried to get the candle back, but the candle burned out. So right before it burned out, he gave his coin from his morpher to Jason, which transferred the shield and the dagger to him.
There are some serious rules here. My brain is having a problem.
They made them all up on the fly.
Got it. That's the okay.
Yeah.
Cool. As long as I'm not stupid. Okay.
No, early seasons, literally, whatever they said went. And very ironically, there's a few like throwaway lines that ended up becoming incredibly important to the franchise as a whole. Like Zordon has this random conversation in a really random flashback in one episode where he's like, yes, the Morphin Masters, the ones that made the Morphin Grid and give you your powers. And it's a one throwaway line that then later becomes integral to the franchise.
Interesting.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
that does happen in creativity.
Yeah. Because they just didn't know at the time. Yeah, it's like a homebrew D&D campaign. I like that. That's good.
I'm
2 years later, that was a major lore beat, and I didn't realize it until we needed it right the fuck now.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah. It's like the Morphin Grid is basically like the Force is like the best way of thinking about it.
Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, the Metachlorians, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. I'm not gonna go into a hyper rant.
It's like the Morphin Grid's what give the Power Rangers the ability to morph. It's an overall. It's like the Force.
Fuck.
Well-
I've never seen Star Wars.
You've never
Oh,
seen
okay,
a
never
Star Wars
mind.
movie?
Is it
No,
like
you-
when you're the manager of a restaurant and then you get the keys so you could open the restaurant?
Let's
Could
not
you be
forget
like, it's
Tommy
your
Lee
time?
I don't know,
to open
Candy,
the
is it?
restaurant. I think that's what it is. You're in charge of the
Yeah,
dining
that's-
now.
Yes,
And then
yes.
one of them's a Waffle House
you're in
manager,
charge
and
of
then
the-
yeah.
And yes, Nova, we will get to that in a second. But yeah, let's
Pretty good.
continue
Wait,
this for
wait,
now.
yes?
No. So someone cheered bits and was saying, let's not forget that Tommy was so popular that Jason's actor hated him, IRL.
Oh my god.
Jealousy is an ugly color.
Me
Yeah.
when Shia
So-
does anything
Was he
really cool,
green?
I'm
I
so
can't keep.
jealous.
Well, the Green Ranger was the successful, and the Red Ranger was the one that. So the thing is, Red Ranger
he
was
was
leader
green.
of the team. Red Ranger's leader of the team, but as soon as Green Ranger showed up, started becoming more popular, was like a huge force of the show, was the trump card,
Right.
everything like that, and it kind of turned into this like headbutting kind of thing of like who's more popular, who's the leader, who's who do people watch the show for, like that kind of thing. Yeah, and it did eventually just become Tommy is the force
Can't help
behind
that
the
he
show.
fucks, dude. I can't help that. Dude fucks.
It literally do be like that. So there ended up being very early a rivalry between them. So
Oh.
yippee!
How about grow up?
Yeah,
I mean
hate
he was
them. I
18,
hate them.
so
I hate teens.
yeah,
I hate them so
How
much.
about grow up?
I agree.
Yeah, how about grow up?
I agree. Go touch grass, bro. That's crazy.
And in true silly fashion, most of them dress color-coded like their kids.
Insane.
With Jason's parents wearing red and Skull's parents wearing punk attire. In fact, Bulk's parents seem
Skull's-
the most normal. Our hero
Wait, I kind of fuck with their whole. Dude, I can't get over these fucking two goons. I love
Okay.
these goons so fucking much. I'm sorry. I
Heroes
love
are
them so
forced to
much.
give up the coins, but of course Goldar doesn't hold up his end of the bargain and keeps the parents. However, Jason reveals that he still has the dragon coin. They recruit Tommy once again and infuse him with Zordon's own energy. However, they know it's only a temporary measure and it's likely the powers could give out during a fight. After one of those fights, Tommy's able to retrieve the dagger and the power coins. And while he's now back as the Green Ranger, the group knows that the rejuvenation of his powers is only temporary. Besides for the running subplot of
okay.
Tommy and
Yeah, I
Kimberly's
got
relationship,
Tommy off the bench.
Yeah, Tommy no longer on the bench. And also, a really funny side note: before he joined the show, he had a ponytail like he does now. And
Yes.
upon joining the show, they were like, "You need to cut that. It's not American, and like we need to like sell it to
What?
American audiences."
Whoa.
And then as soon as like he took his air quotes hiatus and eventually came back, they were like, "We fucked up. Ponytail's very American. Bring it back."
Yeah, no shit, dude.
So
what the fuck?
from like
No dirt.
from this point forward, for the rest of the show in the 90s, he has a ponytail.
Bro, no fucking shit. Ponytails are fucking. Look
Yeah.
at this man. He's already fucking good looking. The ponytail
Glues
just sells it.
Yeah.
Lose it back on.
Yes,
Glues it
takes
back on, yeah.
there.
Yeah, they were like,
Lose
lose the ponytail and go mullet.
I have a genuine question.
Hit me.
This is now we're back on our friend here, who is the Blue Ranger, I believe.
Sure.
No. Who's the guy here? Is he the
Oh, this
Blue
is
Ranger or
Zach
who's
the Black Ranger.
The Black Ranger. Oh, how can I forget?
Yeah.
So my question is, did they ever did the entire show, did they gloss over his like karate mixed with hip hop fight style? Or is it like consistent through, or they're just like, oh, he has this ability, and they just never talked about it again?
No, it's actually ironically it's something that's brought up multiple times, and he actually has
Ah.
an episode where he's teaching other people like how to do
All
it.
right. Well, hey, credit
Yeah.
where it's due. Okay, Power Rangers, I see you.
Yeah.
I see
Each
Power Rangers, my bad.
so one of the cool things, and unfortunately, I'm sure Linkara's video got like cut to hell. There's a lot of unmorphed fight scenes that are completely original American footage, and as the seasons progress, they get significantly better because they start realizing, oh, this is how you film a fight scene. Oh, this is
Right, sure.
good music for a fight scene. And eventually, Ron Wasserman, who we talked about for the X-Men opening and the Power Rangers opening, made a bunch of music explicitly for Power Rangers to be used during fight scenes. All of them are bangers, and then he re-released them all in 2012, like remixed versions, and they're
I fuck
amazing.
with that.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
he's amazing. So
I love that. Love a good soundtrack.
I'll
Okay.
link that later. But yeah,
Yeah,
so and then last thing, because somebody said it in chat, Walter Emmanuel Jones only has 4 fingers on one of his hands.
Because he's dead.
No, he's just missing
I
a
was just making
finger.
sure. I'm making sure. Hey, I gotta
No.
check every single person, dude. I gotta make sure.
Anytime he
Simpsons
morphs,
character. Oh.
I gotta check every box. Chat.
I'll tell
I don't
you.
know.
Okay, I'll tell you.
All right.
From now
'Cause
on,
I don't know.
if I
We
don't tell you, they're fine. Okay.
Gang, before I get fucking canceled on Twitter, I'm letting you know it's because I tried to make a funny bit like Shy is doing right now with a ranger mask, and while I was working on it, the person I was trying to do was dead. So then I fucking did another one and they were dead. And then
Yeah,
the
that's
third
because you
one, and
said.
before I
All right, that's because you
before I
said
asked
Ghostly.
Roy, I googled is this person dead, and they were. I'm like, okay, I'm 0-3. Everyone's dead this fucking show. So now I ask because I'm not sure and I'm scared that he lost a finger and died. I don't fucking know.
No,
gang.
he just didn't have a finger.
I don't know.
You know,
I'm
he's
scared,
just
bro.
missing
I'm
one.
scared.
Somebody mentioned it in chat, so I just wanted to mention it here. It has no bearing on the show or who he is as a person. It's just something. It's just a fact. So, yeah.
I'm in fight or flight, dude. I'm the one person be like, oh, they're alive, right? And Roy's like, oh, they're dead. I'm gonna fucking leave the call. I'm letting you know this now. I will leave the call. I'll be
Okay,
done.
we'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry.
Relationship, there was also Zach's pursuit of Angela, who would brush him off anytime he tried to impress her. It was actually a nice change to see that the teens weren't successful at everything they did, like it
No,
seemed
Angela
to be,
sucked.
though Angela's heart seemed to be won over whenever Zach did genuinely good things for her.
She sucked.
Or when
Did
he
we not like
bribed her.
Angela?
The character pretty much disappeared, though, so
She just
ultimately it
disappears.
was for naught.
Yeah.
One particular aspect that occurred to me as I was watching
Alright, I'm
the
over
later
her.
episodes of the season was the change in fighting prowess. In the early
Oh,
episodes,
we were just talking
the
about
Rangers
this.
tended to fight off putties successfully only after they'd morphed. Otherwise, they
Sure.
relied on tricks or misdirection in order to defeat them. In fact,
Sure.
Tommy's ability to fight off a squad of putties single-handedly was an impressive feat to Rita. However, in a later episode, Zach was able to fight off a squad of putties himself too.
Oh,
Billy's
yeah.
fighting ability in particular would change. In the beginning, he could barely fight off one putty, let alone a whole group of them.
And that changes.
But by the end,
Yeah!
he was able to hold them beyond the stereotypical nature of his character.
See, that's what happens when you
Mind
get
you,
butt
some of
fucked.
this was simply
He
narrative
punched him in the
convenience.
kidney.
Yeah, he
He
really
was the
did.
king.
So this is a funny thing, though. We talked about how David Yost, he's like the nerd character.
Yeah.
They always made him wear baggy clothes, like stereotypical nerd clothes.
It's because they don't want to like seem like he's strong or whatever, right?
Because he was an almost Olympic level gymnast, so he was built. So they had to hide his form because he's built, you know?
I'm gonna do my obligatory. I'm a movie nerd, and I'll be really fast. But they did the exact same thing with Cabin in the Woods with the nerdy character. The nerdy character never went into the pool to dive with them in Cabin in the Woods, the horror movie. This is for a niche audience. Because he was actually underneath his clothes fucking shredded. And they're like, oh, this character is like he's supposed to be the pothead, whatever, right? Like the pothead wouldn't be shredded. So they had to keep his clothes on. He's like, oh, I don't want to go in the water, whatever. I don't like to swim. But in reality, it's because he's fucking yoked.
Yep.
So
Literally
yeah.
same thing.
That's the same with me,
Great.
actually.
Oh, wow.
That's the same with you.
I got to see those
Well,
muscles then.
I did see Candy take off
Yeah.
their shirt at TwitchCon last year because they were like, you know, I'm gonna let the girls, I'm gonna let the girls free, right? And absolutely jacked to shit, like absolute muscle.
Kind of weird. Where were you
was-
standing in the room?
Well, no, it was
was-
kind of embarrassing. I actually just went to reach or something, and my shirt flexed off and like tore off. Like,
Damn!
I was shy. I was actually in the corner being like, rip off the shirt. Just like, I'm just trying to manifest it.
Damn, I had no
Come
idea.
on.
That's insane.
Come on.
Stereotypical
So, yeah,
nature
anyways.
of his
Anyway.
character. Mind you,
Sorry,
some of
you're
this
good.
was
Nerd
simply
stuff.
narrative convenience, but it did hang in my mind as I was watching. As I said
kinda-
before, there was a problem of the fight
Whoa,
scene
what-
footage. Originally, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was only
No.
supposed to be 40
Uncooked
episodes,
chicken man.
ending
Yeah.
on
I
the
don't like
two-parter
that.
Doomsday.
I don't like looking at
It's
that.
a pretty intense episodes with things looking
Whoa.
grim, and
Yeah.
parts of the Zords getting sliced off. But of
Oh.
course, they win through at the end. Zordon
Okay.
offers them a chance
My
to
bad.
give up their powers, that they shouldn't have to keep up the fight forever, but they say
Agreed.
they'll keep going. I imagine
Wow.
the original plan was for Rita to be destroyed, hence the offer, but of
Rita.
course, she was not. With
Rita.
the ever-growing popularity of
Can't
the
bust
series,
him.
they decided to keep it on.
So at this point, Power Rangers was easily the most popular children's thing in the 90s, period. But Fox Kids had only ordered 40 episodes for Power Rangers.
Hey, give it up for our Ghost Fox Kids.
Well,
That's
because
what I'm
they
talking about.
they thought it was going to be a failure. So that's why they gave it the shoestring
Hey,
budget.
give
That's
it up
why.
for Fox Kids, man. That's
So-
what I'm talking about.
By the time they got to episode 40, which is what they had initially planned for, they were like, oh shit, you guys have literal lightning in a bottle and it's still lightning. Like you're still catching the lightning. We need to give you more money. And so Fox Kids was like, you know what? Here's Fort Knox of money. Go spend some money.
Got it.
So, and I'm sure Linkara is going to explain this, but I'll just explain it now. You know how a lot of the fight scenes and the Zord footage comes from Japan? It comes from the Super Sentai show that they're making.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, they have burned through pretty much all of the footage that they have because they were told, hey, you have 40 episodes, use as much footage as you can to make those 40 episodes.
It's the Naruto effect. It's what happened to the original Naruto. Yep.
Yeah. So like when an anime catches up to the manga and then they have to do like a filler arc kind of thing. So
yes, sir.
Instead of doing that, because Fox Kids was like, here's Fort Knox in terms of money, Saban commissioned original footage from Japan for them to make exclusive Power Rangers fight scenes.
Oh, damn.
So it is from the community. It's called Zhu 2, like Zhu Ranger 2. And it's footage that it's Japanese footage, but it's not from Zhu Ranger. It's only in Power Rangers.
Interesting.
And this is like, it's the only time in the franchise that it's ever happened. And whenever people are like, oh, like where'd all the money go that Fox Kids gave them? That's where it went. Because commissioning them to do all of that was expensive because remember when Super Sentai's done with a season, they move on to a next season.
Correct. Yes,
So
that's interesting.
Sentai was done with Zhu Ranger and they're like, we're going to start our next season, which is Dai Ranger. And they were like, all right, cool. And then, oh, we have to go back to these other suits and these other Zords. That's going to cost you extra. So
now I do want to dap up Linux real quick. Daps you up. Worst thing to come out of Australia is in fact Rupert Murdoch. Daps you up. That's unrelated. Hey, daps you up, dog. Worst thing of Australia right there. Right, worst thing of Australia.
That's crazy. Oh my
I don't
gosh.
fucking care. Let him come for me. Fuck it.
For Sentai and Metal Hero, fumbled
What?
Rupert Murdoch is the dude who owns Fox.
Roy,
He's the
did you
Australian who
happen to
created Fox
mention about
News
the
and the Fox
first
News Network,
introduction of
as
Super
well as the
Sentai to
Fox
US,
Kids.
the gag dub of
And he's just a
Dynamo?
real bad guy. As
I'm
one of
pretty
the billionaires.
I did not,
Wasn't
but
he
thank you
like
for
a
the bits.
villain
I
in
will
the
talk about that if
Monkey
it becomes
Island
a part
He's
of
a
the
villain
thing
in real
that we
life,
talk
dog.
about. I don't want to.
No,
I don't want to overwhelm
I'm
them
saying, like,
because
in
we're bouncing
addition-
around real fast right now.
Motherfucker, where do you think I'm from? What are you trying to
Your
preach
boy
your text to me,
sucks.
man?
Your boy sucks.
I know he's not my boy.
Sorry,
Somebody mentioned this too. We glossed over it because we already went through episode 40. So literally Satan shows up.
Huh? Sorry?
Literally Satan.
Now that's my boy.
Now that's candy.
So-
Boom. Right there.
To beat the Rangers, Rita's like, I summon you. It's a giant floating head. She calls it Lokar.
Sure.
But in Zhu Ranger, it is literally Satan because
Like the devil from the Bible?
yes.
Huh.
Because
Can we see a JPEG of my boy the devil from the Bible, please? Do we have one of those laying around?
Let me see. If
I
can get
refuse
the-
to believe he's not fuckable because this show tends to make monsters. very
No,
hot.
he's literally a giant floating head.
Oh. That's
So
kinda
the thing is in the Sentai, Bondora is Rita's counterpart. She is a literal witch. She gets her powers from Satan. And the reason she gets her powers from Satan is because dinosaurs killed her son. So she's like, I hate dinosaurs. So now she's, yeah.
I'm disassociating. Help.
Listen.
Roy, you gotta take me back in, dude. I'm
Okay. We're
disassociating.
going back in. We're going back in.
Oh, sorry, the
We're
dinosaur.
jumping back in.
Had 60
That's
Holy
episodes.
shit.
So how did they fill up the remaining 20? They actually contacted the creators of Jew Rangers to produce
Hi, Joel.
entirely new original footage that would only be
buddy.
used in Power Rangers, referred to by fans as Jew 2. Just damn.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
problem that Power Rangers continually faced throughout its existence is its low budget. Yet what the hell kind of budget did this first
A
season
lot.
have? While dubbing a show is by no means a cheap process,
shit.
it would have been considerably cheaper than continually producing original footage with all these characters, having the new footage made by the Japanese producers, and as we'll see, all new sets and
All right.
villains made exclusively for this show.
Yeah, it's
Now, as I
insane.
said
Can
at
I
the
be real with you?
introduction-
Yeah, hit me.
Maybe the wine's talking, but those fight scenes do kind of fuck.
They do. That they do.
I love practical effects and shit, and I don't care how chalky it is. I love it.
Oh,
It's really,
absolutely.
really cool.
100%.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it a lot. Sorry, carry on.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
Noticing an underlying theme of this season, or at least
My
a
ghost!
motif.
My
It's likely
ghost!
not something that was
My
intentional
goats.
on the part of the
I want to
writers,
cause.
but I feel like it's there
It's
regardless.
so bad.
They're
It's
amazing.
not even- I never
Continuous
watched that
struggle
show.
between magic.
They have their own theme song.
Gang, I'm about to dive into Power Rangers just
Or
for
at
these
least
videos.
being on fantasy for
I'm
teenagers.
not
Joel,
even kidding.
Joel
I'm
already
not
saying
even
wait until the
Rangers.
later
While
seasons
both
because he's
sides of the
indoctrinated
conflict
into level
utilize
3.
Magic or technology,
I
the
like Skull.
mythology and surroundings
I-
are completely
oh,
on
that- look,
opposite
that's Skull from
sides.
Spirit
Rita's
Halloween.
palace is full of magic trinkets, and
No,
its
the character's
overall
Skull.
atmosphere is
Oh,
meant
okay,
to
I was making
evoke
sure
a
not the literal
witch's
Skull we
lair.
saw.
Her monster
That too.
making machine turns clay figures and pops them out as actual living beings. She
Oh,
has
that's
a
fun.
magic wand to make her monsters grow, and she routinely
it goes.
uses
Okay.
magic items to achieve her goals, either calling upon some ancient spirit or, say, using a candle to take away superpowers. Even the monsters themselves tended to have a more mythological or mystical bent to them, or at the very
kinda
least,
fuck with this
range
a
in the
lot.
fantastic. On the other side of the fence are the Power Rangers. The command center is a high-tech facility, and the morphers themselves are an impressive feat of technology, accessing something called the morphing grid to give them their powers.
The Force.
While
Oh, here we
Zordon
go.
may have been
Midichlorians.
described as a wizard before they fleshed out his backstory, he clearly prefers the use of the technology that the group has at their disposal.
It's also later revealed that the reason that he's in a tube is because he fought Rita 10,000 years ago, and Rita kicked his ass and used
That was my question.
used magic to trap him in the tube, essentially.
Now,
And if he's ever outside of the tube, he will age rapidly into dust.
okay,
Oh.
so just like me for real.
Hit me.
Yeah,
The
it's me
two-
too.
Yeah, the tube in my case is shy. If I'm ever out of shy, I'll die. I'm trying to figure out. I forgot my original question. Shia laughed, so I got distracted.
Nice job, Shia.
Good job, Shia.
Hey, no problem.
Hey, thanks.
I forgot my original question. I am getting like weirdly invested in this fucking show. by the
Let's
way.
go.
Alpha
I don't know if it's
himself
my
is a
nerdy
robot,
brain,
and the
like, having
Rangers
hyper
use giant
fixation, but I think this is,
machines
like,
to
really
fight
sick.
against Rita's
Perfect.
magically created monsters. Billy
Like,
is usually
I'm
the
into this.
tech go-to guy and also invents new devices to
oh,
help the team out. Hell,
what
a
the
little kid friend of his, who
Oh,
I
yeah.
swear
Makes
is supposed to
VR.
be his brother, even invents a virtual boy.
Wait, that rules.
Yeah.
Damn, these outfits are
Technology
sick.
is presented as something
I wear that.
extraordinarily
Fuck you.
necessary and useful to the team.
Not Joel saying the brainwashing isn't working.
I might be being
The
I might be getting
indoctrination.
indoctrinated right now. I might be like,
yes.
listen, I get
Yes.
it. If Roy brings in like 10 people to a stream and one person walks as a Power Ranger fan, I think he wins.
That's a
here.
win. Yes.
Yeah,
Semantic
so I'm
world
kind
at
of
large.
fucking
Mysticism
hard.
and magic, while useful sometimes, are presented as tools of evil. What's interesting about this is that by the time we reach Zeo, that position will have swung more towards a
this
balance.
thing.
One thing I definitely neglected to mention originally
hate the whole
was,
thing, dude. I
well,
hate it.
the pretty obvious Wizard of Oz connections. I'm not sure how much of that was actually part of Jew Ranger's inception,
Not
but
really.
it's pretty cool
Not
how
at
much
all.
of an influence it had. You've got a giant floating head referred to as a wizard, which, considering they changed his
No, I
backstory
think we're
slightly
reaching
bit
a
later to be an
little
alien,
bit.
I agree. I do think this is a little bit of a reach, and I don't really agree with it.
could be
I don't.
considered the
I
man
think you can
behind the
have
curtain
ideas
idea.
and not be
And
related to the original source. You know what I mean? Like I don't think him being a floating head
Yeah.
is or her being like a witch is like a parallel to Wizard of Oz. It's a little bit of a reach to me.
Yeah, because like the source material is she's a witch in the satanic sense, literally,
Right, sure.
and the counterpart to Zordon in Jew Ranger is a literal wizard, but he's not in a tube. He's just a wizard.
I mean, I can get where you could make the parallels.
Yeah.
I
It
think
It
it's.
starts
I don't
with
know.
Power
It'd be
Rangers.
like.
It ends with you
I
in
don't
the
know.
middle
It's
of
like
the
saying
street
every
with a
dog
Kamen Rider
adjacent
transformation
VTubers
belt
buff. It's
swearing
like
to defeat
no,
the evil shocker.
that's not how that do. Look, there could be some inspiration there. I don't know, man. I think they're reaching a little bit here.
Yeah.
Car is.
I agree.
Evil
That's
Witch,
my take.
whom
I
even
agree.
Barbara Goodson, the
They
voice
just wanna
actress
burn
for
her,
Rita,
she's too
is
powerful.
told to wield
She's so
the
hot,
Witch of
though.
the
She's
West
so pretty. I
impersonation.
She's
love
too
her.
powerful. That's
I-
why
I
they
like
put her in a
Evil
A
dumpster.
flying monkey. It's
Yeah.
okay to wear your influences on your sleeve like this and really show how creative you can get with it. I mean, it's not like the show actually has a Dorothy figure, although I've got to imagine somewhere in 800 episodes they had magic shoes. There are other
Probably.
characters on the show,
I love
but
these too.
unfortunately they're kind of superfluous. There's Miss Appleby, the teacher at Angel Grove High who shows up the most, Principal Kaplan, who is really just there for the occasional comic relief when his toupee gets knocked off,
Yeah.
because baldness is funny.
Agreed.
Yes.
Baldness
But
is
the
so
other
funny.
most
Am I right,
recurring
gamers?
character is, of course, Ernie, owner of the juice bar. I feel sad that he
Oh.
never really did much on the show aside from occasionally helping out the teens with something they were doing, because he has kind of a quiet charm to him. Like the friendly
Oh.
barkeep who's always there to dispense
It's
sage
literally
wisdom.
him.
Hell, if
I
I was
fucked to
writing this nowadays,
You know what?
I'd make
Okay, I'ma
Zordon
say
the
it.
mentor.
Roy, I'm gonna say it.
I mean,
All cards on the table. Ernie's my goat, and he's still alive.
he is not.
You're fucking kidding me.
The
bitch.
actor
Stop-
did
stop
pass
it,
away.
Stop it, Roy. You're lying. You're lying to me, bitch. You're lying
I'm not.
to me.
I'm not.
You're an asshole. There's no way. All right, my bad, gang. Rip to my goat, Ernie. I am gonna stop. There's no fucking dude. The one time, dude. There's no fucking way. I'm done. Okay, cool. Okay,
Or who
my
can
bad.
help them with
Go ahead.
larger than life stuff, while Ernie would be the one to help them with stuff all too human.
My bad.
Overall, the success
My
of the
bad.
show was
Yeah.
probably not built on the most engaging of circumstances. While the acting is mixed in the
I
early
love that
episodes,
black
the
white looking
characters
motherfucker.
do all
God
eventually
damn.
grow
That's
into
bad.
a
This
position
shit's
where they're
cool.
completely
Yeah.
believable in their roles. As
This
long
shit
as you ignore
fucks.
them preaching about community this and environmentalism that and teamwork and all that crap. Guest characters would be the worst actors since it comes
Always.
off as not knowing. if they
That's
can take their
every
material
show.
Yeah,
seriously,
it really is.
or in
Literally
some
every
cases,
fucking
they're
show,
just
bro.
terrible actors, like the aforementioned episode with Billy's not brother, with lots of people clearly dubbed in.
I owe you an apology, Willie. It seems I did something that wasn't your fault.
If I had
Yeah, there's
Awesome.
there's a lot of
Awesome.
that in the show, especially for the kids. It's
I mean, kid actors in general suck shit.
yeah, but the
So,
kid actors being dubbed over by other kid actors.
It's very funny to me.
Yeah.
to speculate, what I'd say really helped its success was the action. No other American show at the time was showing such complex fighting and choreography. And while the monsters were silly and the jokes were cheesy, there was something of a basic charm to the series that made people, especially kids, want to watch it. The growth of
I
good
wanna watch this, dude.
storylines
This shit
aided
rules.
it, especially multi-parters where the stakes were high and you honestly weren't sure how they were going to resolve the situations.
This
And
shit
while there were, of
rules.
course, those times when logic broke through and you asked,
Oh,
say, if Rita's
ew.
known for her
Ew.
identities, why doesn't she blow up their houses? But all in
Yuck.
all, the first season was a
I
good
I
start
imagine
to
a
the
parasite
show.
looks like.
Even
I think it was a parasite. I think you're right.
God, the poor
Ew,
guy.
I didn't like that.
Oh
I don't
my
like that
gosh.
creature, that ghoul.
Yeah, for real.
if 60 episodes was a bit much, especially when one considers that most of them followed the same damn formula.
Yeah.
However, things would only go uphill in terms of storytelling in season 2.
And that's the end
we
of
get-
season 1, which I will say is very chopped up. That was
Well, it's the price you. I mean, we've all.
Yeah.
All of us are posting YouTube.
Yeah.
Some more than others, and we all get that this YouTube's gross. So,
yeah. He
uh,
definitely
I
got
don't blame
screwed.
the
I
card.
think
I don't
by
blame the
YouTube
card
and
either,
Toei for that because obviously having to jump
Wait,
around so much.
Toei Animation?
No, different Toei Japan.
Okay. Okay, because Toei Animation would also make sense because that would be like, yeah.
It is funny.
No qualms for dancing around the copyright system
Yeah.
for sure. That is
No.
completely understood.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
even my friend Connor, who's the other videos that we react to, dealt with it with some of his videos, and like we'd be watching them, and like he'd literally like there'd just be a hard jump cut of he'd be saying something and cut off mid sentence to something else,
Yep.
and there'd be a note on screen that says they just wouldn't let me say this apparently.
I empathize greatly with full-time YouTubers because they gotta like I post my shit like for freebies on the old internet. This shit, if you're a full-time like this like Linkara, like I get it. Like you're not gonna have everything you want. I'm sure there's way more to season 1.
Sure.
But like I'm guaranteed they cut a lot of that shit out.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Because like
great,
all the filler basically got cut out, where we just didn't talk about any of the side stuff or like the themes of the show or things like that. We just went from here are the Rangers, here's Tommy loses his powers, Tommy comes back, they beat the thing, and then I gave you all the background information.
I mean, I'm kind of fucking with the show a little bit. I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
I'm kind of fucking with it.
I'm down for it. You guys ready for season 2 or?
Could I get some water?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm gonna get some water.
Dehydrate.
I'm gonna.
Cool. Guys, let's take a moment. If anybody needs to get some water, pee, anything like that, let's take a quick moment.
That is a baffling fit on Yost.
Yeah.
Damn.
But you can see how the muscles, because they finally started letting him dress differently in season 2.
Yeah, he's so nerdy now.
He's so
Jock-
nerdy.
Yeah, what a
Jock carries
nerd.
necklace with, like a fucking bedsheet shirt. Like it's.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sad we didn't get to see it, but there's like this really, I say stupid, but it's just so 90s of an outfit that Tommy has in season 1. It is a fishnet like crop top.
Deserves.
I'm sure
he
you can find a
deserves to wear that.
picture.
I'm sure I could. It's like, all right, MMPR Tommy fishnet. Well, it's not the full picture of his outfit, but you can see the top of it. And it's literally like...
Oh.
Yeah.
Why green?
Because he's the
I know
Green
he's a
Ranger.
Green
I know,
Power
but
Ranger.
why that green?
Because he's the Green Ranger.
That's
All right, I'm going to pee real
horrid.
quick. I'll be right back.
Well.
So, gang, how
And
how
then
we
there were
doing?
us.
Now we learned a lot.
I've learned a new love and respect for
Aw.
the 90s. And it is absolutely absurd to learn that they were barely being paid the wages of a McDonald's worker. That it was that bad.
It's wild how
Classic
much was just
America.
like improvised, thrown together. I think it gives a way more bigger appreciation to it of its start, which isn't surprising because I feel like everything from like their inception and pilot, that if it gains traction obviously grows, but it's just like it's crazy how much they had to do just to even make it even like show up in front of like an audience.
Yeah, living on absolute pilot wages, it seems.
Mhm.
Where it just they had no faith at the start. So they had no budget. And whoops, the miracle, they hit it out of the park, and so the company is thriving, but everybody who's already under contract for the first season is like, oh, well, we're a hit, but we're not being paid like we're a hit. And so the contract is just, well,
Yeah.
All right. While we're waiting for Papa Mutt, do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, curiosities about what we've seen so far?
No, but I will swap out on the bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Yeah, the contracts were bad. Remember when I said Austin St. John was 17 before they started filming?
Mm-hmm.
He signed the contract to work on the show at 17 because they said, if you don't sign this now, we're going to find somebody else to do it.
Oh.
So they
That's not legal.
No, it's not.
Oh.
But he turned 18 before they started filming the show, so that's why they just never talked about it. But yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Also, I want to say thank you guys for all the bits and super chats for like helping me pick up on information and things to say. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I haven't been calling them all out. I've been trying to stay with the gang, stay with the indoctrinates, you know?
Yeah.
I've got my water. Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back. Now we're just waiting
Lots
on
of
Nick.
colors, lots of flipping, very a lot of colors. I do like the practical aspect. I stand with. I agree with not stand with as if like Papa's like making a grandstand.
That's right. My stand is grand, and you are here with it.
Oh, there you go.
I do appreciate. I would prefer, in some capacity, I kind of prefer middle to bad practical effects over CGI.
Yes.
Like, which is not to say that I don't appreciate CGI when it is used. Like, I can appreciate it, but there's just something that's very charming about like really clunky or puppetry or like handmade things. All good effects too, but yeah.
I prefer Clunk over bad CGI. I think Clunk is more. It holds more in my heart. It does.
I will say for the most part, Power Rangers does follow that for a long time. I'm talking until like, oh God, probably until like recent seasons. But like even then, like they almost always try and find a way to make something practical. Like there might be like hey, let's show this transformation and a piece of it is CG because we just can't make this happen. And then like the rest of it's real. So
yeah, I prefer that. I still prefer that infinitely more.
Yeah. Someone in chat said we get a good 10 seasons before we even start to see bad CGI.
I don't think I don't even care if it's bad CGI per se. I don't know. There's a charm to actual like real shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I will agree with that. Yippee! Who's everyone's favorite Ranger?
Well, so far I like the green one because everyone else does, and I'm a follower of trends.
True. Even though he sucks.
I can't think for myself, so I look for the audience to tell me what to do, and I think in this case I like the Green Ranger.
Kane and I always laugh about it because he sucks as the Green Ranger, but he's better in every other role that he's in.
Well, I don't. According to the first, no, fuck that. I actually will pivot. It's the fucking two goons. I like the goons.
There
a
you
lot.
go. Good
I
pick.
like
Oh,
Skull.
they're great.
There you go.
Yes,
I
I like
said
the
it
goons a lot.
I like the Blue Ranger as well because I think he needs a win.
Same.
Yeah, you know what? Blue Ranger, I like.
Yeah.
I'll take.
I think he had 2 or 3 separate date episodes in the first season to give you an idea.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I did need a win.
I realized we skipped the Vor episode too.
What?
Yeah.
Well, why are we even here?
Why the
I
fuck
know.
am I even here?
That's what I'm saying. It's because the
No
first
fault.
season got cut up so much. There's an episode where there's like a frog that eats the Rangers, and it definitely is. Yeah.
Come on,
Listen.
gang. Let's go to my stream and we'll go watch the Vor episode.
Come on, Dan. Watch the Vor episode.
So
We all
the
watched
reason
any streams for Vor.
the reason I bring it up though is there's the really funny stuff I talked about with the MP40s from Super Sentai. That's a good example. So essentially what happens is Kimberly and Billy both drink potions that turn them bad. So they start acting like
I do that.
That's called alcohol, but okay.
so they start acting like punks. Like Bulk and Skull.
Yeah.
And Kimberly
That's what happened to
actually
me.
ends up being very romantic with Skull.
Oh, shit.
Okay, gang, good for you.
However, in the Sentai, it is still the blue and the pink ranger. They get progressively more bad as the episode goes on to the point where they join the Yakuza and mow down civilians with MP40s.
What? Are we talking about the same show right now?
Yeah.
That fucking rules. That rules. That rules. That I gotta get into this show. I gotta
Yeah.
Rules. That rules.
Yeah.
That rules.
Yup.
That's like playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and you just fucking episode 1 no Russian mission and you're like
Yeah.
hello help.
People are always surprised when like you talk about like all the random like bullshit that happens in Super Sentai, but it's like literally there's so much violence, especially in Ranger alone.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It's insane.
Because killing civilians, that's crazy.
It's civilians die all the time in Super Sentai. Like all the time. Every episode.
All right, I'm not gonna be a civilian in this universe. God damn, the Imperial Guard for all I fucking care. Holy.
Also, in case any of you care, that is what they look like in the Sentai.
Let me go ahead and
Powerful.
hmm.
They're about to like dance in the middle of New York City.
Yeah, it feels like a flash mob a little bit, huh?
I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you.
I don't know if you know what I'm looking at it. I think I like the helmets better. I'll say it. I think the helmets kind of add a little more oomph to the outfit.
Yeah, it's kind of funny you say that because so would you say that the helmets are more important than the actors?
That's tough because I'm looking at this JPEG. I'm like, man, they could really fuck with some helmets right now.
So ignore the Super Sentai in general. Think Power Rangers.
I'm thinking Power Rangers, and you're asking if the helmets matter more than the actors?
Yeah.
I think so. It's like a motif of the show. Like it's like making a logo or like a character, and then you like ask them to like take the color away of like that character, and like they made Green Ranger, now he's purple. Like and like it would be like, why'd you do that? Or like, they don't have any teeth anymore on the helmets. It'd be like, why'd you do that? It's like motifs of like the show. So I would say yes.
So
I think Buff's right, because to me it feels like because everything's based on making a profitable toy.
So I
it makes
ask
the most
this.
sense. Yeah, sorry.
Not entirely as a trap, but because Haim Saban said the same thing, that helmets are more important because when the Rangers asked for more money, he's like, all of you are replaceable. It's the helmets that sell the toys, not you.
That's so sad.
Yeah. And very commonly throughout the entirety of the 90s and early 2000s that Saban had Power Rangers, he would constantly threaten all of the cast with, you're replaceable.
Hashtag fuck Saban.
Yeah.
Yep, let's see it.
Yeah, but now look how like years later, look how iconic the people are though.
Exactly.
Like that's
true.
that's the part that like matters now. I mean at the time with like the toys and stuff for kids, like yeah.
But now they
the
want to
helmets
see
are
the
gonna make
people, they're
sense.
heroes and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And also, that actually pivots really hard back to the Black Ranger, who is coincidentally of color. And like the person behind the mask matters way more than the mask because he is the first Black superhero. So I can see both sides of this argument, but also like in 2025, I would much rather prefer to be the actor than the helmet. Do you know what I mean?
It's also funny because one of the most popular toys from the 90s was the head flipping toys, where you could flip them to their civilian form.
I remember that.
I love that.
Yeah, those
I
are
used to hit my
fun.
brother with them.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
awesome. Okay, that's
like-
insane, but all right.
They like
That's
hold
cool.
it. They're like, but what?
We're-
the
we're-
God.
We're gonna
As
parse
in, like, you
Candy's.
flip the head, and then they hit them with the head when it flipped. You know?
We're gonna parse
A
Candy's.
Power Ranger wouldn't do that, Candy. So
Yeah.
it's not a
Candy-
roleplay that
hey,
you would
Candy,
do that.
can
Wait, I
you
thought
be
you guys were both
chill
in
for-
Skull. What the heck?
Did
Right, but
I like Skull.
Candy, you're
Why?
being insane right now. Can you reel it
but-
back a little bit?
Well, no, allow me to tell a story. When I was a kid, my friend had a pregnancy Bobby, and what you would do is you'd load the baby into the Bobby, and there was a fake stomach to go on top, and you press a button on her back, and it would shoot the baby in the stomach out, like a gun.
That's
real?
crazy. Yes,
Hey, are you?
pregnancy Barbie is very real.
Am I being gaslit by Candy right now? Help!
No, pregnancy
No,
Barbie's
Pregnancy
very
Barbie's
real.
I'm googling.
I'm pretty sure it was in the Barbie movie, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pregnancy Barbie.
But yeah, Buff, I asked that specifically because I wanted to see your take
I
on
don't know
it.
if it's this exact
Yeah,
one, but
I
it looked like
mean,
that.
As an artist, like
Aw.
it's very important. I mean, even in shows and like logos and like even VTubers, like it's very important to have like certain motifs and stuff. So like it's when you asked me that question, I was like, well, yeah, obviously it would
Yeah.
be like the characters of the show. Like it
So-
would be like not the people, but like the mascots.
So now I'm going to give you an inverse of it. Remember when we talked about earlier that every Super Sentai season ends? There's no season 2. It doesn't keep going.
Correct.
Mhm.
What would you do in this case?
What do you mean?
For like the characters or like for the people or like for like the motifs of like characters.
For like the motifs, because imagine this. Remember, it took Fort Knox of Gold to make 20 episodes, and they need to make a 50 episode season, and they're completely out of footage
Right.
from Zhu Ranger with those suits.
Mhm.
What do they do?
I would just get something that's green. Like I'd just be like, yeah, like he got in a fire. Okay, it's green now. Like it's like
Oh, you mean
Or-
like just my green outfit?
as
or
long as
whatever?
like the base color is that color. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like
that's
as long as
true.
it's that color, then it's like it's.
So you're saying the
gonna
color
know what it
motifs
is.
matter more than the suits and the helmets themselves.
100%.
I think she's right. I think
Because I would,
right.
because imagine a Purple Ranger came out and you'd be like, who the fuck is that?
Okay.
Like you'd be like, what's
Well,
that?
No, for sure.
To break it down even simpler for Buff's point, which Buff is 100% correct, because like, stop posting that mother. Hey, Shia.
Hey, I like
anyways, that's not. I'm being framed. Anyways.
That's going on Twitter.
Nope, I don't do that.
Nick coming back into the pregnancy Barbie.
To Buff's point, I think that if someone who was like wearing a full green outfit appeared on screen, I would assume that's the Green Ranger.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Like if a pole pink like outfit. Look at the fucking screen right now. Motherfucker's got like a yellow top and then.
Well, I was gonna say they even do that with their clothes because I was
Exactly.
like, why is
Yeah.
the mesh top green? And Kenny was like, well, that's the Green Ranger. It's like, okay, well, you recognize he could literally wear anything green and he would be the Green Ranger.
I think the color matters more than the helmet, and the helmet matters more than the actor, unfortunately.
I have a controversial take.
Okay.
No one's pregnant.
I think
Not yet.
Well, I am, but if I
You're not. You are not.
Not yet, you're not.
okay,
pregnant.
God, I can't have fake cloud. What's the fucking point? Point is, look,
Okay.
I would argue that kids don't give a fuck about any of it. They just pick their favorite color, and then they just are they are the Power Ranger. Like, I'm gonna be the red Power Ranger. I want
Right.
red.
That's like the point of the color, though.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So,
Like, that's why it's so
but then
important.
wouldn't it be more appealing just having an excuse to add a bunch of colors so you have a bunch of different toys you can sell?
No, because then it gets too complicated.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a balancing
Because
act.
like nobody wants the
I'm
fucking
agreeing with-
rainbow.
I'm agreeing with Buff a 10 million% right here, actually.
That's like saying like, oh, like why not put every single color in like a logo? Like,
Well, you
might as
said
well just
you,
make the-
you said no purple though.
there is
So-
no purple. Well, I
so
mean, like
it-
I'm
Not
sure
yet,
there
though.
is, but
Okay,
like,
okay. Well, hold on. If we were to talk motifs specifically to Vichibon, specifically, if
Yes.
I were to introduce you an orange palette, you would just assume it's Buff, right? Like that's
Yeah.
that's it. Like
Yeah.
to make it better, when we did the fucking game show on my stream, I did just an orange blank screen. It's just orange, and you all guessed Buff. So
Sure.
like that by itself is proof that like color is takes priority over
Sure.
I like
the
orange.
color
So-
takes priority over the person.
Let me follow this up with a follow-up question, and it's topical to this, and then we'll start the video. The reason I ask this, and again, it's because remember,
yes, pussy,
yes, exactly.
gay. I am gay. Yes,
We love vaginas and wieners.
true.
And personality. It's my favorite.
I guess.
True.
Yeah, big
I guess.
big
Yeah, whatever.
personality.
Well, hey, whatever
We
you
love
say,
the
dog.
heart.
Sure.
Yeah. It's not my fault
whatever.
that the heart is behind personality. Anyway, so the reason I ask is because, as I said before, Super Sentai seasons end. So every season they are different colors, different actors, different motifs, different Zords, everything. Because not every season has the same colors. In the case that, hey, like, let's imagine Zhu Ranger had, red, blue, yellow, black, pink. And then the Green Ranger is the extra ranger. Let's imagine the next season doesn't have that color matchup. What do you do, Buff?
Like, I don't know. I'd jump off a cliff, I guess.
I was gonna say a bridge. That's a buff. I was gonna say a bridge. That's a buff.
So
like, wait. So what is like? Are you? What are you asking? Like, are you asking like, what do I do as in like a marketing sense, or what do I do as in like a?
So if you don't have the colors that you had access to, let's say one of the colors that is your most famous color from the previous season, there's no suit of that color in the next season.
Yeah, but there's always like, I'm assuming they have like the personalities of like the leader and then like the quirky one and then like that or whatever. Is that...
So what you're saying is the personality of the actor in the suit is more important than the suit itself.
So we came full circle.
Oh,
in the one seasons.
I would argue.
Yeah, but I argue that it's a totally different concept though.
It is
like the concept of like the actual like the general origin of the Power Rangers is like they have their motifs of the colors. So I would argue that like the general series of Power Rangers is very reliant on like the motifs of the characters.
Yeah.
However, the one-offs would matter. They would have to change it to be appealing to each whatever style they're trying to do. So they would have to be more versatile in that.
Sure. I 100% agree with you. And I wanted to bring it up because I love hearing everybody's opinions on these kinds of things. And I bring it up especially because we're going to run into that with this season. Because now that we're out of Zhu Ranger footage, the next season that they would want to use in terms of Super Sentai does not have suits that even remotely look like the Zhu Ranger suits, and the colors don't match up either.
I would also argue too that this might be a little controversial.
I'm ready. I'm buckled in.
But I feel like the Power Rangers got less popular. Like, I'm sure they're popular now, and obviously are more popular because there's like a whole fan base that really likes them.
Sure.
But on the kids side, I really don't feel like, I feel like when they started branching out into other Power Rangers and getting it confusing, I think a lot of kids got confused and probably like moved on.
Yeah, I mean,
I could see that happening a lot.
I want to counter that. I don't know, because I want to counter that point because I've been through shows and series, and maybe my brain is a little
but Papa, I mean, look at you. You're shaking around like talking.
Right,
I think it's a little different.
No,
I was gonna say some really deep impactful stuff, but Buff is holding me by my armpit.
You know
like,
what?
I'm shaking you around like a little guy.
I would stem off Buff's point, but I would say that I imagine that if they started to have a decline or confusion, they would just bring back familiar skins or whatever, and then do like cartoons and stuff. And like,
I see that. I feel like they did do that. Like that's what
I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
That's what I was trying to say before Buff slapped my wiener down.
Although
you don't. I mean, you're a little guy. I mean, shaking around.
I'm a little guy.
I think it's a shame because I think if they really committed to it or did it in a way that they were able to mirror how the Ninja Turtles did it, where it's just the four of them consistently and they're very iconic in their personalities and stuff as much as their motifs of color and like weapon choice, like it kind of mirrors the same thing. But yeah, anyway,
but
I'm ready to watch season 2.
In that case, remember there's more than them, and half their show is made in a show from Japan.
Correct.
And they can't make it themselves because it's too expensive. So
also,
but
it's also live action compared to like Buff.
I can't get over the fact that they had no communication when email was perfectly working.
I said the same thing. Yep.
And
I still don't understand.
1999 or whatever it was.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They had Facebook. They had MySpace. You could just a little ping on MySpace.
So it's not that there was no communication. It's that communication was kind of stilted and slow.
Yeah, it sounds like they're unprofessional and stupid. That's what it sounds like.
I feel like they got it backwards. They should have just done the whole Japan series, finished it, had the footage, and then given it to the Western thing to make it, and then alternate like that instead of doing it like
they did.
And
they still had all these problems.
Now I want to be that stick in the mud for both Candy and Buff here. because the two of you have all had your various debuts in your time in the media production world, and you both had hiccups and various stuff. And I can only imagine.
Yeah, I hate people.
Right now, imagine that, but scaled up to the Power Rangers level. There's so many and the language barrier alone, and what 93, 94, like I feel like there were too many barriers for it to be perfect. Do you know what I mean? Like. It's easier nowadays to say in hindsight, but in 94, 20 odd years ago, there's too many fucking hurdles for them to do.
Yeah, but
I was 1 year old. I didn't give a fuck. Okay?
Motherfucker, but I'm trying to I hate you.
I'm not emailing.
All right.
I can say they did well with what they blah. They did well with what they had at the time. But I just wish, for their sake, they just had a better structure so that they could have confidently told the stories they wanted to. However, it all worked out in the end.
It did.
It all worked in the end.
It did.
It was 30 years ago. Don't say that to me.
Oh yeah. Anyway, let's start season 2.
So fucking old.
Perhaps you're wondering where you are. Well, you're now in my dimension.
Shit.
The other world.
Oh my God! Lord Zed has access to the other world of Silent
Smash.
Hill. No wonder he looks so freakishly awesome.
I could take him.
So welcome to Lord Zed. Remember when I mentioned how they ran out of footage, so they couldn't keep using stuff from Zyuranger?
Right.
Including Rita, because her character Bandora is from Zyuranger, so they made up their own villain.
I kind of fuck with the design a little
I love
bit.
that.
He's very gross, but also like intimidating. I like this design.
We will get some close-ups of him.
Disgusting. I need a closer look at his abs.
We will get a closer look.
It would be so veiny. It would be so veiny.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
100%.
100%.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
Decorator or something at some point. This version of the other world looks pretty well lit and even has some decent
I like the
foliage.
weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, and
We'll get to
others,
those.
Welcome to season 2.
Yes, these are the Power Rangers that I was looking for.
Go. This fucks.
Originally, I was only going to
My
re-record
goats!
the first
Yes!
season video and leave it at that.
I only care about them.
However, I've
pretty
decided
good.
I love Bubba
screw
Candy. I
it.
love Bubba
I made
Candy.
a few other mistakes
Thank
in
you.
the missions and
Come
crap
on,
like
duo.
that, so I'll just play it by
duo.
ear. The season
That is an
begins with
insane
a
drink. That's
three-parter,
fun.
originally aired in
It's America.
prime time, no less, which has the main
Am I
characters participating
wild to
in
say
a
that Rita's a
dirt
baddie?
bike race for
No,
charity.
not at all.
Say,
Okay,
you know
cool.
what I did in high
I'll
school?
stand by it. Rita's a
I
baddie.
was on speech team. I was in several musicals. I played
God, these two
violin.
fucking
But you know
rule,
what
dude.
I didn't do?
Mad Max cosplay.
Dirt bike racing. I mean, what the?
Yeah, did you guys dirt bike race for charity in high school? In the
No.
90s?
No.
What?
I was poor. What are you talking about? How the
Yeah,
fuck do you even
That's
do
what
that?
I'm saying.
I played tennis. Like that's something.
Oh.
I don't want to say what I did.
Okay.
I sold
I went on
cookie
a
dough.
yacht, says Candy, and I
did
fished
go
for
on a yacht,
sport.
but it was
Candy.
only one time.
Okay.
Candy,
Yeah.
Candy,
entire day.
Candy,
I
what
went
I-
on a yacht for my summer sports in the
love
league
yachts.
of league champions, and I caught fish
My-
and sold them.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name's Kendi, and I went on a yacht. And between that, I was going to dirt bike racing for charity. Don't mind me.
Yeah,
I'm
actually, I
Kendi.
watched the peasants' dirt bike, and I just bid on them for charity.
I went to a chocolate
Insane.
factory one time before they outlawed it.
Okay.
Fellas up in Angel Grove, we frequently see the teenagers doing every friggin' thing under the sun, and yet still have free
God,
time
these
to
teenagers are
work
cool
on
as fuck.
homework,
Yep.
save the world, and simply
I was
hang
not
out at the
this cool
juice
as a teen.
bar.
God damn.
Oh, and
Me neither.
let's not forget the fact that they teach their own classes. At
Oh
the
yeah,
juice
they all
bar.
teach
The-
like
This is
martial
my
arts
life-
or
this
dance.
is why my life expectations were so fucked growing up.
Yes!
Fucking
Yeah,
Power
It
Rangers.
was
Yup.
counted that when you were early.
100%.
Wait, they teach their own classes?
Yeah, so like Jason and Tommy teach martial arts. Billy does like science stuff. Trini also does martial arts. Zach does his hip hop keto.
Are there
Kimberly
adults
does
in this
dance.
universe? I don't understand what's happening here.
It was the 90s. The 90s were a wild time.
My bad.
I used to teach Photoshop classes at high school.
Are you for real?
I used
Yeah,
to get
'cause my-
paid by
Oh,
Adobe
I was gonna do the
to
same thing.
teach to teach Adobe classes.
I did a
When
couple
I
of
was
workshops
in
to help teach the teachers how to use it.
Oh,
Kenny, you are literally the epitome of this fucking show.
Yeah,
like,
you
you're
are.
like, yes,
you are the.
you are
demographic,
one of these
dude.
kids.
Oh.
Real.
Martial arts, dance, or gymnastics, and are
I hope
all
this is
working
Photoshop.
staff
I've
on
done all of
charity.
those, says Candy. I've done all of
I-
them.
I've done dance, gymnastics, and
Gymnastics and taekwondo at the same time.
I was
did
a
two
Power
taekwondo.
Ranger.
It simply
Oh my
doesn't
God.
matter.
And gymnastics.
Anyway,
Oh my
season
God,
2 is
Kenny.
where we're introduced to a new villain to replace Rita.
I hate them. I
There's
hate them.
only
I
so
hate
much
them. I hate
leverage
them. I
you can
hate
get
them.
out of the same
It's not
stock
fair. It's
footage
not
of these
fair.
characters
I played
deciding to
tennis.
make monsters.
It's not
And
fair.
The instant you see our new villain, you know why people
Whoa.
preferred
Ask your
him.
test tube
This is
debate.
Lord
I love him.
Zed, Emperor of Evil and Rita's
Oh.
boss.
Yeah.
You'll recall
Wait,
the
is
last
Zed
time
Zed
Rita
Fox,
was
dude.
referred
What the
Lord
fuck?
Zed because he's There's a Z on his staff for.
To as an Empress of Evil, so I'm not
Sick.
sure how one has a
This dude fucks.
hierarchy when one is supposed to be
Yeah.
the supreme ruler.
This dude
What's
actually
even
kinda
better
fucks.
is
He reminds
that
me of
we'll
Zed from
later
League,
learn that
actually.
even Zed has
A
a
little bit.
boss. But just look at this guy. This is what H.R. Giger would have created if he wanted to make a
Whoa,
supervillain.
whoa!
Yeah.
My snake.
So literally,
kind of fucked.
all of this is just exposed skin and muscle, and these
This dude-
tubes are carrying like fluids around his body, and his brain is exposed.
Shit, I kind of fucking
Yeah.
like it.
He's like
It's
a
weird.
VTuber, dude.
Yes.
That's like design.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a Cenobite from fucking Hellraiser a little bit.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna link
that
his
is
brain.
just my core.
I can see that. Yeah, with the metallic thong. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, this
I'm gonna lick his
rules.
brain and see what he does.
Ooh.
I want to lick his
Brr.
brain.
His balls? So you can say his
No,
balls?
it's
Okay.
Balls?
brain,
No, those are
brain,
those are mine.
Okay.
brain. Hey, Roy, hit play.
Metallic exoskeleton surrounding exposed muscle, a red visor, tubes carrying fluid
Wait,
all
this is
over.
sick
Clearly,
design,
he
actually.
looks like a more serious
Yeah.
threat
The
than
Z for the
sorceress
Z
who has
staff
the
is
same
dumb, but the
fashion
rest of it's
consultant
cool.
as
Yeah.
Queen Amidala.
I
Plus,
don't
you
like
can't
that
fault his
staff.
logic
Oh, he has a
about
Z on
why
his
he's
helmet
taking
too.
over
I don't
again.
like that.
Power Rangers are nothing but mere
Who's the monkey? He's
You were
cute.
defeated by children.
Ask
Do you mean them?
Yeah, I like him. He's cute.
So that's Squat. That's Babu.
They're the
Oh,
comic relief
Babu!
characters.
Yeah, they were like the comedic relief for Rita.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
them. They're cute.
Yeah, but how do you guys like
fucking-
Zed's voice?
Those Power Rangers are nothing but mere infants. You were defeated by children.
as
Why is that
stated
familiar?
before, the
Because I think that's Robert Axelrod, who was an incredible voice actor and freaking amazing.
I'm being quiet.
And amazing, and he did 1.5 million voices across
I'm
a
not
ton
saying
of different
anything.
Power Ranger seasons. You know the one that you hate, the one that's like white bluish, Finster, the really short one that makes monsters.
Yes,
He also voiced him, and it's
got it.
night and day what the voices sound like.
Did he
Okay,
do
Roy.
any like Dragon Ball Z or anything?
If he did, I wouldn't be surprised. He was everywhere in the 90s.
No,
Yeah, I was
Roy,
gonna say
noti-
he
I
sounds very
noticed-
Dragon Ball Z core.
I
Yeah.
noticed you're
Yeah,
saying-
definitely.
You're saying was a lot.
Yeah, I think in the late 2010s, he passed
Got it.
away from, I think it was lung cancer.
A boulder. Oh.
Hey,
Oh,
what?
he was Wizardmon in Digimon as well.
I
Hey,
thought
sorry,
there was
guys.
a kind of lung cancer.
Sorry, sorry, guys. It wasn't a
Oh,
boulder.
No, it was
Hey,
not.
gang. Hey, gang.
Oh my god.
I like that. I want to believe that a lot of chatters like rest in peace my goat and Buff's like a boulder fucking killed this guy.
No, that's not until later. Don't worry. There will be boulders.
I believe you. Based on the show, I believe you.
show
Let me
was
see
running
this.
out of
I
Sentai
hate
footage
this
to
guy.
use,
The rest
so
is
while
so
they just
good.
started using Zord footage from a different Sentai series, Lord Zed was created purely as an American villain. He
It's
brings
so
with
good.
him his own army
I
of
don't
putties,
like the
silver
Z.
ones with Z emblazoned on their chests.
But
However,
Z-
that vanity of Zed's is the putty's downfall, since striking that Z
He
will
did it so
destroy
he
them.
wouldn't lose
While that
them.
seems
Yeah.
like an
Wait,
obvious
striking the
weakness,
Zed kills them?
Yeah, so the whole thing was he's like, these are my stronger putties. The Rangers will never defeat. And then they find out that if you punch the Z really hard, they disintegrate.
All right. Pretty
Wow.
okay.
The same thing
awesome.
happens to me. It's not that inclusive.
I
I'd
get you.
find Candy punch
Punch
through his
his
head.
And the Z.
Candy explodes.
Oh my god.
weakness, it should be noted that it's not like you can just poke it and take them out. They really have to punch it hard for it to register.
No, there is a
Sure.
scene where someone pokes it, and it's really funny. But
Okay.
it
Converting them into glowing clay stop motion that
I-
flies off into the ether.
I love
Gotta
that the
they
Roy
clean
just did
themselves
that.
up after they're
Actually,
destroyed.
I literally
in
did just,
season
actually.
380
Wait, you did actually. I cannot talk to you
380,
anymore.
he actually pokes
I
it with
think
his
it actually
index
is
finger.
Tommy that literally goes to punch one, stops, points out his pointer finger, and then pokes it instead.
Do you have an actually emote? Does anyone have like
wish.
a cat with a finger?
I
don't
wish.
think
Somebody actually, please. Thank you.
Actually, guys.
Thank you.
I don't have any. Thank you. I don't have any ready.
Thank you.
Leaving only the fresh scent of pine.
Actually,
Zed,
Egg,
as
I'm gonna
punishment
suplex
for her
you.
failure, returns Rita to her space garbage can and tosses her out into the recesses of space.
Yeah.
Where I'm sure
Rita.
she'll
Oh, bye, Rita.
never
Rita.
bother anyone again.
She's gone forever, guys.
Season 3.
Bulk and Skull's next stage
Rita!
of character growth begins here as well.
What?
After getting
Oh.
rescued by the Rangers from Zed's putties, they decide they're going to try to figure out who they are under their helmets. I'll get more into that a bit later,
Oh,
but
that's kinda
suffice to
cute.
say,
Yeah.
what raises my eyebrow is that for all their talk to the teens
Kenny and I
about how
doing
much they
crafts
hate
project.
goody goods, they loudly proclaim
Kenny
their
and I
love and
cosplaying out in
admiration
the
for the Power
field.
Rangers.
Literally.
Oh, that's your goo debut, and then like me getting an outfit to match.
Yeah,
True.
you're like
What also
loving that
indicates
you're
a
gooping it up.
Yeah.
major shift in the season from the previous one is that, for the first time, we see the Rangers without their helmets on, but still in the suits. As a
my
little
God.
kid, my jaw dropped seeing them like that. After all, it's taken them
Wait.
61...
Yeah, so the entire first season, this never happened. They
I'll be
never
100
took
with
the
you.
helmets off.
I'm looking at the designs with the helmets off. I kind of fuck with it actually. There-
Yeah.
I know I said that helmets were very important, but like
They look like fencing outfits.
a little,
A little bit.
No, a
Look how
little bit
dope
actually.
Tommy looks.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tommy looks.
he's so
fucking
cool.
Yeah, he's so cool.
God,
He's so cool. Also,
Fucking
what do you think these diamonds are, by the way?
The poor design.
Shapes.
choice.
Recognizable shapes.
What if I
for
told
the
you?
children.
What if I told you that it's actually supposed to be dinosaur teeth chomping down?
I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm out.
I would
I'm
say that
sure
the
it doesn't stand
designer.
for hope.
I would say that the designer of these costumes was fucking drunk and didn't know
Yeah.
what the fuck he was doing.
Remember,
I am
it's
ready
from
to leave
Sentai.
all.
So
I am
they
ready
look
to
like this in the
leave
Japanese
all.
footage too, and apparently they were designed to be like these are dinosaur teeth chomping down, and that's why they're like jagged
Well,
like
it
that.
seems like this
No,
designer
no,
never
they
opened
won't.
their fucking eyes, so
I don't see that at all.
they did their entire job with their eyes closed.
I agree.
Yeah, there's-
They got very lucky that these are just kind of generic enough that it's like, okay, you know what, whatever.
I honestly thought it was just there to break up the this one color. Like,
Yeah.
To break up the one unisex like outfit.
Yeah.
It looks like the Green Power Ranger was like a little cupcake that they didn't take the wrapper off before the dinosaur took the bite. That's why he has the gold on him.
I like
That's
that.
my headcanon.
I like that. That's good. That's good. That's good.
episodes for them to show
Love that
something like
for you.
this. Though for the life of me, I can't figure out why, since they've had the suits before on the show in
They have.
non-Sentai footage. And just
I
to
do
show
like them
the
with
sheer
the-
level of
the helmets off.
seriousness
Helmets
this new
off,
situation
yeah.
brings, for the first time since
Are their
Tommy
new
got his
suits
power
better?
infusion, we
They
see
are,
signs of his
a little bit.
powers failing,
Well, not
indicating that
Tommy's.
the
They
temporary
suck.
extension he got on the Green Ranger powers is starting to run out. Zed summons a monster called Piranha's Head that freezes the Zords as they're summoned.
Yeah, it's just a
then
piranha.
takes control of the
Yeah, just a random piranha in a random lake in Angel Grove, because you know piranhas common in
Dragon
California.
Zord and Tyrannosaurus
This is
Zord.
true.
Zordon explains that the only chance they have is to get new Zords transformed from the old ones. Equipped with the
New
power
Zords.
of thunder, Zordon says, whatever the hell that
What?
means. What's interesting
Thunder makes
about
everything
this
better.
compared to later seasons is that the Rangers aren't actually getting new powers themselves, just new Zords. I'm guessing the reason behind this is twofold. One, it
here we
makes
go.
it so they don't have to pay
Toys, toys.
extra for new footage like Jew 2 stuff, and two,
And?
it allows them to keep the current Ranger suits. The Zord
Oh,
footage
never
came
mind.
So this is
I thought it'd be toys. I thought it'd be toys.
this is why I mentioned it before, and that's why I wanted to have like the big conversation about like, hey, like what do you think that they would do? Because in the season that came after Jew Ranger, this is what the suits looked like. And for those of you in chat, I'm showing them the Die Ranger suits.
Oh.
And they are
wow.
so wildly different because instead of being dinosaur themed, Die Ranger is Chinese mythology themed.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
a completely different
Yep.
look.
Yeah.
Like not even close.
So Saban was worried that if they, having just caught lightning in a bottle for 60 episodes, that if they made such a drastic change and changed up the colors while they still had, you know, Tommy as the Green Ranger and only 5 Rangers at the go, that they would lose their audience. So they opted to just not adapt the suits.
I don't love the suits that you showed. I'm looking at them. I'm not overly in love with them.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
also still kept the red rain. Like they still kept like the majority
Yeah.
colors like
Oh,
that are
Yeah.
the
that are
colors they
impactful.
use, yeah.
Yeah, Sentai tends to follow a pretty similar
like-
scheme.
I feel like black and green alternate fairly frequently. Like
Yep.
there's like either 5 at any given time, and it's black and green switching out.
Yeah, so most seasons have 5. Green and black interchanging is the most common thing. However, very rarely pink will interchange with white. But
Oh, right, white's one of them. Yeah.
almost every single season has red, yellow, and blue at the minimum. There's
Yeah, red. I feel like
think
it's the most consistent. I'm pretty sure.
I think there's one season that doesn't have yellow, but there might be more than that. I'm pretty sure it's only one though. So
Hmm.
from the Sentai after Jew Rangers
there you go.
called Die Rangers. And while many
Oh,
have said before
literally
that
would have been
they
here.
wish the costumes would change,
I wrote the
I
script.
actually am happier
I
that
don't
they
want these
kept
guys that
them.
much.
While the
I don't know,
Die
there's-
Ranger suits are pretty awesome looking,
I
they're
don't
a
know.
radical departure from the design of the Jew Ranger suits.
I like 'em.
It's likely that Saban wanted
I
to
like
keep
these
the
more.
Mighty
These more.
Morphin
I
understand
brand
more.
consistent for as long as possible. Power Rangers had become wildly
vest won't do it
popular,
for
and
me.
shaking things up
I
too
get
much,
you.
especially for toy sales, could have caused problems. That consistency
Sure.
for over 3 seasons and over 150 episodes is probably why
Holy-
Mighty Morphin
Yeah.
has remained the most remembered part of the franchise in pop culture.
And having a movie as well.
However, the downside of not using the Die Ranger suits is that it created a bit of an issue for the
God, Zed
Sentai
looks
footage.
fucking
See, they
cool.
hadn't quite run through all of the Jew 2 footage yet.
Oh, yeah, they still had footage
they
left
already
over.
paid for it, so they decided to keep using it. Basically, this
Sure.
meant that Zord footage couldn't show the Jew 2 monsters interacting with the Megazord, and Die Ranger fight scene footage couldn't show the monster interacting with the Rangers in person unless it was American footage.
So what all that means is they had to splice up a fight scene from one Sentai, splice it with American footage, and then splice it with another Sentai. So they're effectively splicing 3 different shows together.
That's what I gathered is they were
Yeah.
just like taking. I mean, we've seen this in like a lot of media is where they
Yeah.
just do this kind of stuff. Yeah,
Absolutely.
And there are occasional moments, usually only a split second or so, where you can tell in certain shots that something's wrong. Whoops. Anyway, Billy and Trina
That's a
create
different
device
Megazord,
to
yeah.
jam
Yeah,
parental
whatever.
sensibilities,
Like,
but
that's-
Zed sends the Zords back into the Earth
I-
in the hopes of destroying.
Oh yeah,
Zed's design is so fucking
he's literally like, you know what? If I can't have them mind controlled, I'm just gonna send them to hell. So he opens up a rift and and he sends them to hell.
As one does.
As one
Yeah.
does, I guess.
Yeah. The
Then
really
make-
good.
Go on, sorry.
The really funny thing is this specific shot of like the T-Rex Zord going down is reused like 4 times throughout season 1, where Rita does the same thing, and then Zordon's like, it's okay, the Zords are solar powered, so they can just absorb the heat that's down there and then come back. Everyone's like, yeah, that totally makes sense.
Oh.
Me, this is me when Shy ignores my DMs. I just send him to hell. I just send him right to hell.
In the hopes of
Shy leaves
destroying
on red once. He's going to hell.
Fortunately, despite the
But
full
yeah,
stock footage
Zord's in hell.
attack, they're able to save
I
the
was gonna
Dragon
say
Zord
the way
and-
they're making this show is like teenage girls on TikTok making like edits
Yeah.
of like characters from different movies to be like, this is my fan cast of it. Like they're making like TikTok edits, but it's a full fucking show.
Yeah.
use what's left
it
of the
rules.
old Zords to create the
And it's so
Thunder
awesome.
Zords. Sadly, because of
The what?
Tommy's lack of power, he can't support a new Zord. This indicates that the Zords themselves
Tommy's a
are
bitch.
tied
Got
into
it.
the
Yes.
power of the Rangers, which
That
is
sucks.
something I'll bring up next time. As I alluded to last season, the individual Thunder Zords are really not worth mentioning since they never use them on an
I like
individual
them.
basis, just forming the Megazord. The only exception
Sure.
is the Red Dragon Thunder Zord, which has an alternate human mode that can fight pretty effectively on its own. The Thunder Megazord is pretty cool in its own right too, looking like
kinda
some kind of
neat.
big
Alright.
shogun or samurai thing.
So
It's kind of fun.
it's supposed to be like a Chinese swordsman because the
Yeah.
season that it took inspiration from was Chinese mythology. So, but
It's kind of neat.
I hope we get a shot of the different Zords, but we have, instead of dinosaurs now, we have a red dragon, a pink firebird because they didn't know what the word phoenix meant, a black lion because they didn't know what shishi meant, which is a lion
Sure.
dog, a yellow griffin because they didn't know what a keating is, which is
God.
the dragon
know
deer. And then for some reason they changed Pegasus into unicorn.
Okay.
Don't really get that one. That one confuses
thing,
me.
whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
Take the wings off.
Anyway, to make
For
the long
real.
story short, they decide it's
Same
time to
thing.
can this bitch.
Tommy, can this bitch.
And they defeat it.
What?
Before Zed takes
Does he actually say that?
No, but there is a line later that does sound like "No, you shitheads." So I hope he keeps it.
You all failed, just like you failed before.
If it seems like I spend a lot of
Wait,
the plot
Zed
analysis
fucks, dude.
following
Oh, he
Tommy,
screams.
it's only because his character tends to
love his
cause the
character.
most change in the early seasons. Sure, the one-off episodes develop the characters somewhat, but Tommy losing or gaining his powers tends to be the only story that continually gets brought up and have any impact on the narrative. As such, more and
Just
more
gets
we see
yoinked.
that Tommy's powers
Yeah,
are running
goddamn.
dry, and Zed makes it a point to try to exhaust the Green Ranger's powers, both to wipe the slate of all of Rita's failures, but also to just reduce the threat of the Rangers.
So that's the new plot now that we have moving forward. Is
Right.
Zed is like,
Very good.
"Whoa, one of your Rangers is losing powers. I'm going after him. Fuck that guy."
Yeah,
So.
I mean, sure.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can get behind that. Sure.
Yeah.
A running subplot
okay.
that
Hated
really
Tommy,
went
this fucking
nowhere is Richie, a new kid in school who basically exists to give Trini someone to pine over. Well, to be fair, he also existed for another reason I'll get into. Richie is quite possibly the blandest of any character on the show.
Yeah, he
The
does
only
nothing.
exception being
Richie.
the occasional one-off character, or some future Rangers I could mention, but at least those future characters actually contributed to the show's plot. Sitting here, having watched every episode he's been in, I cannot recall a single thing Richie actually did besides for stand and smile.
Yeah, I
Basically,
think that's
he was
it.
eye candy for the female audience, though I can't imagine why
We
they
got- hey,
needed
we gotta
him
get
for
our
that,
ladies
when
in here.
even
Yeah, that's
Billy
true.
has a physique
Get our
that
ladies in
male
here.
models would be jealous over. Once his only role in the narrative is fulfilled, he pretty much disappears, having had no impact on anything. They could have kept him around,
Just like me for
made
real,
him a
dude.
love interest, or done anything.
God
for
damn,
him,
it's too real.
But nope. Hell, at least Zach's cousin Curtis had a bigger impact on the plot of some episodes, even though he was only in half the episodes Richie was.
Yeah.
Farewell, Richie. You're not even mentioned on this season's Wikipedia page.
Did they run out of
Wait.
Did they run out of fucking shit to like subplot? Like what the fuck?
So they tried to create a running subplot, and I will explain it more as we go forward, but they introduced him and Zach's cousin at the same time to kind of be like, oh, look, more people to pay attention to. I wonder what they're here for.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Back to the Tommy Oliver show featuring the Power Rangers. The subplot of his powers running
It's
out
pretty
comes
common.
to a conclusion in Green No More, a two-parter where he finally loses them completely. Zed plans
Okay,
to
good.
drain what remains of the Green Ranger
Also
powers
time travel.
to fuel a crystal that will power his own gang of
Don't worry about it.
Dark Rangers. The Dark Rangers are
What?
actually a gang of
Oh.
5 jackasses from the high school that even Bulk and Skull are afraid of. And this concept really ends up being a big letdown. Sure, in season 1 we saw putties transformed into evil versions of the Rangers, but the promise of a group of Power Rangers equally as dangerous as the team wouldn't come to true fruition until Power Rangers in Space, but we'll
That
get
was
to that
way later.
eventually.
What?
However, the point I would like to make of this concept is that
Lot
Zed is
there to
thinking
unpack.
more strategically and being a bigger threat. While Rita's mutant Rangers were simply putties with some more enhanced abilities, they were pretty easily dispatched. Taking the 5 teenagers with attitude concept and twisting it on its head shows that Zed was truly a match for the team.
I
It's a
fuck
pity
with
that when
Zed.
you-
I'll say it. I fuck with Zed.
Do you fuck with Zed
Ew,
now?
Is that their outfit?
Those are their suits when they're morphed.
Oh, it looks like
Fuck with Zed.
BDSM
I'll take 'em.
suits.
In a fight?
So,
In a fight, right?
I hope in a fight, because Jesus.
Hey, they look like BDSM masks. I'm
yeah,
gonna say it, dude.
so-
they look bad.
So remember when I said Saban was really cheap?
No, I'm gathering that.
So there's a really other funny, important thing to notice here. Aside from like Tommy's green shield always being cloth and them never doing anything about it.
Right.
Do you notice how there's like a little bit of a weird discoloration here on Zed's staff?
Yeah.
You know?
Now that you
Yeah.
mention it, yeah.
Did they have to remove the fled base? Sorry. go
Okay.
on.
It's
Crazy
duct
sentence you said
tape.
just now. Oh, that's
Because they
awesome.
broke the staff and instead of fixing it or getting a new
Oh.
one, they just taped it back together and hoped that no one would
This-
notice.
This
That's great.
Sucks. This sucks. God damn it! They had an
Also-
opportunity to do something really cool, and they.
Okay, but
fucking-
did they make toys of these Power Rangers? Because I want them.
I don't-
no, hold on. I want to ask Buff, why do you want them? Because it matters.
I don't think
Because
so.
could you imagine being the kid on the block and being like, "You like my Power Ranger?" And you pull one of these out.
It's this shitty little bonnets mask looking thing.
Yeah, you get made fun of so bad.
You would get
Sick.
bullied off the playground, dude. What are you talking about?
I don't think they ever made these, and I don't think they ever
no
made like
shit.
legacy things. I think they show up
Yeah,
in the
what the
comics
fuck?
once.
Why would they ever fucking make these? Look at these things. They look terrible.
That'd be.
Because that's the point. You're talking to Buff, who loves Labubu's. Like, come on.
Gang-
What
gang-
the fuck? You like Power Rangers, bitch? What the fuck?
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying there's a correlation.
I literally just said that this ugly ass thing. Well, I hope they made a toy, and you're like,
Hey.
yeah, well, you like little boo boos.
May I
yeah,
may
because
I
they're so ugly. They're cute.
May
I
I
don't
address
know
the
about
elephant
that.
in the
Oh, okay.
room?
What?
Hey, can I address the elephant? Why do
Yeah.
these things got bulges, bro? Why they got these
Because
fucking
cheap.
rock hard wieners out, dude?
Yeah.
Like,
They
why are they?
They could even use the duct tape to pull down their
Yeah,
wieners.
they couldn't
Yeah.
even take the wieners down, dude. Like, what are we doing, man? Why
Oh.
are they stanced
Oh,
up?
but that's man's genitals, okay?
Okay, well, I have eyes is the problem.
Speaking of eyes, if we get a zoomed in shot, you'll see that the eye holes don't match up with their eyes.
I love that. That is literally a scene from Django, I'm pretty sure, where they're trying to figure out the mask work.
Is that why that like one gray one's like looking up because he probably can't see?
Yeah.
Can't see for shit, dude.
Yes. The blue one is the worst though, but I want to see if we'll actually get it.
Actually see these doofuses in their Dark Rangers costumes.
These
It doesn't
suck.
evoke horror like looking into
What,
a
they're wearing
dark mirror,
cowboy
but
boots?
instead laughter at how ridiculous they are. I mean, just look at these things. It's basically
please
a
show me their
face
faces.
mask with a red cloth mouth and eyes glued on.
Please show
Some
me
of
their
them don't even
faces.
look like they're on straight. Did they blow the budget designing Lord Zed and didn't have anything
Yeah,
left
pretty
over
much.
for these losers?
100%,
I mean, come
100%.
on.
Yeah, see?
Holy shit.
Oh.
I don't want to be too mean because I know this is somebody's favorite character. I know.
Oh my god.
Okay, I
somebody's
rescind the
favorite
Labubu
character.
comment. I rescind the
Dude.
All I have
know
to say is this.
Yeah.
If I yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just like
Dude, if I Mighty
This is
Morphed
shy-
and
this
this
is
is
shy.
what I turned into to wearing, I'm never Mighty Morphing again.
You know what's
Hey.
crazy, Buff? The second one that you posted, the pink one, that is not the
Yeah.
color they look like in the show.
Were they trying to do like
That's the one next to the blue one is them.
this sucks. These
That is color
suck.
corrected.
I'm trying to be generous like the early 90s, but this sucks. These suck.
I told you guys, Power Rangers is a wild ride that has a lot of really fun storytelling and like really interesting circumstances, but also Saban doing Saban things.
Wow.
They look
this
like
is-
they're in pain.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to cosplay something more in my life until right now. I want to be this guy so bad.
Yeah.
Bulge and all. Let me just
Bulge
fucking snort
and
it.
all. Oh my
this
gosh.
rules. This rules.
Come on,
This rules.
give him a spray-painted motorcycle helmet at least. Give me $300 and I can make a more
Oh, it's
convincing.
the same picture, Buff.
Why does the blue one look like he's having a rough time?
Picture.
Dude, the blue one is me, dude. Whenever I'm told,
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah.
I'm told the bros can't hang out, I'm just like,
Oh.
Tag
I think-
yourself.
I think the yellow one has long hair and they have it tucked into the mask.
I think so. Yeah.
tag yourself. Which one is you?
I'll be the black one just because I'm like.
I feel like I'm the red one. It looks like
Yeah, it's
thoughtful.
very candy.
I also feel like the red one's candy, but I couldn't tell you why.
Yeah.
They
I'm
they
thinking
look
about
like
something funny to say.
they look like Harlequin babies. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
100%.
Why
These
are you bothering
those
putting
rolls.
them in the costumes if you weren't going to
These
bother with any
rolls,
effort? Meanwhile, Tommy's powers have been completely
yeah, Tommy.
drained, and he stands
No.
alone against Zed's monster, which
Ew.
moves at the same pace as a slug, which is why Tommy, of course, can't get away from him. However, Goldar takes over and taunts Tommy a bit with a slideshow.
POV, you put on
Obviously,
one
a
of
punishment
those
far
red
worse than
masks.
losing his powers. He demands that
Sick.
Tommy
Dude, he
acknowledge
looks
him
kind of
as his
snatched
superior,
there.
leading
That,
to
like,
love it,
pants
yeah.
shirt combo?
You are out of your mind.
Whoa,
Come back.
Tommy
all right,
reaches
that was
Zed's
sick.
dimension
That was it,
and
yeah.
shatters the
Badass.
crystal, restoring enough of his powers for one last battle and getting the Dark Rangers out of their ridiculous outfits.
Oh yeah, they never actually fight. They just stance up.
Thank fuck.
To make a long and confusingly dumb battle short, they beat the monster.
Probably couldn't pay the
Right,
insurance cost
ludicrous
for it.
wrap up with
Probably.
the jackass teens who apparently only needed friends to stop being assholes. Because that makes so much sense, especially when the 5 of them are friends. If it seems like I'm being harsher on this one, it's only because
You are.
as a conclusion to the Green Ranger story, it feels very rushed. There was
Yeah.
a ton of build-up throughout the season leading up to
It
this two-parter
sucks.
that has enough ideas in it
Got
to
it.
last for a 3 or 4 part story. But
feel
instead,
like the
it
Green
wasn't a
Ranger got
satisfying
fucked, dude.
conclusion.
He did.
Especially with the possibility of never seeing Tommy again. Some good follow-up comes in the next episode, Missing Green, with Jason lamenting the fact that if he had gotten the green candle last season, Tommy would still have his powers.
Oh, that's
Zed
good character
striking
development.
inspiration
It is
once
actually a
again
really
with
good
candles
episode.
for the other 4 Rangers, though why he doesn't make one for Jason escapes me, to drain their powers as well.
Yeah, Zed's like, Rita made 1 candle, I'll make 4.
Of course, this doesn't make
Okay.
any sense given the explanation for how the candle drained Tommy's powers after having touched it and blah blah blah, but it makes for drama. Jason
feel like
defeats
Tommy
the
just got
monster of
fucked,
the day
dude.
and then saves the
Yep.
other Rangers, and Tommy writes a
sucks.
letter to Jason telling him not to worry about it. While I will say that Tommy's development came
Yep,
at the
that's it.
expense of most of the other Rangers, it did set up an excellent story arc that could keep viewers coming back, and the next stage of that came a couple episodes later, the two-parter White Light.
Okay, before we get into that, I have to point out some other stuff that's important for later.
Please.
So first things first, because this is a good shot. So this is Zach. His hair's different.
Mm-hmm.
I know that seems not important, but it is important.
I'm worried why it's important.
The other thing is when
I was waiting for Roy to be like, he died.
Yeah,
no, he doesn't die.
Letting me know ahead of time.
He
like,
doesn't
you know,
die,
he died.
but
He
I
fucking
just wanted to
died.
point out the new hair because it does matter. Because I'm gonna bring it up later. The other thing is, and I wish Linkara went into it. He may have gone into it in a previous cut, but during this scene when Jason comes to rescue everyone else, he sounds very different because someone else is dubbing over him.
Oh.
And it's not the last time that we'll hear it, and it sounds not good. It is really, really obvious that it's not Jason.
Oh.
But yeah, and I want to point that out because it's very important. So, and then we'll continue.
Okay.
Kimberly gets a letter from
Drum.
Tommy that says
Mhm.
he's coming back, having left to go be on his own after having lost his powers, and so everyone's all excited and happy for that. At the same time, Zordon and Alpha mysteriously vacate the command center. In addition,
They just
Tommy gets
duck out.
teleported away after taking a swim, with the
Ew,
implication
my eyes.
being that Lord
Help.
Zed is responsible.
90s.
So
God.
he is
Ew.
transforming a statue into his new monster. And because that wasn't enough plot, Rita's trash can lands back on Earth. I guess
Oh,
Zed's
my
got a really
goats.
bad pitching arm, considering
Yep.
he was trying to send it to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. Bulk and Skull find it and take it back to their workshop to try to get
Let's
it
go,
out,
Buffy Kennedy!
hoping that it'll reveal the
My
secrets
goats.
of the
Yeah,
Power
we
Rangers.
brought
After getting
Thanksgiving
defeated by the
dinner.
monster,
Why he look like a
able to split
JoJo?
into 3 different beings.
Honestly.
Who are
Billy
these
locates the
queens?
secret entrance to a hidden chamber of the command center and discovers that Zordon and Alpha are constructing a new Ranger. He tells the others.
Yeah, I also want to point out, just because it's a fun fact, in a wider shot for this shot, you can see on this table back here they have the morpher for this Ranger on the table, but in my head I'm like, this came out in 1994. Who is that for? Like, we look back now and go, oh wow, they used this morpher, that's so cool because it ties it together. But like in 1994, who the hell was that for? Like, what? So anyway.
The others, and while at first aghast that it was kept from them and they don't know who the new Ranger is, they eventually realized that they could use the help. So this is why both
Sure.
Richie and Curtis were really
Richie. I don't
invented,
give a fuck about Richie.
candidates for the White Ranger. By introducing other characters that let there actually be a
Oh.
possibility it'd be someone who the audience has seen, but not necessarily Tommy. After all, why give screen time to these guys otherwise? And I've got to admit, when there started to be promotional material about a new White Ranger, I actually thought it'd turn out to be Richie. Richie, not the White Ranger, but a red herring. So Zordon and Alpha
Oh, I
get
actually
the
like
team
that a
and
lot.
show
That's
them the
very
White
cute.
Ranger
Yeah.
with one masks to reveal Tommy. This is one of the best scenes in the show's history, and
I
while
agree.
it's very simple, it's handled with the grandiose nature that it deserves. The White Ranger descending like an
VTuber.
angel. It's pretty damn cool. Tommy is given a new weapon, the sword Saba, who can even speak to him, and that he'll be piloting the White Tiger Zord. They, of course, make quick work of Zed's monster and put Rita back in her garbage can before she can tell
the
Bulk and
mouse.
Skull who
Ugh.
the Power Rangers are.
Cool.
They send her
I will also say, I don't know why he didn't point it out here. So Tommy's back. Awesome. Cool. New cool Zord, everything like that.
Yep.
Other important thing, when he lands and Zordon's kind of giving like, oh, hey, Alpha and I made these powers so that Rita could never steal them, you know, anything like that. So that way we don't have to worry about them going evil or whatever. But also is like, I hope you're all happy with the new leader of the Power Rangers.
Oh.
Which means Jason got demoted.
Yes.
Right,
Okay, interesting.
right after the previous episode of him saving the 4 other Rangers by himself.
Oh, a little drama here at the old Power Rangers HQ. Okay.
And remember what I said? The actors for Jason and Tommy did not like each other, and this did not help.
Right.
So yeah.
her back into space so she'll never be a threat again. Making Tommy the White Ranger was once again a stroke of genius for the writers. They could advance his story, make him a permanent part of the cast,
Yikes.
and the White Ranger costume, while
Ew.
taken from Die Ranger,
I freaking love this suit so much.
This suit's actually pretty cool. It's better than the Green Ranger one. I'll say it. I
So
like it more. I like it
this
more.
suit is from Die Ranger. And they wanted to take it so they could use it for more Die Ranger footage, so they could kind of try and use some of it and not just the Zord stuff. But it's just generic enough that it kind of fits with the other suits. You know,
It pops for me. It pops for me, bro. It pops for me.
Yeah.
I like the gold on white. It's always a good combination.
I'm a
gold on
big
white.
fan. I like this one
Gold
more
on
too.
white always looks good. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Looked just similar enough to match the show.
I wrote the script.
Plus, his Zord was from the
Got
same
it. Yeah,
class
yeah,
as the
no
other
kidding, no
Zords,
kidding,
so
dude.
they
Holy
didn't have to
shit,
keep
dude.
relying on the same reused stock footage all the time.
Yeah, also
And
no
they
lips.
finally got a shield for him that wasn't
Ranger
made of
is
cheap
all
cloth.
white or
A
gold.
minor note from all of this is that Zed also reveals the nature of the morphing grid a
It
bit
is
more,
neither. It is
saying that it's
Kiba
maintained by the
Ranger, as in
balance of
tiger,
good and evil fighting one
or
another,
fanged.
or in particular, he and Zordon. Sadly, we never see any expansion
Star
on
Wars?
this. The morphing grid itself.
It's literally Star Wars, yeah.
So that's why I said the Force was like a pretty apt thing for the morphing grid.
Yeah, it
But-
is 1-for-1 in midichlorians. Okay.
That kind of thing does literally not come up until like 25 years from this season.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is a throwaway line where it's like, yeah, the powers of good exist because Zordon and I are fighting each other, and they're always in constant flux. So, you know, it's the balance between good and evil, and that's why there's Power Rangers, and that's why there's evil, because we're always fighting.
Being one of the biggest mysteries in the entirety of the show, since
I
it's
still like
mentioned
Zed a lot.
multiple
He's
times
so
over the
cool.
next 20
He's so
years.
He looks so
but
good. I
never
hate his
explicitly
staff. I love him.
explained what the hell it really is. Zed's explanation is the closest we ever get. Shortly thereafter, a different subplot begins.
Wow,
There's
Halloween.
some international
Halloween.
peace conference, and they're looking for 3 teenagers with attitude to represent, Angel
What is-
Grove, I guess, at the
what is
conference.
this
The
fucking
group ponders
school?
briefly the all too
Don't worry
real
about it.
possibility of what would
Got it.
happen to the team if they were chosen to
Oh, yeah, the juice bar is connected to the school.
I believe you. This is Candy
go to
School.
it.
After
Yeah.
this,
In
I
building
believe.
to that, there's a 3-parter called The Ninja Encounter, centered around 3 new characters,
What?
Adam,
Don't worry about
Aisha,
it.
and Rocky. They're from Stone
fuck?
Canyon, the neighboring rival city to Angel Grove, and are going to
Oh.
be facing off
Is
in
this
a
filler?
ninja tournament.
No, it is a
against
major
3
3-parter.
arrogant ninjas. However, there's one thing in
Ninjas?
particular I have to point out,
It just-
because
it
it's
just
a
says
combination
nin-
demonstration
don't worry about
of
it.
something
Got
awesome,
it.
but also of just how ludicrous this show can get. There is a
Sure.
full 3.5-minute sequence of a baby carriage going down a hill. Bear in
Awesome.
mind,
3.5?
3.5
Awesome.
minutes.
That's such a
Counting
long
theme
amount of time to
song
do
and
this.
Ending theme lasts about 20 minutes. A good
Okay. And I can point this out
What?
now, too. So, something look a little weird with this shot.
Windows background.
Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you understood.
Wait, really? Okay.
No.
I don't think
Are
so.
they trying to hide Billy a touch?
No.
Is the guy in the front added in after the fact?
Oh, wait a minute. What the hell is that a guitar on the left? Is that
Oh, it is. Kimberly plays guitar. That's not what it is, though. You're thinking
Sure.
too hard into it.
yeah, I guess.
Look at
He's in
Tom.
green.
Oh, I wonder why Tommy's in green, but he's the White Ranger now. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
It's because he's
A good
jealous.
chunk of the episode is devoted to the sequence. And it is one of the most absurd things ever to happen on the
This
show.
rules.
And
This
yes, that
rules.
counts
This
the rad
rules.
bug.
Yeah.
First of all,
I
this
love
must be
Rad Bug,
the
by the way.
biggest hill in the country because the stroller
This
goes
fucking baby
downhill
went on a
during the
ride,
entire
dude.
3-minute
Goddamn.
sequence. Secondly, I don't care how big this hill is, a stroller and the cheap wheels on one simply don't have enough mass or torque
That's what
to
you
go
think.
fast enough that these
All right.
teens at the peak of
Let these
physical
teens
health
save this
can't
baby.
catch up
Come
to
on.
it.
Nah,
And
it's
even if it
fine.
somehow did, it goes onto the grass. It would slow it down immensely. Speaking
All right, we're
of
It's
nitpicking
nitpicking
fine.
a little bit.
point,
We're
the
nitpicking.
editing on this sequence is terrible. They don't even try to speed up the carriage footage to make it look like it's going faster than it is.
It is
so
really
clear
bad.
that nobody can catch up to it. The people of Angel Grove are apparently the dumbest pack of nitwits ever to inhabit a town. People keep jumping out of the
Damn.
way of the carriage,
Jesus.
even when everybody's screaming for them to stop the carriage. I could put my foot out in front of it and stop it. What are they afraid of? That the carriage will run them over? Plus, there's the fact that nobody seems willing to try and help except for
This
a
is a
bunch of
specific
teenagers.
nitpick, by
Hell,
the way. I
one
love
couple
it.
doesn't even look up when people are jumping all around them. This
What
and
the fuck?
They're just jumping. Don't worry about
cheerleading
it.
At the beginning of
Is
the
that what that
season
was?
Yeah, they're
really
just
paint
jumping.
A picture about this
Sure.
city. The teenagers are
Oh,
the only
Bulk and Skull are
competent
helping too.
people
My goats,
here.
my goats, my
Let's
goats.
face
Yep.
it, it's a very long time
My
before we
boys.
finally see a police
My goats.
officer in this town. The military never steps in to fight the
Never.
monsters. It's expected that the Power Rangers will do it for them, and they're the only ones to help out with charity and general cleanup. My God, these people deserve to be destroyed by Zed. Oh, just
Agreed.
to top off the
Agreed. I'm
absurdity,
Team Zed right
they
now.
only finally reach the baby, who's about to go over a hilly cliff, by doing complicated flips that would more likely just
Oh,
slow
shit.
them down as get them in
I
close
need
enough.
VTubers to
However,
walk in the
there
corner
is in
over,
fact
please.
one good thing about this sequence. When it passes by Bulk and Skull, while Skull reacts with the same stupidity as the rest of the citizens of Angel Grove, Bulk takes one look at the stroller, realizes what's happening, and chases after it. He
My
doesn't
goat.
say
Yo.
he
My
wants a
goat.
reward.
Yes.
He doesn't
My
say it
goats.
to trick someone. He doesn't need to be guilted into it.
Yes.
He's a child
My
in danger,
goats. My
and
goats.
he leaps into action. I'll get into that
My
more when
goat.
we talk
Yeah,
about
go
Bulk
Bulk.
Skull for the season, but that is why this sequence is so absurd and yet awesome. Anyway,
I love
Okay.
Bulk, dude. I love him. I love Bulk.
One more thing I gotta push back on, or two more things. So this baby is Jason David Frank's son. Is Tommy. So it's Tommy's son, like IRL.
Put that kid on a fucking stroller and just sit at the hill. Okay, good for him.
Yeah, literally that. The other part, when we were back on the picnic blanket with everyone else kind of like looking back and forth with each other during this scene, they pan to every ranger. And Zach has his old hairstyle. And Tommy's in green. Wonder what that could mean.
Stupid.
Oh, true. True.
After the arrogant
right,
ninjas
True.
are taken down, the three new teens get kidnapped by Zed to make them work for him. Kind of an expansion of his Dark Rangers idea. While they work on escaping, the Rangers fight stock footage. Okay, this three-parter really
it's just
drags.
stock footage.
Made no better when the team keeps having to be called back and forth trying to rescue the three. More or less, due to some contrivances, they discover the Rangers' identities, and we learn that Jason, Zach, and Trini are the teenagers selected to go to the peace conference. Although
I guess.
So Jason was getting dubbed over by somebody else in a previous episode.
Yeah.
And now, for some reason, Tommy's back in green and Zach's hair changed again. And now Jason, Trini, and Zach were selected to go on a peace conference out of town.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting.
Are you really surprised? The teens are
Jason
responsible
gets
for
sacked?
every public works project in the city.
So that politics to get rid of 3 Power Rangers.
I'm wondering if they even had a choice in the matter, seeing as they're surprised as everyone else when it happens. We're also introduced to Tor, the Shuttle Zord. Tor can protect the Zords
As a
and, in
turtle.
a pinch, join with the other Zords to land and crush a monster. I'm
not
dead
fun.
serious.
That's the
Whatever.
Ultra Zord. So Titanus is just
Sure.
missing, by the way,
Sure.
the entire season. And replaced with Tor, and they just jump on people.
I like this big turtle. That's
Here.
fine.
Okay.
Conversely, Zed reveals that he can sometimes one-up the Rangers with the introduction of Serpentera, a gigantic Zord that could devastate an entire planet
I love
when
Zed.
fully
I love Zed.
charged. Its
Zed's so
primary
cool.
weakness
I can't wait
was
to
that
talk
it
about
apparently
this.
only runs on 3 AAA batteries, so its power runs
That
out
too.
pretty quickly. In order to make sure that Zed doesn't strike with Serpentera while the
Whoa.
three are at the peace conference, the
Tommy's
Rangers
wearing
travel
green.
to a deserted planet, because as it turns out, Zordon can send them to other planets, to retrieve the Sword of Light, an object that they can use to transfer the powers of the 3 Rangers to Adam, Aisha, and Rocky. Zed travels in Serpentera after them to make sure they can't transfer the powers, though one wonders why he doesn't just use Serpentera to annihilate the Earth in their absence. Still, Serpentera is given a strong introduction here just to show off its destructive power. The Rangers manage to get the sword just before Zed completely annihilates the planet. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
sure, you can have your
Zed's
Death
so cool,
Stars
dude.
or
Zed's
your
so cool.
Unicrons, but
So
That's so fucking cool.
So
I don't know,
this
man.
shot specifically, this is in Die Ranger. This is a populated city in like metropolitan Tokyo, like Japan, and all
my
of these
God.
people are dead.
My goat Zed doing work is all I'm saying.
It's
My
pretty messed up. It's like
Z to the E to the
tens
D.
of thousands of people died in this shot. It's
Not-
insane.
well, I can't help it. Zed's my goat. He did more than we ever could. Is all I'm saying.
It's
Zed does what Zed does best.
you know it's
Zed was at the best.
actually I think you guys will
what
like
he
this
does.
too. In Die Ranger, this dragon thing is like a sentient being. It is the embodiment of stop fighting.
So it kills everyone.
Yeah, it literally points to the Rangers, points to the bad guys, and says, "If you don't stop fighting, I'm gonna destroy the world."
I mean,
and they don't stop fighting.
Well,
and then it does this.
I unironically like Zed more than Rita right now. I think he's fucking cool.
He's doing some cool shit, you know.
This show made his planet-destroying weapon a giant dragon. Anywho, the Rangers transfer the Three's powers, and thus we have our first real cast departure with Jason, Zach, and Trini. When I originally made this video, there really wasn't any confirmation about why the left.
That's right, because this came out like a decade ago. I forgot.
But now we can confirm that it was indeed over money. Specifically, the main cast was paid pretty poorly.
We talked about it
Austin
before.
St. John said in an interview that he could have basically worked at McDonald's and gotten the same amount of pay.
Which is true. They did the calculations, and I think they would have made slightly more because of benefits from McDonald's.
What's more, the show was not a union production, and it was felt among some of the cast that, you know, since they were pulling very long, hellish hours and not getting paid very well for it, they should at least have that going for them. Unfortunately, the negotiations did not go well, and they decided to end their contracts. None of the actors were ever...
So...
Smart.
That's not what happened, kind of. So we got more confirmation later. That is a piece of the story. The other piece of the story is all of the Rangers came together apparently and decided that they were all going to stand together and say, "Hey, pay us more." Because these are, 16-hour work days. Tui Trang literally broke her leg on set one day and still had to keep acting. Like, these were terrible conditions. So they were all supposed to go to Saban together and be like, "Pay us more or we walk." But for reasons that we will never know, unfortunately, because Jason David Frank unfortunately passed away, David Yost, and Amy Jo Johnson all backed out of that and did not go to the negotiation. So Austin St. John, Walter Emmanuel Jones, and Tui Trang all went to Saban and were like, "Pay us more." And he said, "Psych, you're fired."
Dude, I hate this guy. I hate Saban so much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh in like 2 minutes when the guy in the video says that exactly verbatim.
Yeah, at this point, Roy's just dude. It's like candy with
Roy's a precog, and he's like loaded it. Unless he doesn't, and in which case, still crazy though.
It could just be that I have that knowledge from like today, because like this re-upload says it's from 7 months ago. I don't know when he actually filmed this part because these videos have been coming out for over a decade now. So we are always learning more information about how things were. We just found out something like another Ranger in a season close to this one was supposed to be a Red Ranger and then instead got fired.
Remember, union up. If anyone tells you unions are bad, they're lying to you.
Yeah.
And don't be a scab.
It's crazy. Yeah. So.
Were upset about having done Power Rangers, but it's still sad that that's why they had to leave. What's worse is that because these contract negotiations were happening in the middle of the season, they hadn't quite filmed sequences with them yet. In fact, all the episodes that feature Rocky, Adam, and Aisha are basically stock footage of Jason, Trini, and Zach, and really bad dubbers. The three new teens,
that tracks.
Well, they pretty much fill the roles that they replaced. Don't get me wrong, they were good choices. Unlike the guest stars who would either be wooden or overact, these three were very convincing in their parts, though I kinda liked them better when they weren't Rangers. Knowing the identities of the others while still being helpful allowed them to really show their stuff and give credence to the idea that even ordinary people could achieve what the Rangers did.
Yeah, for like a couple episodes, they like knew who the Rangers were, and they would cover for them when they needed to go do Ranger stuff. And then they moved that away.
Cosmetic differences. For example, Adam wasn't exactly teaching hip-hop keto in his classes. Aisha fills in Trini's role of best friend to Kimberly, and, well, that's it.
Yeah,
Billy had
Developed
developed
written by Cheryl Saban.
Oh, maybe, did it?
Friend to Kimberly.
Yes.
And, well, that's
S-A-B-A-N.
it. Billy had developed enough that he didn't need techno battle.
I wouldn't be surprised if it did,
that makes
Did
sense.
Saban have their own family writers on staff?
Probably.
Hashtag fuck Saban.
Yeah.
Explained
Holy
anymore,
shit.
and Rocky was there. He wasn't bad, I remind you. He was just there. And of course,
Rocky
there
was
was
very
the
poorly
episode
written.
where Rocky just wanted to have fun.
Rocky, I really think
He's playing
we need to get back to our
pachinko.
map.
My goat.
Brainiac, I'm having fun.
Oh, and there's also a silly thing introduced called jetting.
I love the
where
word
the Rangers
brainiac.
are basically flying.
It's my
So
favorite
I don't
word.
see the point since they can
Wait.
teleport.
I
It
was
not
going to
a
the exact same thing.
I don't-
They just teleport.
I don't think they keep this at all. I think it's like for this episode and then it never happens again.
Thank fuck.
thing
I
that
don't like
lasts
that.
Yeah.
very
I'm
long.
flying. I'll be right-
And the only thing to really come from this is an amusing Bulk and Skull bit where they try to build jetpacks to keep up with the Rangers, furthering the
goats.
point I'll be making soon enough. As time
My
went
goats.
on, Zed
Real.
started to resemble Rita more and more in terms of his strategies. Sure, on occasion there was some innovative thinking, like turning the planet back in time to before
Hate
the teens
these.
became Rangers and making them children. But he started making
One of
bad
those
jokes and
episodes.
simply saying that he'll get
I'm sure that'll never happen again.
them next time, blaming his minions for the failures of his monsters. Which was sad. Zed was supposed to be the badass villain, and yet he was getting punked by the teenagers on a regular basis. He hadn't had a real victory since the Green Ranger powers were lost. A three-parter, however, came in near the end of the season to shake things up a bit. Rita Repulsa returned once
The
more.
trash can.
The trash dumpster's back.
Rita.
Holy
The
shit.
teams were on a
Yes,
trip to
Rita.
Australia because they were also filming Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie there.
There you go, Buff. So the last 3 episodes don't really take place in Angel Grove. They're all shot in Australia, and they're like, "Yeah, we're on vacation, like for the school. The school took us to Australia for vacation."
What fucking school is this, dude?
Oh yes, on my yacht. We went to Australia, where all the rich people are.
This is where we go
Classic
to
example
live.
candy.
We were on our we were on our way
I
back
don't
from
think that's how
water
it
polo.
works.
We were doing water polo, and then we came back.
Oh, water polo in Australia, where candy lives, where all the rich people are. Interesting.
It's a nature of the beast. Don't mind us.
It is ironic though, because in Australia there are some really cool set pieces that they film in. There's like a really spooky like
Don't-
haunted
don't
mansion that
fucking-
they
Don't
shoot
fucking
in.
buff up Candy right now.
I'm not. I'm just thinking it's cool. But anyway,
While
This
Zed goes
spooky
on a
haunted
deep
mansion
sleep
was
to
one of my
rejuvenate himself.
heirlooms.
I was
Rita
going to
lands
by
back on
my
the moon and
my
contacts
predecessors.
Finster, getting him to restore her to
Why
her
is she
proper
so
size. She
Oh.
gives
so Zed shrunk her so she'd fit in the dumpster and then threw her into space.
I love that she's in a trash can. It's
Yeah.
so shitty. I love it.
gives herself a makeover on the pretense of making herself look young again, when really it's just to actually give her an actress for the non-Sentai footage. Alpha, who
And then I talked about this before, but even though they have this woman playing Rita, Barbara Goodson is dubbing over this woman playing Rita
great.
still.
That's still
I love that.
Rita.
Rita. And yeah, this is the other character that Zed also voices.
I don't like this fucking ghoulish man. I don't care for him.
Alpha, who's conveniently outside for a moment, is attacked by putties and a disc planted inside him to make him evil.
Don't worry about it.
And I
Okay.
gotta say, I think I prefer evil Alpha. He's openly insulting Zordon and cracking jokes.
It's
He's just
really
a hoot.
funny.
I've got to imagine the writers were just having a blast with this
Evil.
episode.
Let's see what a little color will do for you.
This is no time for fun and games, Alpha. Get these flowers.
Yes, Alpha,
makes
get
the
it.
Rangers
Yeah. Shut up with
abandon
me, Alpha. What are you
Theater in
doing?
Angel Grove.
He's a prankster.
For
Alpha's a
some reason,
prankster.
their
I love
power will be
Just a little
limited.
guy,
funny
just a
with
little
it.
guy.
It was built on an ancient Indian burial ground or something. The second phase of Rita's plan is a
Haunted
love
mansion
potion
stuff.
that she puts into Zed's tubes, making him fall in love with her. Finster, in the meantime, recreates old monsters to send into the theater to attack the Rangers. While the Rangers try to find a way out of the theater, Rita and Zed prepare to get married, with a wedding ceremony quickly put together, much to
should've been
Goldar's
me.
irritation.
There you go.
When the
I wish
Rangers
that
do
was
finally
weird,
escape from
goddamn.
the theater, they
Or
find some
Zed,
stock
whatever.
footage before Alpha teleports them right back in again.
But
Most
he's
of the
evil,
monsters
right?
go to attend the wedding.
'cause Alpha's
leaving
evil.
Two monsters who are easily defeated with the power of a net.
net.
Rita and Zed go off in Serpentera while Goldar leads the remaining monsters in a charge against the escaping Rangers and the command center. After freeing Alpha from his reprogramming, the Rangers bring out their
The CD
Zords
out,
to fight
awesome.
an army of stock footage. This
all
is
things.
really a disappointing fight, highlighting the problem of not having the Zord suits. We finally have an all-out brawl against several giant monsters, and it's all clearly from different sources. So the monsters are defeated,
Yeah,
and
it's really
Zed and
awkward.
Rita bicker. Now, people have criticized the marriage of Zed and Rita, but I'll give my thoughts on that. next time. However, I would
So
That rules.
the big reason for it that they got married in the first place, and yet this is a behind the scenes thing.
Green card.
So no, I meant Rita and Zed getting married, like show wise. So
Oh, I meant that. That's what I meant.
Okay.
I don't know about that character.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
on.
yeah.
so you guys have talked about how cool Zed looks comparatively, how much better his voice is, how much you liked him more than Rita in some senses. And would you agree that he's scarier because of the whole muscle being exposed, the brain.
He's yucky. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you're not the only one that thought he was yucky. Apparently, moms across America decided that Zed was too scary for their children.
I mean, okay.
So moms across America started a write-in letter campaign to make Zed less scary. And so, feeling the pressure from the moms across America, they married Zed to Rita, and instead of him being like the evil, menacing mastermind that he has been for the season, he turns into married guy that hates his wife.
It's just like me for real, right, fellas? Dabs you up.
It turns into a 90s and 2000s sitcom, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally married guy that hates his wife is his new character.
Women, am I right, fellows? Ew.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right, cool. I guess
Like,
that's
how do they write? Like, how do they write this show? Like, there's so many external factors. It's like an ad lib, like a Mad Lib thing, where it's like, okay, we're gonna make a character, and they're like,
Candy?
okay, you don't have the footage, and also, he can't be like that anymore, and also this guy's leaving, and these two hate each other. These guys are leaving now. Like, they just keep like throwing shit at him. Yes, Papa.
This is literally, Big Dog, how real shorts are made. They send a script in, and they just
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm on their side. I'm
Luciana
not
Werewolf
against. I'm with them. Like, I feel
okay.
for them.
Oh,
I'm not saying like I'm not. Papa,
Yeah.
I can make fun of real shorts because that shit's AI. This is people doing their best with a box of scrap in a cave. Okay.
My bad.
So
my bad.
true.
My bad.
And even then, the actors in real shorts, they're trying. You know.
That's true. That's true.
True.
You're right. My bad.
You're right.
Very fun bit from an episode where Zed wants to make Kimberly his queen.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure whose idea that was either. And Goldar tries to put her under a
She's a
spell
teen,
to do
right?
such a
She is a
thing.
teenager.
And whose outfit does she
Very
end up in?
cool.
Rita's, of course. Let's watch the fun.
These clothes are wrinkled! I deserve better! What are you looking at?
So, yeah.
All right.
Zed's
Fun, but
ideal
also-
mate is Rita. Huh.
Mhm.
The marriage was
Wow.
done because of complaints the show had received from parents
Oh, I wrote
about
the
how
script.
frightening
Okay,
Zed
hey,
was to
Roy?
their children. Then again,
Dude
he's
wrote
a
the
villain,
script.
so
Will you
he's
fucking chill?
supposed to be
I'm sorry.
frightening,
My
so I'm
God.
not sure what they were
What
expecting.
the hell?
The rest
Bro
of the
wrote
season
this,
is
Lakara.
multi-parter,
My bad,
so
my
I'll
bad.
just give my brief thoughts on each. Return of the Green Ranger has the fight that really had to happen
Spirit
at
of
some
Halloween.
point. An evil clone of Tommy made into the Green Ranger to fight
Evil
the White
clone.
Ranger. What drags it down is that the rest of the Rangers are sent back in time to the late 1700s. It's not particularly convincing.
You know, because 1700s California was definitely a colony, right?
It was not. What the fuck? Sorry, history.
Oh.
Help.
My bad.
Yep, with big middle
Can't really put my
flagpoles.
finger on
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
There's
I'm
just
gonna
this
crack
sense of
that.
cheapness I get from looking at it. Maybe it's
Oh
the
my
fake
God.
British accents.
I
Maybe
wanna
it's the
imagine
spirit
she's yelling,
Halloween
"Witch,
costumes
yeah."
for the monster. Maybe it's the friggin' rat costumes. Those rat
What?
costumes.
This rules.
Yeah.
Furries are so cool. I love furries.
These giant rat
Uh-huh.
costumes were actually the original foot soldiers for the MMPR movie, and they decided that they looked Tulu quality and just didn't include them in the movie.
They decided that, huh?
Yeah.
Really? You sure?
Yeah.
Hmm. That's odd.
Compounding matters is the stock footage of the Dragon Sword, the last time we'll ever see it in action. Though the fights between the
No, it
Green
looks
and White
cool.
Ranger
And then
are
it just
fun.
returns to the sea
clone of
forever.
Tommy, after turning good, is left in the 17th century with his powers intact. This could explain a plot hole way later on in Power Rangers Megaforce, but that's neither here nor there.
We don't worry about it now. That's
Really
that's
doesn't
fif-
deserve
that's
any real thought
20
anyway.
years
A
from now.
standalone between the
Got it.
multi-parters is Best Man for the Job. The main plot is pointless aside
Oh, I
from
love
some
this one.
genuine amusements.
You're useless. Let me handle this before you get hurt.
You right.
Yes, me, you arrogant airhead. Typical Tommy blockheaded behavior.
Who's a blockhead? You're out of your mind.
Can't take competition.
No, what's actually interesting about this is that maybe it's just my copy, but it looks like they may actually have new original Zord fight footage. I don't know if they're
No.
models or suits, but damn, does
They're
it look
models,
refreshing.
for sure.
Storybook
I
Rangers
think they were
is
models,
a
yeah.
two-parter that really should have just been only one. The only thing that saves it is, of course, Bulk and Skull.
Yeah.
The West
My
Rangers,
goats,
however,
Yes.
expanded
my
upon
goats,
some
my goats.
previously established story ideas. Zed and Rita send a monster back in time to try to annihilate
Hi,
Angel
Kane.
Grove
What
before
is
the
with the
Rangers
fucking
ever came
time
around.
travel?
Don't worry about
Kimberly's
it.
teleportation signal gets trapped in the time hole, and she gets sent to Angel Grove during the Old West.
Oh, no.
Naturally,
For sure.
the Rangers' ancestors look exactly like them with similar names. Also, this
Why
is
not?
in spite of the fact that some of those Rangers came from Stone Canyon and not Angel Grove.
Yeah, remember how Aisha, Adam, and Rocky were literally from a completely different town, but somehow their ancestors are here?
Season 2, they are still just making shit up as they go.
And then later on, somehow Rocky's ancestors are actually from Mexico, and then Adam's are
Still.
from Korea.
Just fucking making it up.
This feels like a jump to shock. Way too early. It's only like halfway through. Like
Yeah.
I think they're
Season
working
2?
with what they got. Honestly.
Yeah, this is season 2.
Although a nice touch is that the white stranger that is Tommy's ancestor has a green stripe in his hat. What
That's
does
me, I'm the
strike
white
us
stranger.
The white
thin
stranger.
is Ernie's Juice Saloon. I'm sorry,
What?
but a Wild West town would not
Juice
have
Saloon.
a Juice Saloon. Also, I'm
Awesome.
surprised
I
no one
love-
accuses
I
Kimberly
love
of
it.
being a prostitute given her clothes. Although,
What?
it is a kid show. As established in the first season, the command center has been standing for thousands of years, so Kimberly is able to teleport there and get help. In a nice nod to continuity, Kim establishes
Okay.
that while Rita may have the Green Ranger coin, they still have the other power coins. Now, the interesting thing about this is that Rita and Zed have established in previous episodes that Zordon has created Power Rangers before, and this is
Right.
such an instance. There have been Power Rangers in the past, and not necessarily the Mighty Morphin Team, especially because, as we really learn next season, they did not create the power coins. They found them.
Yep.
Amusingly, Zordon says this about the pink power coin.
You already have the energy from your pink coin. Too much pink energy is dangerous.
I'll
Okay.
So
All
That's
right.
never stopped me before.
So
Yeah,
jokes aside, that is another throwaway line that set canon for the rest of the franchise, which is
Got it.
so
I often find myself too deep in pink, where
Yeah.
I have to like. That's just too much pink.
understandable. The
I saw Nick giggle, and that's all I needed to know. That my joke was really funny, and I'm really happy with that. Thank you.
Sorry, just Roy, spoil it for me. Why is the time travel relevant to the footage that they have to use? Is it relevant?
it's
or
not.
is it
It's all
just the-
completely a made up footage.
Yay!
It's just a
Candy, you
2-part
thought-
filler
you thought
episode.
You get a satisfying episode. Your answer. You're wrong.
Yeah, it's
No,
just a
'cause-
2-part filler.
No, because Papa, you said they're making the most of what they have. They chose. No. They
They
chose.
they
to do
chose to
this.
do this. Yeah.
So actually, points at Papa.
I don't know how Candy
Go
and
on.
I became enemies during this.
Oh
dude.
my
What
gosh,
the
dude!
fuck is that?
She's pointing the gun
No,
at you.
I'm just saying.
They are
Because I
putting
was
the
like
gun at
sitting here,
you.
being, like I literally the past like 5 minutes have been like, what possible footage could they have been given that's like, well, we got to go back to the old timey West now to have a fucking
None.
robot fight. I'm like, but I think it's interesting to establish the canon of the past of the. It's kind of like K-pop Demon Hunters with the hundreds of years of the the
Yeah.
characters
I've
and
not
like
seen
generation
it.
to
I've not seen
generation.
it. No spoiler. I've not seen it.
So,
Okay, that's your fault.
the one thing I will bring up though is as funny as the too much pink energy is dangerous line. It did legitimately create a very important thing for Power Rangers, which is 2 people cannot have the same power at the same time. So there couldn't be 2 pink Rangers, and that's what
can't
it's
No
share
true.
pink
my-
pussy power.
That's what I'm
I was gonna-
saying.
I can't share my pink pussy power with Shia.
No.
No.
Ooh.
Ooh. I mean, it looks like he's got different power right now. I'm just saying. Look at that
Yeah.
mask. You know, he's ready.
You guys
Okay.
better watch out.
Oh, were they still in Australia, Kane? That's what Kane said, that they're still in Australia. That's why they're filming here.
That's why they're in the old west. They're actually back in time. They're just in Australia. That makes sense.
It's crazy.
No, it
Just
does.
let
That's
that-
California.
Listen, I don't know. If you told me this was California, I believe you.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say.
Candy almost took the bait, but decided not to. And I appreciate the energy. Thank you,
Thoughts
Candy.
simmer. She gives the coins to the ancestors of her friends, which, while I'm sure makes sense to her, makes no sense from an actual logic standpoint. Her
Makes no sense to
friends in
me
the
either.
future have studied martial arts because of the people they are and the time period they're from. In the past, the teens are not martial arts experts.
Agreed.
Also, the teenagers' great-great-grandparents were Power Rangers too?
Oh, I do like the West
So yeah,
West.
they keep the
Yeah.
baddies, history is flushed
I
down the
kinda fuck with
toilet,
that.
and Kim goes back to the future. It's a fun 2-parter, even though the space-time continuum just got repeatedly
he's
kicked
so
in the
cool.
groin. The season, however, does not end on a high note. Instead, it's a standalone filler episode where a statue of Billy, made by Billy Love Interest number 17, gets turned into an evil
Remember when I
copy.
mentioned that?
Subsequently,
How they keep
this is
dating
like
him
the
off?
5th or
Fucking
6th time we've had an
clones.
evil
Oh, yeah, that
Billy,
too.
usually through mind control. And it's like the 80th time that
God
one
damn.
of the team has acted strangely, and yet the Rangers don't immediately seize upon the idea of, say, maybe this is part of Rita and Zed's plan. The episode frankly feels like it's from earlier in the show and really not worthy of ending out the season.
Yeah,
Even
it's
season
pretty not
1 ended
great.
on something resembling a subplot, Angela and Zach going on a date.
Oh yeah,
Now,
we didn't talk about that because he just didn't show the footage. In season 1, Zach and Tommy have like a solo fight against a monster, and
Sure.
Zach's getting his ass kicked, and Tommy's like, "Don't worry, Zach, take my shield." And we get this awesome shot of Zach in a shield, which black and gold, just amazing color combo.
Agreed,
So.
but okay.
Yeah.
It's a favorite of mine since Zach was my favorite of the originals, and that episode had Tommy let him use his shield. Here, we've got a statue of Billy accidentally commissioned by Bulk and
Yes.
Skull since they
Ew.
wanted one episode to find the
Ew.
Rangers, and one-off love interest lady made it. Speaking of the true heroes of the franchise,
Yes.
Yes.
Skull's subplot about finding the Rangers' true identities grows them in a rather subtle manner. In the first season, well, they were idiots through and through. They could
My
barely
goats.
read, they got detention constantly, but then again, Angel Grove High is some sort
Dude,
of
the costume budget
totalitarian
went to
state
them.
where
Yeah,
kids
really.
had grades
100%.
Every
on how
time.
lands you
Look
would
at 'em,
have.
look at
them,
these.
badass.
Dead
I
serious
love
here.
these dudes.
And they'd constantly find ways to make complete asses of themselves, even if they were entertaining ones. Whereas here, while their bumbling nature remains, a good chunk of the plans they come up with to find the true identities of the Rangers are actually pretty damn clever. It's basic forensic science. They get footprints. They get recordings of the Rangers' voices. They stage
Yes.
attacks. Well, okay, this one's not so clever since they can't duplicate the look of any monsters or the putties, but the fact that they thought of it shows some higher level thinking. Hell, while most episodes it's
I love
Bulk
these
who
two,
comes
dude.
up with
They're
a plan
amazing.
to find the Rangers, there's one episode where Skull has actually done research and correlated
I
the
hope he
data
talks
to
about my
figure out
favorite
who would
episode
be a
with them,
Ranger.
though.
Mind you, this leads them to the incorrect conclusion of Ernie being a Ranger, but it shows them going above and beyond the Call of Duty and what was expected of the character's intelligence to solve the mystery. It shows that the two aren't just one big punchline about how being a bully is wrong. The truth is
Yeah,
that
they
the
do
two
grow
are
from it.
competent at what they do when they're actually driven to achieve their goals.
I
In
love
fact,
these two.
some of the
Yeah.
time, the reasons their plans fail isn't because the plans are bad, but because the Rangers screw them over.
All
For
of the
example,
time.
in the aforementioned footprint episode, they managed to get a cement cast of the footprints, but the Rangers make everyone in the juice bar go out onto the dance floor, and a smack by Skull makes Bulk drop the cement block, shattering it. There's also an instance where they found a videotape that was a recording
I wanna
where the
believe they
Rangers
actually
fought
get
in the
something.
park, capturing their morphing as well. And while they stupidly don't watch the tape themselves first, the plan is foiled because the Rangers, dicks that they are, take the tape away and switch
I
it
hate
out.
the Rangers, dude.
Now,
I'll say it.
admittedly,
Yeah, for the most part, and a lot of people agree with this, the Rangers are typically more bullies than Bulk and Skull are.
Yeah,
to Bulk
Bulk
and
and
Skull.
Skull just want at this point just like nerds, dude.
Yeah.
Like
yes, they
empathize with this
supposedly
too.
need
Yeah,
to hide
100%.
their identities, but really, why?
Oh, this pays
Rita
off 5
and
seasons
Zed
later. Yep, we know
who
Kane.
they are. And yes, there is a risk of their private lives being screwed over by everyone knowing that, but they're already well-known figures. 3 of them went to a peace conference. But
That's
even
true.
if they didn't want their identities getting
Real.
out to the wider world, there's still the issue of simple logic. Bulk and Skull spend pretty much a year on this, and they get really damn close a few times. Eventually,
I love
they're
these
gonna
kids.
find out, whether you like
hope
it
they
or
find out.
not.
I hope they
In
find
some
out. I
of
hope
those
they find out.
cases, they just happen
There
to
is an
look
episode they
out that
find
they
out,
were
and I hope
there
he
when they were gonna
brings
present
it
their
up.
evidence. Otherwise, they would be screwed. In fact, the only reason their determination doesn't eventually get their identities outed is because next season the two decide to stop trying to find out their identities. Really, they
Surprise.
could just reveal to the two
They get
who
new
they
stuff,
really
don't worry.
are and get them to stop.
New plot for them.
And wouldn't that have been an interesting twist? Instead of them having to figure out who the Rangers are, they instead have to cover
Wow, he really
for
likes
the
Bulk and
Rangers,
Skull.
be
He is
their
going
secret
off on
ally
them.
and take the
Here's
fall
my
for
goats,
them.
bro.
That would present some interesting story opportunities, like the two becoming resentful of the Rangers who get all the success and fame while they have to clean up their messes. Hell, take it a step further with their character development and make the two realize what jerks they've been. That for all their bullying behavior, they've accomplished nothing with their lives while the goody goods that they've always insulted ended up becoming superheroes. But still, for what did
Would've been
happen
cool.
with the two, we got to see some different sides to Bulk and Skull here. Last time I talked about their true nature shining through, that for all the selfish behavior that the two display, they do in fact have aspirations of being good guys. In this season, we see that taken a step further, and
I
two
want them to
incidents that
succeed.
really
Yeah.
made me
Genuinely.
love these characters. The first
The
was
clan?
the part I mentioned,
Them?
that idiotic chase
Was
scene
that
with
the
baby,
clan?
also them taking care
No,
of
they were ninjas. Listen, it was the 90s. They didn't think about how bad it looked, okay?
I went into fight or flight just now.
No, don't worry about it.
Maybe it's late.
We
maybe
get something closer to that next season, don't worry.
plot
That's
contrivances.
haunting.
The second, well, let me tell you something. Countdown to Destruction is considered by many to be Bulk
We'll
and
get there
Skull's
later.
finest moment.
Don't worry about it.
But there is
Okay.
a very close second for me that no one ever seems to bring up.
This is the Western
In the
episode.
When is a ranger not a
Okay.
ranger?
This is
a
my
monster
episode.
scrambles the memories of the team. Bulk and Skull, during a stakeout in a field, spot the teens teleporting in and morphing, learning their true
Sure.
identities. You can just see
Sure.
the wheels turning in their heads as they realize they've been played all this time. After the monster finishes erasing the Rangers' memories, the two spot prisms that the team plan to use to restore their memories. And for the first time in 2 years and 91 episodes, Bulk and Skull don't run away from a monster, but
My
stand
goats.
up and face it head on.
My fucking
Not so
goats.
fast, buckaroo.
What? Who said that? Who are you? Don't force me
Fuck,
to
these dudes
destroy
rule,
your
dude.
minds as well.
Draw, you yellow-bellied skunk.
Of course, with a monster that screws with memories,
Rules.
I
we of
love
course
them
forget
so
who the Power
much.
Rangers are, but it was the comic relief duo that saved the day. After all,
My
it's one
Yes.
thing to be
goats.
brave when you've got powers, good looks, and the uncanny ability to do 15 things at once and be loved by all.
I love them
But it's
so
an
much.
entirely different
They're
matter to
actually my
be the
goats. I love
underdog, not the smartest or best in shape, and still stand up to evil. Hot damn, these two
Good for
rock.
them.
While the Trio
Yeah.
and Richie subplot went nowhere,
All right,
Tommy
this guy.
and Kimberly moved closer together and cemented the fact that they were in a relationship. We'd see them frequently going on dates, exercising together, and buying
Me when I
gifts
throw my
for
dick to the
each other.
ground.
They really had good chemistry, and I'd like to think that they ended up together, despite
like
some
throwing
stuff
them into
we're
the
going to be
ground.
seeing in
That's
later
my thing.
seasons. Zed had
They
a
do
very
not end up
different
together.
approach to
Oof.
combating the
Got it.
Rangers, and I don't just mean the stronger monsters. Zed is continually trying to pull the Rangers apart. Mind control, manipulation to pit them against each other, or at the very least, trying to drain them of their powers. Later, some of his plans revolving around creating his own team of evil Rangers to fight off the team,
Or,
though
you know,
that would, of
stealing the
course,
Green
go
Ranger
pretty much
powers.
Unfulfilled, sadly. As
I
time
just-
went on, the plan.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is he still married to Rita?
Yeah.
in This.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's what they did with him.
So dumb.
Remember, the
Okay.
moms of America spoke.
Thanks, moms.
Yep.
Thanks, moms. Ugh.
Plans became less elaborate, but still menacing at times. The addition of Serpentera to his
Bummer.
arsenal guaranteed a permanent lingering threat,
Yeah,
but
the-
its lack of power and
planet
energy bank
destroying
gave it
threat.
an Achilles heel.
Oh, yeah,
While
but,
Rita's
like-
monsters were crafted, Zed's monster style matched his overall strategy when dealing with the Rangers. He would pervert something good or innocent and turn it evil, also investing a personal stake in the Rangers if the transformed object was something that mattered to them. That meant that the Rangers would frequently worry about combating the monster without damaging the thing they cared about. The season also continued the idea of
very
magic
often.
versus technology. Frequently, Billy's devices would be implemented in order to fight Zed's spells or the
Cool
monster's
device.
abilities.
I should have
Cool
known.
device.
Science and monsters don't mix.
Zed was obviously a more
What?
adept
Sure.
magic user than Rita.
The whole fucking time they've been mixing. What are you talking
Candy, how do you
about?
feel about that as a scientist? As a, you know.
I think it was the 90s. Well, the
Wrap it up.
2000s, or it could have
No.
been yesterday.
Oh.
No, they're right. Wrap it up. That's a good point.
Yeah,
While
good point,
Rita
good point.
needed to invoke incantations and ceremonies to cast spells or
Man,
summon
they
some
fucking
monsters,
nerfed Zed.
Zed's spells
Yeah.
and powers could be utilized with either a single phrase or just by willing it to
Oh,
happen
that's
with his
gross.
staff. It's easy to see
it was
why
from Die
Rita
Ranger.
was easily intimidated by him and was lower in the food chain compared to his power. Also, Rita's plans tended to fall more on the petty side of things. For example,
My goat.
there was an episode
My
where
other goat.
Kimberly was working on a model of a float to promote peace on Earth and all that junk. She sends down a squad of putties to wreck the model of the float so that
Awesome.
the real
They
float
just
can
put
go.
this
Yes.
in it.
Yes, she
She's
sends
the
her
goat.
Just to be a
stormtroopers
bitch.
down.
I wish I was a
Kimberly
I wish I was a
feel
10th
bad.
this petty. This is
Zed,
awesome.
conversely,
So
simply
good.
used the teenager's situations to inspire him on new monster designs and how to split the team apart and destroy themselves. He had the goal of conquest and directly saw the Rangers
rules.
continued
Is Venus
existence
Long
as
shot,
an
man.
obstacle to overcome.
so sick.
However, his
Yeah.
failure to defeat them was also a constant reminder of Rita. Bear in mind that he disposed of Rita because of her
He's
failures,
married
and
to
seeing
Rita
that he
now.
wasn't
Yeah,
doing
he
any
is.
better must have been quite the blow to his ego. After all, he's the Emperor. He shouldn't have to dirty his own hands in dealing with his enemies. However, as we'll see next season, he would have been a force to be reckoned with if he had ever directly engaged the Rangers. If I could describe the season in a single word, it'd be change. While this season had plenty
Go
of
on.
filler, the status quo had more of a chance to get shaken up. From the
How
start
much
of the
filler on
season
these
when
fucking
Lord Zed
show,
arrived,
seasons, dude?
First season, I think there's 63 episodes, and I think only, or is it just 60? There's 60 something episodes, and I'd say probably only 12 of them are actually important.
Yeah, nah, I ain't doing all that. I
Yeah.
was lost at 12, big dog. Goddamn.
No, just 60. Thank you.
to Tommy
That's
becoming the White
nuts.
Ranger,
Yeah.
the power
But this
transfer,
season,
to
it's
Rita's
probably
introduction,
more like
things
10
were in a state
versus
of
like
flux.
52.
The show was relying less and less on Sentai
Yeah.
footage, but that
Good
also meant that they were
Lord.
running out of Sentai footage to use. Change would come even more substantially next season.
Oh,
And
my
that's
God.
it. We made it to the end of season 2.
We've done it. We've made it. The end of
We
the
did
hurdle.
it.
Everyone, clappers.
We
We've done it.
did it.
Holy
We
shit,
did
Lois.
it.
Clappy, clappy, clappy.
Clappy, clappy, clappy.
We've done the deed. I'm both. God damn it! I fucking closed the thing and I see
Like
all
Skull.
these posts from Buff of these fucking ghouls, dude.
You
These
like them?
stupid ass.
Those
these
are my
stupid-
OCs. Please don't steal.
I'm gonna steal them. I'm gonna put it.
No,
I'm gonna
don't.
put
I'm
use
gonna
them.
turn your Labubu's into those.
it. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sick.
That actually would be so sick.
Like make them like really
crazy.
raggedy, like fucked up outfits.
I want to. Does anyone in cosplay as these little guys or no?
I think in jokes I've seen people cosplay them, but I don't think I've seen
Damn, we need like a diehard cosplayer to cosplay them.
Mhm.
Like serious business.
yeah.
These fucking red-eyed fucking ghouls,
The
these
ghouls.
little gremlins,
I'm-
dude, these cowboy boot wearing ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes, and then I'm not gonna do it, but Papa's gonna do it, and then I get to see Papa dressed up like that.
I like that
That's
idea.
my pitch.
I will do some research on what it would take to recreate this cosplay.
I'll give you a soda.
That's it. Okay, I will do more research.
Papa, the research is going to Party City, buying a green suit, and then putting a Z on
Oh
it.
my god.
Okay, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It do be like that. You're so right.
Thank
You're
you
so
for
real for
showing
that.
us Power Rangers seasons 1 through 2.
Yeah.
Thank you, Roy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm happy to dive into some different videos as well, because normally we are reacting to Connor's, who's Connor the Waffle. He's done the Weird World of Power Rangers, where he does more of a here's this episode, this happens. Here's this episode, this happens. So he's way more in depth, but it also takes significantly longer time. So we might not even be done season 1 right now if we were watching Connor's.
I do like the formatting of which Linkara seems to do.
Mhm.
Which is pretty straightforward with enough goof and gaff that I can retain it because I have a very smooth brain and I'm often very easily sleepy. So
I
it's
get you.
nice to be able to watch this and not get too sleepy.
Yeah, I figured we would definitely get through season 1. I wasn't sure if we were going to get through season 2, but I figured season 3 would be for next time. If you guys want to watch season 3 and
You
continue
can
on.
grab me for next time. You can grab me with the scruff. I'm kind of interested in this. You can grab me next time.
I'm definitely down to do more.
We got
stuff,
'em!
But I definitely need some time to let it. It's a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will probably I probably won't bother you guys again for at least a month.
It's not a bother. It's delightful. Thank you for sharing your passion with us.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank
Thank you, Roy.
Tis was fun.
Oh, I'm
I've
glad
been-
you guys liked him.
I'm pretty locked in. I've enjoyed myself quite a
Let's
bit.
go! We got him, guys! We got more indoctrinates! Let's
No,
go!
let's calm down. I still think the other one, that is the one with the 3 guys and better.
Kamen
I like that
Rider?
one better. Yeah, that's the one. I like that one better still.
Well, hey,
And I
if you like
I
Kamen Rider, I may have something cool to show you in maybe by the end of the month or maybe early October.
It's just Power Rangers again.
It is not. It is
Yeah.
Kamen Rider related.
Whoa. Okay. Well, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
That's entirely possible. Golf. Thanks for
Wow.
having me, though.
Yeah, guys. Seriously, thank you for coming. I've been looking forward to doing something like this for a while, and I'm really glad to I love you guys. I miss hanging out with my friends, so I was like, I'm just happy to bring people in, you know.
Yeah, it was fun.
I know it's been floating around for ages. Have come on by and get some Power Rangers, and so we finally did it.
Yeah.
When you do this next, just grab me by the balls. I'm here.
By the balls, I'm in.
Whoa. By the balls. Yeah.
Whoa.
Just let me know.
Grab. Great.
Grab me like one of this. Grab like this person. I sent a little DM.
Oh, okay.
Here's the one in case I missed it.
No, you should grab me like this though. Actually.
Right? Oh no, but actually, I'm thinking if you're gonna me like this, if you can give me a chance. To
Wait. But what about like this? What about like that?
Anything like this. For context, everybody, we're posting the shitty beige Ranger.
Wait. I can post it.
Yeah, I mean, feel free.
I'm thinking like this.
That's good.
I hate this. Candy.
Did anyone tweet that?
We're posting that.
I tweeted it.
And I'm gonna fucking.
I stole it.
Is it not gonna show up?
Nice.
It might not work.
I see it.
Damn.
I like theft.
That's okay.
Wow, that's crazy. What a weird thing to admit to.
I think as long as you don't get caught. No.
Well, that was Rose's mindset.
So true.
I couldn't steal even if I tried.
So
I
true.
would confess.
Yeah.
I would confess to stealing the crap.
I would confess.
Well, hey.
I think I'm gonna.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I would imagine it's very. I think late for all of you.
It is 2 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go become one with the ethereal plane. But thank you for having me, gang.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming. I was really happy to.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
you, everybody.
guys later.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
For all.
Hey.
Goodbye.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Goodbye.
Oh my god, they all left at the same time. That's crazy. Oh, that one didn't work either, Belmore. Thank you for trying, though. Thank you for trying. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. That was super fun. As you could probably tell, I freaking love Power Rangers. Much love Gang Nappy's time. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I freaking love Power Rangers. I know way too much about it. Good night, Nick. Thank you again. But yeah, I'm just a big fan of Power Rangers. I freaking love Power Rangers. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. I love yapping about it, and I love being able to introduce it to my friends, especially if they didn't grow up with it, or they never experienced it, or they don't know anything about it, because it's such a cultural phenomenon. You know, it's really nice to be able to share that with a ton of people. So I do want to take a second to thank everybody that cheered bits or did super chats, because I saw tons of them throughout the stream, and I didn't get to react or read all of them. So I want to give a blanket thank you guys. I promise you, I think I saw all of them, because like we got a bunch that were like, I like Linkara's videos a lot. You know, Balkan Skull redrawn as Candy Buff. You know, who's your favorite villain in the series? Ooh, Astronema. I really like Trakina. Ransix also really good. There's a lot of really good picks. But yeah, we had so many people cheering bits and doing super chats, and I genuinely do want to say, if I didn't get a chance to read yours out loud during the stream, thank you. Because I'm so glad you guys like this stuff too, you know? I'm so glad you guys like this stuff too. It just makes me really happy. So I love being able to share my passions with you all. So thank you guys. Thank you a ton. Thank you a ton. Yippee! Let's find someone to raid, shall we? Who do we feel like raiding tonight? Why don't we go ahead and raid into... Let's raid into... Oh, Alpha is playing RimWorld again. Why don't we raid into Alpha again? I think we raided into him last week on this exact day. And I think he was playing RimWorld on this exact day. So let's go send him some hype and some love. Guys, thank you again. If you guys didn't know, I will be back tomorrow. We're going to be reacting to the Resident Evil 4 retrospective video. So if you're a fan of Resident Evil and you want to know a little bit more about the behind the scenes stuff, the cool facts and stuff that you maybe didn't know while you were playing the game, like how Resident Evil 4 actually caused 3 other games to spawn, being Devil May Cry, Haunting Ground, and Clock Tower 3. There's so many cool facts about the Resident Evil franchise, and I love getting to go into these deep dives. So we're going to react to that. We're going to talk about Resident Evil and keep nerding out about things that I'm really, really excited about. Also, I do see that I got a raid here really close to the end. Daft Punk Girl, thank you so much for the raid. I do apologize that we're basically raiding and running, but thank you for bringing over your community. And if anybody else raided throughout the night and I didn't see or didn't say anything, I appreciate you too. Thank you guys. It means a lot that you support me. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for Resident Evil 4 retrospective. And yeah, and I will try and do more Power Rangers or Super Sentai related things as we go on. You know, do some crazy videos moving forward. Do some reactions. Grab more friends by the scruff and make them join me, kind of thing. You know, so let me grab that raid message. All right, guys, that is gonna be it for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!